Yo, everyone, how's it going? How we doing? Xbox definitely won a lot of goodwill yesterday, damn straight. And yet people were still trying to undermine it. That's the crazy part. Hey, FV. How's it going, my dude? Guys, I'm going to play a bit of the music. Let me know if you can hear anything. Can you hear the music? Mr. Glass, how's it going? User for games? Hello, hello. First time here, user for games? Crackerjacks? Oh, welcome, my dude. Welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy your stay. I hope you enjoy the show. Welcome, one and all. That is good. You never text? All good, my friend. All good, my friend. I hope you enjoy your stay all the same. I appreciate you being here. Remember, folks, that disc to digital is only Xbox One and Series X for now. 360 and OG Xbox games don't do that. You don't have to buy a Wolverine, man. If you don't like it, you don't like it. It's really that simple. I mean, it's very possible. It's very possible, Brandon. If I was Xbox, I'd be trying to get that done before things so people can jump into the Fable games. Trigger tent. Man, I saw someone going through like trying to write a whole essay, nib style, trying to explain why things are. By the way, chat, as with all of these gaming shows that I do, I will be disabling ads on YouTube. I can't do that on Twitch, unfortunately, because it doesn't allow me to fully turn them off. I have got them down to the minimum, though. But over on YouTube, I will be disabling them entirely. All I ask is that you drop a like on the video. I'm not asking you to super chat or donate or anything. A simple like is enough. If you want to support further, that would be fantastic. But a simple like is enough. That is all I ask, so YouTube can push these streams out as much as possible. Because the moment I turn ads off, YouTube doesn't like it. Are you on the Insider program? And if so, do you plan on showing how... I'm on the Insider D. So if the Insider D plan gets it, I will be making a video as soon as I'm able to when it releases on the 31st. But I will be trying straight away. And if it works, then I will make a small video showing exactly how it works. And that's all. Assorted. I now know why the super chat notifications weren't coming up. Because they're not on this screen. Chat, I'm going to have to change my screen real quick to the podcast screen. And I'm going to copy a scene and bring it back over here. So give me a second. It's not going to look right. I appreciate it, but I will be right with you guys. There we go. That's exactly what I was looking for. And now, if anyone does super chat, their message will be nice and dandy, visible to everyone to see. At least I hope, because that's how I've set it up. Okay, we are good to go. Let's pause that. Let's pause this. Let's go down here. Get those likey doodles in. That is all I ask. And we are off. Oh, look at the way they started it, boys. Oh, they're just sticking it in right now, aren't they? They're just rubbing that shit in. I appreciate you, Mr. Glass. The well grantis. Brandon, I think it will be. I think Stellar Blade will be at the Tokyo Game Show. If I was Shift Up, that's where I would show it. Because that's where it would appeal the most. I never buy a DLC for my disc-based games. I feel weird to have my DLC linked to my account, but I need the disc to access them. With Positron, it's different. I'm ready to buy a DLC for my disc games. Nice, Raichi. You see? Who's having an operation? Did I miss something? I'm on the Insider too, but my Series X is needing a medic and needs me to travel to get it fixed, which is I'm avoiding. Oh, dude, I really hope your spinal operation goes well, man. Like, seriously? Do let, you know, after it's all done and dusted, come in and let us know, man, that you're all okay. And I genuinely do mean that. I will need to put the volume up. Okay. Just for you, I am going to put the volume up.
We are back for day 2 of the Xbox at Gamescom broadcast. I'm Charlie, that's Henry, and we had a jam-packed show.
Sorry,
yesterday.
I realised it was. I didn't realise it was so low.
So we started off yesterday with announcing the pre-order details for the Xbox 25th anniversary collection, including
oh, by the way, chat.
X25 limited edition console.
So I didn't get into the fan fest, sadly, for London, which is a real disappointment.
I cannot wait to add that controller to my collection, just to go along with the console itself.
Let me make sure that this isn't overpowering me. That's a little bit low here. And no, that's too low. Okay, that's good. So I didn't get into the fan fest, unfortunately, for London.
We are bringing the booth to you at home with more world premieres, live gameplay.
Yo, what's going on? You want to not do that now? Okay, there we go.
Delighting fans here in Germany and around the world.
Well, speaking of the Xbox,
I don't know what happened there. It wasn't my PC because my PC was still working. Anyway, as I was saying, I didn't get into the fan fest, but my son did. And apparently you can bring a +1. So guess who's going to fan fest in London? Xbox may have tried to cut me out, but I'm still going. NHS taking its sweet time, if you get my drift. Dude, I have a plethora of problems with being diabetic, a chronic diabetic, where they refused to see me for 3 years, and now my diabetes is completely out of control and they can't control it. I fully understand how you feel. Trust me.
Because yes, you got the big Duke at the bottom there, but up here well, I'm going to call it...
Damn, OG
I think it's
Xbox.
so cute because it's basically the smallest, biggest controller ever.
Yeah.
The touchscreen devices on all of the
Wait,
diagrams are
can you
cool
buy that?
Because they mimic the UI and like the experience of turning on those consoles
May
as well.
I?
Okay, you go.
Wow.
Yeah, you remember that?
Dude,
You
they
remember that?
tried.
remember that.
I had to use a different
And then
email
as you're
address,
moving through, you
Brandon.
get all these cool
They tried
factoids
saying that my
about
email
the
address
launch
was
of
not
the
accepted.
console,
So that's how I
memorable
now
games,
know
and
that
you
I'm
press the
blacklisted from
button,
Xbox.
you
Yes,
see
the screen.
the screen, it's rolling like OG.
That's how I now know. They
intro as
actually
well, which
said
then
that
goes
my
into Halo
email was not
Memory.
accepted,
Evolved
and when I
screen,
used a
which is
different
so
email
sick.
they don't have,
I love the little
it
details.
worked.
They're all absolutely beautiful.
I don't know
what
what
else
I've
is
done
really
to
cool is
Microsoft.
Each one, you get a little photo.
Maybe because I
So you
called
press
them
that,
out.
you can then grab your photo. did
But I
mine
don't know
earlier,
what-
so
what I've
don't
done.
worry about that. I'll show you it. You can do yours after this.
Okay, thanks so much, Henry.
Yeah, no worries.
So kind. This is an absolute must-see here at the Xbox booth, so we don't want to spoil everything for you.
Well, but the reason that I'm particularly drawn to this era as well is not just because it was the first one 25 years ago, can you believe that?
Bonkers.
But also, my most cool Xbox memory is that on Christmas Day, when I unboxed an OG Xbox, first I couldn't believe my eyes.
Of course.
Because, oh my god, I've got Halo now, I can play that. But I also then
So
got to
September the
play it with my
26th,
granddad,
we're going to
and
be
I'll be honest,
probably
he had
live
no idea
streaming
what was
there
going
as
on,
well.
But we still had such a great time.
So I'm excited for
I
that.
almost missed Christmas dinner that day because I was just so
Yeah, I mean,
It's
drawn
going to be the
fair
first
enough.
time me and my
in.
son
Don't worry, I
have,
did get my turkey.
well,
in the
second
end.
actually, because he came with me to
Yeah.
Square Enix's
We'll talk about that later.
HQ.
Love
But
the
he's
story
really looking
otherwise.
forward to
I
this.
remember
It's going to be a
my
great day out
OG
for us.
Xbox memory
So,
for,
yeah, I'm
I think
super
it was
excited.
Fable 2, I think was my favorite. That was the moment my eyes sort of opened up and I went, hey, not
Dude,
only do
I
like
saw
video games,
the Gaming
but I
Ledger
like
trying
it,
to
but I
write a
realised
full
there's
essay,
so much
man,
more.
trying
We
to
all
say
know the
how
gut-wrenching decision you had to make at the end
disc
of
to
Fable 2.
digital
I
is
judge
bad.
anyone who didn't choose the dog, by the way, spoiler alert. But it just sort of, yeah, it was at that point I went, this is in my DNA, and I'm going to be glued to my Xbox for the foreseeable. Thank you very much.
Well, with that in mind, why don't we keep you guys glued right here and jump into
Hey,
the action of the
Grandpa
game that is
Bullets.
already making headlines
Yo,
here at
Grandpa,
Gamescom.
I might have
Check this out.
actually done something on NTE. I might have bought something. Or about to buy something. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. I can't help it, man. Oh, he done. I even did that. I did that once to someone on Battlefield. They were crouched on the mountain. I creeped up behind them. Took me forever to get up the mountain. And this was on Xbox, so I sent them. You know when you, God damn! But you know when you aim at them, you can see their gamer tag. I sent them an Xbox message telling them to look behind. Yeah. And then they looked behind and I shot him in the forehead. She more than stacked, dude.
A 1990
But I agree,
inspired
CC.
Cascadia
I
world
agree.
infused
And
with
Mr. Glass,
atmospheric
100%.
dread and
100%.
eerie clandestine cult narratives.
Here to unpack that doozy of a sentence and the game that goes with it is the creative director of PUBG, Deadnet,
Brandon,
Dave Kurt. How are you, Dave?
The reason I haven't read it
Hi,
yet,
Bex. Hi,
but the
Benny.
reason why
Thank you so much
PlayStation
for
can't
having
do
me.
disc
I'm
to
doing
digital,
Thank you for coming
even
to
though
see us.
they're,
Now,
you know,
how's
their
your
fans are
Gamescom
saying that they
been so
can.
far? Tell us about it.
And the reason why the 360 games
seeing
right
the
now don't
response
work,
from
or the
the
OG
fans
Xbox
and,
games, is
going
because
to the booth and seeing the
PlayStation games,
characters
like
we
the 360
created
and
kind
OG
of come to
Xbox,
life with past
they are
players
single
has
print.
been a
The
dream
discs
come
are
true.
identical with an
Amazing. You're
identical
coming off the back of
ID
an
number,
amazing
right?
trailer, opening
IDN
night
number.
live. How's the reaction been?
Xbox One and Series
The
X
team's losing
games
their mind.
were
Obviously,
well,
there's
the
time
Xbox One was
difference. I'm in
originally
Slack
designed
watching all the hard
to do this
emojis,
disc to
and,
digital, right?
We're all just incredibly
This
stoked.
was its original
Amazing. Love
intended
to hear
purpose. This
that.
was
I'm not
supposed to
surprised
be
that
what the
trailer
Xbox One was
absolutely
supposed to have.
incredible. I've
So
got
the
to ask a few
discs
things
were
about it. First
designed
of all,
with a
the
unique
blade
ID
hands
number.
Like,
a
what in the
unique
world are
IDN
those?
number
What
that
are the
allows
factories
the
kind of
system
breaking
to
down for us?
register what
Well,
disc
the
is in
playmat
there.
specifically touch
And
on our
that's
concept
why
of,
they can do it. And
trading
they never
flesh for
stopped doing
power.
it for the Series
In
X
this
either.
video, Floyd, the guy
That's
with
why the
sunglasses
360
has
games
decided
and
to
the
put his hands
OG
into
Xbox
that
games
haunted pinball
aren't
machine,
working right now.
get him
But the
chopped off,
PS5 and the
replaced
PS4
with machete
games
blades.
are printed
Now he
exactly
can
the
no
same way as the
longer,
360
shoot
games.
guns
So
or
they can't
legally
do it.
drive,
They
but
can
he
try and
cut your
cry
ass
and
to
all they
ribbons
want.
if he gets close.
But
Yeah,
your
you can't make it.
PS5
Can you
disc
still
is the
hop in the
exact
car
same
and play
PS5
that?
disc
Just
I
fly
have.
around?
There is no way to
Yeah, he
identify
can get
it.
in the back seat,
That's
he
why.
can get in the front
If that's what
seat,
he said,
but he has to put his
then,
seatbelt on,
yeah, he's
or
right.
He will be ejected if there's a sudden impact.
Very good. Safety first, of course.
That's the
Even
number one
with
rule.
the gun blades, yeah.
Yes.
Very good. Now, can you break down a little bit about the gameplay, maybe the player journey on?
Yeah, they
Deadnet
removed
and
the
through world
24-hour
that we're
check.
entering?
Yeah, it's kind of a 1990s nightmare.
But yes, Mr. Glass, we need
multi-match
laws to
journey
protect
where we
against our
challenge the
digital
player to
purchases.
take an avatar
But right now,
from zero to
with the
hero.
way the law
Between
works,
each match, they're
it's
taking on
absolute.
valuable new abilities like
Let
crawling
me
around
know
on
if
floor
the
like a
audio in
snake
the
or
stream
hiding
is
in a locker
overpowering
like a
me.
creeper.
But
And you're
right now,
also
the laws
taking
are
on funny
absolute. It's
injuries
either
like a
you
nervous
own
tick
it
where you spam
or you don't. And if you
taunts,
own
or
it,
you
you
can
own the
accidentally
disc,
fumble
you
your
own the
weapon on
IP,
weapon
you
swap
own
and have
everything
a
on
pretty
that
good
code,
swear about
on
it.
that base, on that disc.
And you're pushing
obviously you
yourself to see
don't.
how far you can
So
go
what they
before
need
you
to
cash
do
out and win that chicken
is
dinner or you
find
burn out.
a law that
Amazing.
says
Can we
you
dive
don't
in a
own the
little bit more
IP,
to the multi-match journey?
but you
Because
do
it
have
seems like it's
a
something that might be
perpetual
quite new to
right
players and
to the
well as well.
license.
Yeah,
And that
and
can't
I
be
think the
revoked
audience is
after
core
you've
gamers.
purchased
They
it.
won't mind if I nerd
You don't
out
have
too bad.
rights to
Let's
the
do it.
code,
Let's
you don't
pretend you're
have
a new
rights
player. You have
to
this
the
roster
game
of 9
itself,
brilliant characters
but
that
the
have
fact that you've got
connections
the
to
license,
land,
that
to
is
each other.
perpetual and
They're
that
on
can never be
missions
taken
besides
away
just
from
trying
you
to win the chicken
after
dinner.
you've paid
You
for
pick
it,
your favorite
unless they
one,
offer a
and we
digital
offer you a
refund
few decks of
system
cards.
where you can,
Do you
you
wanna
know,
kind of be an
sell your
assault character?
copy
Do you wanna be a
or your
support?
digital
Do you
license
wanna
back to
maybe be
Xbox
a
for a
trickster?
nominal fee,
And you're not
and then you can
frozen
use
or
that
locked
credit to
in.
buy something
This
else.
is
Then
just
you'll
to
lose
kinda
the
get your
license.
journey going.
But that's what they
You have
need
a
to
little
do.
bit of run
But
health. Run health,
the
imagine
suits that
as
are
your
doing
career
this
hit points.
are
And now it's time to
absolutely
start playing Deadnet.
moronically stupid. So
every
it's going
match,
to take a while.
if you
Don't
do
forget,
pretty well, your
they
run
said
health is
that private
protected.
servers on
If you
Minecraft,
totally get
which
wrecked early,
Minecraft
which happens to me
encourages
plenty of
and
times,
allows
you lose a little
and
bit of that run
supports,
health.
is
But
illegal.
even if you get
So
totally smoked
keep
in
that
the
in
first
mind.
few minutes,
These are the
you
people
go
that
to
are making the law.
outgame, and now it's time to make a decision. We're going to offer you a new power that kind of goes with that core fantasy you selected. We're going to offer you something tantalizing really outside your core fantasy. Maybe you're a support character and we're like, hey, do you want a boombox that lets you blast Wu-Tang Clan to heal your squad?
Obviously, I do. I
Yeah.
do want that.
Exactly. And then third, we'll offer you something that
I mean,
kind
yeah,
of every
all those
character could
games,
use.
like,
And as you
I've
get
my
deeper
son
and deeper into
upstairs
your
has a
run,
Series S,
we're gonna
right?
start
Because he
packaging the
doesn't
good
care
stuff with
about
injuries.
graphics
So
or
now it's
anything like
oh,
that.
do you want an akimbo?
I bought my dude a
bombs,
250-pound
but it's gonna come
mini
with,
PC
you sneeze
that he
into
plays
smoke,
his
or
games
it
on.
hurts to
I mean, it
swim.
can run games
And
like
so
GTA
as
30
you're
FPS,
playing
which
and
he's
pushing,
more than happy,
you're
right?
mitigating
Um,
I think my
and
dream player build.
he can
but
now play
also
all my
I'm getting
Series
these wacky
games
injuries that come
after
up
this
and can
thing is out
cause,
because he'll get the
hilarious
license.
daisies. One of my favorite injuries is
Dude,
called
it is
Hollywood
an
Stuntman.
amazing thing.
When you slide or dive, occasionally a
Come on,
small
man.
chance for an explosion behind you, which will hurt you and your squad. So you feel cool, but you might bust your buddies.
So many things that can happen.
You mean the
We've
same people
actually
that sold their
watched
PS5 to
gamescom,
get a
and this
PS5 Pro,
this
that sold their
video,
PS4 to
an
get a PS5?
exclusive Video
Those same
gives us a bit of
people?
an insight into the world of Deadnet,
Right?
Deadnet as well.
Yeah.
So let's take a look.
I mean,
at
I saw Puerto Rock today turn around and say how Xbox don't care about consumer friendly and all this.
Cool.
Isn't all they talk about
Guess that
100
makes me
million
a tour guide
sales?
to this
I mean, they're
lovely little
hypocrites,
patch
man.
of hell
Just
they call
I don't know what else to say to you.
Don't bother telling me your name. I got attachment issues.
Every once in a while,
Mom
they're
says I
perfectly
love too
fine, and
much.
then they just become hypocrites again.
Watch where you step out here. Make too much noise and we'll be up to our assholes and weirdos.
I mean, to be fair, this was Don Matrix's idea, right? Believe it or not, what we're seeing
Okay,
now
sit back,
is
buckle
what
up,
Don
don't
Matrix
think
wanted
about
during the
changing
Xbox
station.
One era. And keep in mind, in Don Matrix's vision, we would have had Xbox Live and game sharing with 8 family members. We would have been able to sell our digital games and all of this. So I'm hoping a lot of that is going to come back to Xbox.
Cryptid Cove's seen
But
better
his
days.
24-hour mandatory
Still plenty of fun to be
check-in
had in the
is what
swimming pool.
it's
At
what
least
crippled
that's
him.
Uncle Tickers
That
used
was
to
that was
say.
silly. They shouldn't have done
Game's
that.
simple. Dog eat dog. That's dead, Nat. These guys are fucking psychos, but can't fault the name. The Cult of the Blind Mother. Home to some real bad hombres with crazy fucking
Retro, it is
names.
what it is, man.
Like, I heard they think Biggie killed Tupac. Oh, shit. Wait, did Biggie kill Tupac?
It's amazing that the creators of The Witcher are going to give a free upgrade to everyone that owns
Shit.
the game with a free
This place
DLC.
is drowning in these things.
Yeah, I mean, I've got The Witcher
Forget whoever
on
saw it.
GOG, for example, because they gave it
Ever
away back
went
then.
outside them.
I went to actually buy The Witcher 3 on Xbox, but it's like £32. That's a bit much for a game that's older than me. If they put it on sale before and it goes down,
Keep moving,
I'll pick
dude.
it up. Well, do you know
Rolls to the
what?
falls.
Maybe I'll just go get the, the physical for a $5. I'll just go get the physical.
Awesome work, pal. I thought we lost you there for a second. Almost forgot.
And then plug the disc and then, hey, I got a
One more
digital. You know what I mean?
Hey, have you heard of the body shop? The things they can do to a person. We truly live in an age of miracles.
Well,
Why are they angry?
The game has a very distinct vibe, and it looks sick as heck, Dave. I love it. I'm obsessed with every little detail. Can you talk to us a little bit?
The only thing
about
that I
the
say that
inspiration
Xbox
for
is
the
doing
world of
bad right
Deadnet
now
and what you're trying to involve
is
from
their
players and
insistence,
feelings?
their absolute insistence
Well, I kind of
on
think
having
the age of
two
making
launches for
something that
PC.
everyone kind of
Battle.net
likes is over.
and
I
Game
think
Pass.
it's
They need
time
to find a
make
way to
games
merge those two
that are
launches into
evocative
one.
and are love-hate. I think the fans will forgive anything but being bored. So we wanted to take a big swing with a mid-90s Pacific Northwest setting.
I mean, Rockstar will
but
agree
not
with you
just
on that.
cheaply recreating the 90s, but to take the films and movies I grew up with.
I really
Twin
think that
Peaks,
Battle.net
X-Files, Silence
and
of the Lambs,
Xbox
put it through a
PC
meat grinder,
should
add
combine,
body
even if
horror,
they stay
David Cronenberg
separate
stuff,
launches,
and arrive at
where you can
something
just
that is
kind of
distinctly
switch
Deadnet.
between them.
Heck yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it
I
looks
think they should just be
amazing.
installed
every
as
time I
one
see these
launcher.
videos, I just want to keep
And
playing
so
and playing. But there's
that
a few
way,
things you pick up as well, like
you know,
the
it-
opening
it-
of the window. Like the
It
environment
gives people less
playing
reason
it
to moan
makes
about
a lot
having
of
multiple
tactical
launches.
differences to your gameplay. Could you expand a little bit on that for us?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously with Nanite and Lumen, the world
It is, Ghosty.
dense and detailed and
We're finally
beautiful,
going to
but
see it. I
players
didn't
care
bother with the
about
leaks.
playing games.
Apparently my kids
So,
have seen
a
all
good
the leaks
example I
and they're not
use
impressed.
is in
But
PUBG, if
I'm
you
going to
see a
see
window, you can
what
shoot
it's
it,
like tonight.
or you can kind of
I've been a
smash
good
through
boy.
it, and
I didn't
that's
take
great.
part in any of that
our
stuff.
game, we have something we call action agency.
Then again,
So
I
when you
didn't really
encounter
care,
a
but-
window, for example, you can slowly and silently open the window. No
The
one will hear you, but
Witcher
you're exposed. You can
Upgrade
quickly slam it open,
is
but,
free.
oh, now you've made a little bit
The
of noise,
new
maybe
DLC
you've
that's
given
coming
away your
next
position.
year
You
is
can
not
shoot
free.
it open or crash through it, but now you're going to leave a pool of glass wherever that happened, and if anyone steps on it, it's going to make a loud noise.
Or is
and
the
tip
Witcher
people off.
update coming this year? Might be
Or
coming this year.
You can turn up the music, maybe turn on a jukebox or put on your boombox. And
Yo,
now they can't
Overshot,
hear
how's
the
it going?
broken glass.
Vital, welcome
So
to the stream, man.
interesting. Speaking of some of the locations we saw within that video, we saw some of the falls and maybe like a mall as well. Can you talk to us a little bit about some of your favorite locations that we can explore in Cascadia?
Have you seen Kepler?
and
He's
also
come out.
how they
Oh,
influence
all of you
gameplay
guys
as well
thinking
as
Helix is
those
going to have a
things like
drive.
that?
It's not going to have a
absolutely.
drive,
One of the
man.
ones in
I
the
swear
video
to
that
God.
Floyd was walking
That
us
guy,
through is
Kepler
called
or woman,
Cryptic
whatever
Grove.
he
It's
they
kind
are,
of our throwback
they
to
do have a
Showbiz
hate boner for
Pizza,
anything
kind of
positive
a,
Xbox.
Yeah, he's there in the
I
laser
swear
tag
to God.
arena. He's going into the silly hole.
And the best part is,
Floyd.
All the flies.
they've been
What's
proven
funny
wrong
about the,
again
about this
and
location
again and
is
again and again,
those
and they still
tubes,
come out.
Those kind of little kid McDonald's lands tubes you're navigating through, which is like such
Although
a
my
American
highlight
childhood
of
the
today
90s,
has to be
feeling covered in
Nib.
blood and guts. Becomes such
He
a
really
fun
impressed me
location to try
today.
to fight over. So every time we
He
hot
turned
drop,
around
we're
and
like,
said,
"We're trying to win the tubes. We're trying to keep the tubes."
Nothing
And
has
it's weird
been
because just
confirmed
the other players
in
naturally
regards
wanna get us
to-
out of those tubes.
I think they were talking about
There's the Cult of
Wolverine,
the Blind Mother,
and you can't
very
take,
spooky, dark,
l-
Silence of the Lambs coded
information
location
from
where under the
journalists
building,
as real.
tons of,
Yet when it comes to
of
Xbox, It is
nooks
as
and crannies to
concrete
hide
and
in,
real
take
as you can
positions in.
humanly get,
And,
because he believes
in these games
everything
you're
they
looting,
say.
you're
But when it
trying
comes to
gear up, you're trying
PlayStation,
get strong,
yeah, but it's just a
one of our
rumor, innit? It's
powers,
just a leak.
is called
You can't
Creeper,
believe in leaks.
which allows us to actually hide inside of the loot. You can climb inside
Fuck's
a
sake,
refrigerator
that guy
and
will
try this
never
one
escape
kid.
the allegations of
Get
being a
inside of
complete and
lockers,
utter idiot.
And I actually, fun fact, did the voiceover for what I have to call hiding pervert. Because when you're in the locker, I do this like, and then we run it through some post-processing.
Do you know
to
what,
make it sound
Raichi?
cool.
I
But when
think
you are in
after
Cascadia
Cyberpunk
you're
and the
hiding waiting to get the
disaster that
drop to somebody,
Cyberpunk was,
that's gonna be my
I
voice
really feel
gently
like CD
whispering in your
Projekt
ears.
Red feels like they
I'll
owe the
remember that. I've
community
also got to ask, because I know it's so important to players,
a lot
is
for what
the
they delivered.
size of the
because they
dev net
delivered
as well.
something
Can you tell us a
horrendous
bit more about
at
that?
launch.
Absolutely.
And I
It
feel
is,
like they're
5.5
atoning for that with
by
what they're
5.5
doing,
kilometers
because
of
essentially
real
they're doing all
Cascadian
this work for
wilderness
free,
with
and no one does it
mountains
for
and
free,
jungles and
right?
beaches and plains and farms.
I
But
mean,
the
it could be a
initial
long
circle, how
game
the
where they're
game
trying to get you
begins,
involved
is
in the
only a
game again and
2.5
get
by
back to
2.5
playing it with
circle.
the
So even though
DLC
we're
coming
launching with
to
one
get you to
map,
jump into the
you never
DLC,
get
and by the time you're done with the
same
DLC,
zone twice.
it'll lead up to Witcher
Okay.
4.
That's gonna
So
be
that
amazing.
could
It's gonna
be the
force players
play
to have
here,
to kind of learn
but I
different
also
areas of
feel
the map and
that
also different ways of approaching with their abilities.
it's their way of
So-
atoning
Yeah.
for Cyberpunk.
Dave, I gotta ask. We've seen it a couple of times.
And I
in
think
some of
I
the
think they've done
gameplay.
enough right now
We've
to
got a lot of
atone
baby
for that.
dolls going on. Some of them are
They've done
running
more than
around.
enough. They've
Can
done
you
more
tell
than
us a
most
wee bit more
companies
about
would have
that? 'Cause
done.
That looks right up your street.
Most companies wouldn't give a
Yeah,
shit.
so we have kind of beyond chasing abilities and injuries,
See,
we
this
have
was
this
fun.
notion of weirdos. These are
Okay.
very strange choices you can make for that single match.
Personally,
including,
I want Helix to
taking
have a
those
disc
hands
drive.
off or becoming the
It might
large,
not, but I want
dual
it to.
SM or LMG wielding pig, or in the case you just mentioned, our little sweet precious darling baby doll. She is a 2.5 foot tall chaos gremlin that
Vital. With it
she
going to
spawns with a little
battle.net,
tiny,
it should be
RC
going play
car,
anywhere.
which
Yeah.
drives very fast and is very cute to manipulate. She can hitch a ride on her squad mates. She can jump on your back, and most importantly, she can jump on an enemy's back and quietly hang out. And she will
You're in
occasionally
for a
laugh, which
treat,
can
man.
tip them
It's a
off.
shame they
And
cancelled
if
some
the
of the
jig is up, if she
DLCs.
has to fight, she can start
but
drilling in the
they're
net
good.
and stealing med kits and making you drop your stuff,
Oh,
which
class.
is
Man,
incredibly
Raichi's about to get
frustrating
into a
deal
world
with.
of DLCs.
God, I'll
Holy
probably
shit,
end up
he
playing
just
Dead Net
opened
so
up a
much I'll
whole
turn
backlog
into a
of
baby doll.
DLCs.
I-
Forget
I-
about
it's
full
like I
games.
live and breathe
My
it
dude
as
is
much as I
just
can.
swimming in DLCs now.
Right, Dave. We got to talk about PUBG first coming to PC, but I hear that you and the team have really engineered DeadNet to be a bit
Yo,
more,
Retro, I keep
for a
hearing that,
game
right?
that's
But what
console first. Can you talk a
functionality
little bit
on
about that and what that means to you guys?
Steam
Well, I'm
are you
an old school
referring to?
console guy. My
I'm
first
not
game,
that I'm
was
calling anyone out here.
Singularity by Raven
I keep
Software.
hearing this,
Shout out,
and
you know, made console
like
first,
for me,
aimed at
all
the
I use
Xbox,
Steam for is I jump
and
into it,
myself
I
in
search
my
the
free
store,
time, my wife
I
and
buy the
who's
game if I'm
probably
buying it,
watching,
if
hi,
it's
Kelly.
only available on Steam,
We love to
and then I
get on the
click play
couch
and I play, which is
console.
exactly what I do on the
So
Xbox
that
Store.
means
Now, the
when we're
Xbox Store
considering how to
search
make this
algorithm
game,
sucks.
the
I'll
gunplay,
give you
the
that.
traversal,
I've
the
said this in
movement
my
has to feel
video.
so beautiful
They
on the
need to
sticks.
improve their
The
search
UI, the
because
UX
there's
has to
problems
be
there.
really friendly if you're 8 feet
There's
away on the couch.
big problems with their
The
searching
rumble on
algorithm.
your
I couldn't even
reload,
find
or
Call of
when
Duty
you
beta
drop your
on the
weapon,
Xbox
or
app
when a
on
drill is
PC.
going into your neck.
Let that
Needs
sink
to
in.
feel
I had
precise
to
and fun
navigate
and
4 or 5
interesting.
different versions
So,
of Call of
we
Duty
just think it
before
makes
I
a lot
could
of
find
sense
it.
to get it
So
perfect
they've
on
got a big problem
console,
there with the search, and
then
that's a
PC
huge
naturally would
problem.
follow.
But
Sounds
what
good.
are the
That's
problems?
awesome.
I'm excited. Now, a lot of people who've played
Outside of that-
PUBG in the past, like narrative is not something that will instantly jump to their head.
Right now it is
That's completely
vital.
different. How is the narrative
Because
going
it's,
to impact
uh,
the player from game to game?
September 29 is when it's
So
going to be
it's
released
interesting.
on
I talked
Battle.net.
about at the beginning of the show, you're choosing from a roster
I mean, if
of
it
9
stays
to
that
start.
way, then
Each one
that's
of these
kind of sucks,
characters
but it is what it
has
is.
Connections to the map itself,
But,
where they will comment.
the
on
hope is
areas
that
of
once
the
it
map if they go
releases on
someplace that's
September
familiar to
29th,
them. They have
on
meta
Battle.net, it will
stories,
be Play
goals,
Anywhere.
quests beyond just win the chicken dinner. It could be revenge. It could be finding someone that matters to them. And
Use
they
any
have
controllers.
allies and rivals
I mean,
on the
you can use
battlefield,
what
which
any
is
controller you want
expressed.
on your PC that's
If
got
you
X
ping
input, right?
someone that's an enemy, you're going to comment on it. If you revive an ally, you're going to
Community
have this little
bu-
special VO.
community button
and what's
mapping?
been so
Okay, that's fair.
gratifying about our
That's fair.
previous
That
beta
one I can
tests,
accept.
Shout out Discord crew.
What controllers
we
don't
are
work?
having fan art where without without prompting, they're creating these connections. These
Everything
love
I've thrown
triangles
at my
and
PC works.
they're discovering the story as
I mean,
they
the
go.
Steam
So
controller doesn't
we
work on
obviously
my
wanna-
PC.
PUBG is the
That's why I
ultimate
didn't buy it,
storytelling
because
engine, and we
you know,
think
it doesn't
DeadNet
work, but
expands that
kinda
by
works
letting a
both ways
story
there,
go
no?
multiple matches where win or lose, you're still on a journey of finding your perfect build.
I've never
and
used Workshop,
hopefully
so
you're
I
falling in love with
can't
your character
comment on
and
that.
their goals
I'll have
and
to
their
take your word on
quests,
that.
and
I don't dive
you
into the
leave
modding
game with a
scene
big
too
smile
much.
on your face.
Love that. I can't wait to find out all the tea.
But
in
after
Cascadia
hearing
then as
so
well.
many games now getting
Dave, we
infected
can't let
with
you leave
malware
without
for
talking
the
about
mods,
your
I've kind
tagline,
of
"Death is only the
taken a
beginning."
step back from
What
it.
does that mean?
Well, it means in every game I've ever played, I always.
But
want
I
a
will
hot
literally
drop,
take your
and
word for
always
it because
get
I
my
know
shit
people
rocked,
love
and I'm always
Workshop.
so sad.
I don't
And
even
it's, you
understand
get to,
exactly
like,
what
"Come on,
Workshop
boys,
is.
one more game."
Like,
And then that
literally, I've
second
never
loss,
gone
you know,
into
you're
it.
like, well, I got
It's
work
been a
tomorrow.
feature I've never
In
touched. I've never
DeadNet,
needed to.
death is the beginning. You can get rocked. You can be an early out. But then in that out game where we give you the pick 3, oh my God, my build came in. Finally, a Kimbo showed up. Guys, let's get one more game.
Yeah.
So it's okay if you
Yo,
lose,
where's Luna?
because in these games, one guy wins, 99 loses.
How did you get out of
In
the
our
cage?
game, your real goal is making
You're supposed
your
to be in
perfect
timeout.
version of a killer, whether that's a guy with a car door riot shield playing a boombox to get his team hyped
No.
up, or a guy with blade hands that crawls
How
around
did
like a
Luna get out of
lunatic
that
on his
cage?
stomach like a little snake. We want to
Huh?
celebrate player expression and
Alright, but
choice
how did she get out
and
of that cage as well?
creativity in the world of DeadNet.
I
don't
just
even
know
know
that
how
one more game is going to cause me some serious problems. So I'm going to be like, oh, we got to just get this build now. We got to do it. You mentioned
I don't know how she got out of the
ratings,
cage.
right,
I'm gonna have to
just a
figure that
second
one out.
ago.
Yeah.
Can you let people know
Her
how
cage
they
is
can get
locked. We
involved
put her in
themselves?
timeout because she pissed on the floor
Yeah,
again.
we made the website super easy. It is DeadNet, DED, which stands for Dog Eat Dog.
No.
Go to DeadNet, sign up for the beta, get your asses to Cascadia,
did, Rachel.
and I will see you out there in the slaughterhouse.
We'll see you there too.
Go do it right now. But I'm looking forward to DeadNet. It's going to be so much fun. It's been, honestly, one of my favorites from Gamescom so far as well. But thank you for coming by. Enjoy the rest of Gamescom. And yeah, thank you so much for sharing it with us.
Thank you so much. It was a privilege and an honor. Have a great show, guys.
Thank you. Got to get that 90s playlist from you as well at some point.
Look for it on
100%.
Spotify.
Nice. Now coming up for you guys, we are jumping into the driver's seat.
But generally,
of
if I'm going to
Hollywood
use a mod,
Suncar as
I
we
just go
traverse the
to
world's
Nexus
deadliest
Mods
petting
or
zoo
something like
with a
that.
prehistoric
I get
twist
my
and
mods
all
through
the
there.
beasts that you can shake sticks at. But first, shifting gears to a jet engine with a saddle, it's time to go under the hood with Star Wars Galactic Racers.
Was Witcher 3 ever released for
Now we're talking
Xbox One? Or was it 360 only? I'm pretty sure it must have been. Because I'm going to go to Computer Exchange tomorrow, and they're about to get raided on their Xbox One games.
Really interesting. Speeder bikes are like concussion missiles with handlebars.
Sorry. Was that too
No
much?
wonder the Empire love these things. On the throttle, it's all go, but it does run wide in corners, so you gotta learn to wield her kinetic
Free.
burst. Engage the kinetic burst, and bam, you decelerate hard. but
Wasn't it
lean in
360?
and hit the apex
I mean,
of
it's
the
old,
corner,
right? Like,
and you'll burst
Witcher 3 is like
out.
11 years old,
It's a
isn't it?
regenerative burst. Brake in, speed out. Now, there is a catch. Speeder bikes can be
Okay, fair
less
enough.
resilient
I thought it was
than
on the
good old
360 for some
land
reason.
speeders. When
Alright,
speeds down,
even
they'll
better.
come smacking into ya.
I'll grab
You're
that disc
gonna feel
tomorrow.
ya. So when you aren't in the mood to get
Witcher
kicked
2
around
was
the
360?
track,
Ah,
use
okay.
that beautiful kinetic burst.
Dude,
And
this
keep an eye
game
out
looks
for
sick.
shortcuts. Little pathways perfect.
I'm
for
gonna
crafting
get this.
profile.
I'm gonna play it for like
Oh,
4
and watch out
minutes.
for hazards at
I'm
those
gonna
high
have my
speeds,
first
alright?
race, get my
One
tutorial
down
done,
line, or
and then
reverse
I'm
the
gonna be
big
like,
move
yeah,
out
I'll
the
come
way
back
in
to this
time.
at some point.
Your
And then
best.
years will fly by
Ouch.
as I still
Get me
tell
a part,
myself I
and
will be
I'll
back one
assemble
day.
the perfect speeder bike to suit your style.
I've
The
done that with
sky's
so
the
many
limit,
games,
see?
it's not even
What
funny
a great
anymore.
engine. Sure, why not? How about some racing stripes too, for good measure? Quick acceleration, outrageous tricks, and a real menace in the right hands. What are you waiting for? Go, Shay!
What do you mean by support games for disc to digital to be announced soon? What do you mean by that?
We're on the other side of the looking glass. A place called Nod
No, dude, I've got nothing against
How exactly did we
thing
end up on an island?
preferences. It's just when I keep hearing that the Xbox Store is severely lacking, most people can't actually give me a single response as to why. I mean, they generally cite the workshop, but because I don't ever use workshop, that's not a big loss for me. Man, what the hell was that bodybuilder?
Tell me, alchemist. I trust your travels and not all have been.
And these like really big voice actors, or at least mid voice actors. Cassette Beats 2000. You know what? I might check that out.
Hey everyone, welcome to this exclusive look at Planet Zoo 2, a creative
No, I don't
game
care
where
about this.
you get
But you know
to
what? I
build
might get it for my
and
kids
manage
because they
your
want to go
dream
to the zoo.
zoos.
So they can go here.
You'll be able to care for aquatic, terrestrial and avian species from all over the world, both within and beyond
What's the next
your
best thing?
zoos. Today, we're giving you a sneak preview of wildlife reserves.
I don't know, when it comes to mods, I always go to Nexus Mods. Or there's the other mod site. There's two that I go to. They're just my go-to.
These wildlife reserves have been designed with exploration.
I love the
and
HD
observation
2D
in
series.
mind. You'll be able to traverse these
I love them
expansive
so much.
landscapes on
I got
foot,
my
as well
Dragon
as in the
Quest
new
games.
research vehicle,
Ooh.
offering you new ways to spend time and learn about the animals you've released into
Still
your
in their
wildlife
shrink wrapping.
reserves. We hope you'll enjoy coming to these beautiful areas to relax, in between managing your zoos. We'll be sharing more details on wildlife reserves soon, so follow Planet Zoo 2 on social channels to be the first to know.
Fire Emblem's another game I've never gotten into. Man, isn't that beautiful? No advertisement for any other platform. It feels weird seeing it right now, but that's how it always should have been. Jurassic Park, let's go! I was about to sing I Will Remember You though. Oh, Mud Runner was a good one. Oh, is this that director game where you play through different games? I forgot what it's called. Oh no, it's not. It's actually Jurassic World. Stuntman, that's it. I thought it would be that. I thought it'd be Stuntman. The motorbike kind of gave it away. Yeah, that's why I said the director something. You know, Stuntman, directors. It goes, right?
Now, last year, we brought you the latest PC gaming on the go with the new ROG Xbox Ally. So, yeah, it's only fitting that this year, we're going to bring you the next generation of Xbox handhelds. And here to tell us all about the exciting new ROG Xbox Ally X20 launching later this year, please welcome General Manager of Xbox.
Dude, it's too expensive.
And Asus
I'm
Director
sorry.
of Product for Gaming.
Just
Dave
because
Lang.
it's the 20th
Welcome,
anniversary
guys. Welcome
doesn't mean you're going to price it at that price. You've
You've
outpriced it.
Last year we had a lot of fun talking Xbox Ally, but we got
I still want one, I'm not going to lie.
this year, and it's sitting right between us, which is very cool. But before we get to the new device, it won't be too long since it'll have been a whole year since the Xbox Ally range of devices were released.
Is it best in slot?
So
Is
why don't you talk to us a little bit about
best in slot of
how
data
that's been
stimulated
received?
by now?
Well, you know, it's been super exciting to see the fan reaction. You know, we designed the original Xbox Ally to be, you know, the way that you get that Xbox experience on the go, and you can play your games wherever you want to. And it's been so fun to see.
I love my
people
Xbox
around the
Ally
world
X.
doing exactly
Best purchase
that,
I made
playing Xbox in all kinds
that
of
year.
interesting locations, unexpected locations.
Yeah, I won't tell you
sometimes.
where I play mine.
We've been working together since the original product launch to just keep cranking away at making it better. At this point now, we have over 2,000 games that have been optimized for handheld gaming.
Nice.
We've been expanding the number of titles that can take advantage of default game profiles, which automatically sets up the Xbox Ally products to be able to operate with the optimal frame rate and power settings. We've also been expanding advanced shader delivery, so that allows you to download your game shaders at the same time as the game itself. So you're able to just, when you launch that game for the first time, start the game faster, it plays smoothly, just like you would expect it to do. And then when you combine that with the work we've been doing with game studios, you've got the new games like Forza Horizon 6, Halo Campaign Evolved, supporting all these features right out of the gate.
So this new one doesn't have a power boost, does it?
Should be. No messing with settings, just jump right into the game.
It's just a bigger battery, bigger screen, and an OLED screen.
I like to hear that. Yeah, I mean, convenience with handhelds is one of the #1 reasons why I love playing with them. So to hear that all that work is going into these devices, and that it's really truly giving that gaming anywhere you like experience is awesome to see. But 2 days ago,
Chat, don't forget to drop a like. I really appreciate it. The ads are disabled. All I ask is that you drop a like.
About this stunning piece of hardware right here.
Absolutely. We try to level up everything. ROG celebrates 20 years of gaming, community, and innovation this year. And
shafting their consumers.
Black and gold is on the ROG Xbox Ally X20 through its translucent shell with now updated rubber grips and contrasting gold accents from the system buttons to that custom new color hue on our brand new light rings to the internals and thermals. Functionally, we've also updated play by introducing TMR joystick modules. This minimizes power consumption while significantly reducing joystick drift over time. We've also updated our transforming D-pad, a new innovation that allows you to select between 4-way or 8-way play. So you can shift depending on the game you're playing to the input for the best diagonals that you want.
That's so cool. So it's a mechanically changing.
That's right, and you can switch it on the play.
Wow, cool. Okay, what else we got going?
Absolutely. But probably most noteworthy and a long time coming is our premium OLED experience. Yes, I'm so happy
Yo,
to say
Illuray
that
Tito, how's it going, my dude?
Has an ROG Nebula HDR display, the very best of our standard of gaming displays. What this means in practice is a certified VISA display HDR True Black 1400.
I mean, the biggest change for this is you get an OLED display, bigger battery, and the screen is 0.4 inches bigger.
Cinematic of our ROG Saga universe game.
And as she said, every inch
play,
counts.
Not actual gameplay. Against our current Ally X20 and our Ally
I'm doing as well as I can do, dude.
And it's definitely
trying
like
to keep
a
positive vibes and keeping things chill and moving along without any of the stupidness that comes with it.
Upgrade right there.
Absolutely, you're going to see some of the deepest.
I just want to enjoy gaming, my dude.
That's
and enjoy
what
life.
true HDR is.
Nice.
And as a gaming
Every
certified
tenth of an
panel,
inch
that
counts.
means you're going to get variable refresh rate.
She definitely said that.
We're so happy to say that this panel has AMD FreeSync Premium Pro. That means starting at 30 instead of 48 hertz and going all the way to 120 hertz, you get adaptive sync, and it's with HDR. And best of all, it comes as a 7.4-inch panel that we fit into our portable ergonomic space by slimming the bezels on top. Players can also expect a suite of ROG software features intended for this OLED experience at launch.
I just don't like the design.
You know what? Good job. I mean,
the black and
X
gold,
great.
I think, looks ugly.
Really impressive amount of things you've managed to pack into it. I mean,
I do like the green Xbox
colors,
button,
blacks, and also,
which I'm surprised they
I'm a
didn't
sucker
do for the
translucent
original.
hardware, so you got me on board with that
But
straight away.
everything else, I just don't
like.
like.
You were saying, the Ally family has been undergoing numerous software updates, firmware updates.
I wonder if you can mod the original one to take out the
who
display
already
and
own
put
an Xbox Ally or an Xbox
an
Ally
OLED
X.
display in
Can we
there.
expect that same level of updates to land with the X20 as well?
For sure.
Yo,
I mean,
Phantom,
one of
how's
the
it
things that I
going?
love about the gaming
Edge
community
some
is
more,
just
my
the
dude. Edge
passion.
some more.
And,
We all need to do a bit of
no
edging.
shortage of feedback that we get from all the fans out there.
Illuray
It
Tito
really-
knows
it
all
really
about
gives us
edging.
Inspiration, and we've made it our mission across Xbox and ROG to continue to level up.
Especially
the
after
experience.
looking at the new
Some
ROG
of the
Ally
examples
X.
of additional things that we've been doing is we've improved the library experience, so now players can actually pin their own games and pin their own apps, so they can just easily jump into the experiences that they love. We've also
In your
been
dreams, buddy.
rolling out a new
In your
feature
dreams.
called, and I'm referring to super wideband stereo voice.
But again,
support for Bluetooth LE
that's what
audio.
she said.
It's a lot of words. Sorry, I had to refer to my card here. But essentially, what it means is that if you have a Bluetooth audio headset with a microphone and a game wants to go ahead and jump into using the microphone so you can play competitively or online, it just goes ahead and doesn't convert it to mono. It stays stereo. It stays surround
No,
sound
uneducated.
with Bluetooth, which is magical, and it's exactly gaming as it should be.
That's really cool.
Yeah, super
nice.
awesome. We've improved the docking.
But yeah, I
experience
was
as
looking
well,
at
so
that,
you're gonna plug
but
into
the
a
problem is,
TV or
right,
a monitor
here's the
or
problem.
even one of the augmented reality,
Here's my biggest issue with it.
ROGX Real headsets.
Right?
Yes.
It just works smoothly. We've also
Here's
been
my biggest
rolling
issue.
out automatic super resolution for insider preview.
Can you see this?
And that is
I don't know if
gonna
it comes
make the game
through.
sharper
I'm
and
hoping it
smoother,
does.
Especially on larger TVs. So overall,
So,
the X20 is
I've
gonna
got one
benefit
of
from all
these,
these features,
right?
just like the original Xbox Allies did on day one.
So yeah, day one you get everything.
I've
that
got
they
one of
worked
these.
Already incredibly hard on, and
I don't know if you can see it on screen. I'll wear it. It looks weird when I wear it because it makes me look like Stevie Wonder or something.
All of that is just fantastic news, guys. Thank you so much for sharing all of that about the Xbox Ally X20. I'm gonna have to go check out that pre-order link, I think, because
these allow me to plug directly into my Xbox Ally X and have a 200-inch OLED display in front of me. Why do I need that?
The standalone handheld, but also a bundle that includes the limited edition.
Yeah, these are the X-Real 1 Pros.
A matching
So
limited edition kill switch.
I love these. These are like one of my best purchases alongside the thing. It complements it so well. And so when I play on my Xbox Ally X, I basically just plug those in. I don't use the display. I'm just using the glasses display, and I've got like a 200-inch display on my in front of me.
Swing here in Cologne, and yeah,
And these allow you to plug in your prescription glasses, which I do. And so I get like a crystal clear screen as well, so I don't have to do anything else. And I can, you know, just chill, lay down and watch play what I want. Yeah, I think I got these for £500 at the time. They're pricey, but they're so worth it, man. If you use it, they're so worth it. So you can play on an OLED without looking at... But can you go to functions, sit there and listen to people you don't want to talk to while watching your favorite sports game that's live on TV?
I'm so excited to be back to celebrate with you, the fans, because as you know...
Yeah, I didn't think so.
But right now, we're here to celebrate...
Yeah, don't do that. You get caught out quite quickly, especially when they score and you jump up and celebrate. It's an instant out.
Across the years of Xbox. I gifted my little sisters an Xbox for their birthday. They're 10 years younger.
Nah, it's just started, dude.
It was very exciting seeing
They
them exploring all the games and getting
mocked PlayStation with the whole disc to digital, and they've shown a couple of games, and the Xbox ROG Ally X X20.
Really excited. It's really a nice location, and
the thing that they need to do with those AR glasses now, though, is make them smaller and a bit more, you know, thing. But I understand why they're big, because they've actually got a sound system built into it as well, a discrete sound system that people can't hear. So there's a lot plugged into it. They are just monitors at the end of the day, but they're very good, man. Major Nelson!
I mean, I have to say it's in the name, FanFest, right? It's the fans.
Yeah, I'm going to be at the FanFest in London.
So coming here and feeling that energy.
I'm hoping I get to meet all of these people.
Favorite thing about
We're going to be trying to live stream
Actually,
on the
meeting
day
new
as well.
people every day, but also meeting friends from last year, and also playing all the good games.
Ghosty, how's it going?
So, yeah.
Not me setting a meeting, calling Gakpo and not head over and over.
Tonight's really special because you're here with us celebrating, so I want to just give a big round of applause and say thank you to this Xbox community.
Yeah, I hope it's as painless as possible, dude. Like I said, I know moving is a pain in the ass. Well, welcome for a while then. I appreciate you being here, dude. Dude, moving is never easy, man. Hey, Retro, you got it? Nice. I'm tempted to make one, man. If I get access to it on the 31st, I'll make one. And I'll do the whole PlayStation logo at the end and say, oh wait, they don't do preservation. Xbox. Coming September 22nd, 2020.
The world is shattered. Is all really lost? I'm Angelica, creative director on
Ooh, we
Kingdom
saw this
3
yesterday.
Rising Realms, and I'm about to share a glimpse of what we're building in the next installment of the Kingdom game series. Kingdom is an atmospheric, side-scrolling, micro-strategy and tower defense game where you play as the monarch, wielder of the crown of creation, giving you the ability to rule. Guided only by the light of your torch, you find yourself in a dark forest. Alone, you take your first step to building your kingdom and your legacy. Ancient monuments tower against the sky as if our ancestors are still casting their stony gaze over the landscape. This looks like a pretty good spot for an outpost. A key part in managing your kingdom is to build and recruit. So let's get some citizens and assign them jobs. Hammers will create workers to help us construct new buildings, like a palisade. And
Did I
bows
tell
will
you
give us
guys
archers
about
ready
that
to
game
hunt
code
and
offer that I
defend the
got from a
kingdom.
publisher?
It may seem kind of small at first, but we'll find more people to join our cause.
They
as we
said they
explore
saw
the
my
lands.
content
In Kingdom
and
3,
they saw
we
how
wanna
much
create a
I
vibrant world that speaks of ancient
how much I
legends and
really love
introduce you
games
to
that
some new faces,
allow you to
hopefully
build
friendly
and
ones,
survive.
like this elite
And they
character
saw my
here.
passion
She's
for
the
those games, so they offered me a
skilled
code
archer who will not
to
only bring her own firepower, but also
see what I
strengthen
think of their
other
game.
archers in the kingdom. Elites are new units. They're one of a kind.
I
and
sent
they'll
them an
all
email
bring
back saying, I
powerful
think you
and
got the wrong
unique
person.
abilities and strategic choices.
Thank you
for
for the
upgrades.
offer, though.
Sometimes for offense, sometimes for defense, or even for a boost on the economy side of things. And that's good, because you'll need all the support you can get. As the last rays of light sink into the sea, you'll hear howls coming from the forest. The greed, they are coming for you. Finding shelter behind the walls.
Ah, mate,
is
last
a
few days
clever
all
move.
I've played is NTE.
Thanks
I
to
can't
some
get off that game.
well-placed defenses, it looks like we'll survive the night.
I'm still
But
min-maxing.
something tells me the greed will be back. When dawn finally arrives, we
My
can begin.
Lacrimosa now went
This is a
from
great time to head out and discover more of our
98%
surroundings.
crit hit damage
Maybe we can
and
find out where the
40%
greed came
crit hit
from.
rate to a
In this
50%
world,
crit hit rate,
you'll
which is what you
encounter
want.
Plenty of mysteries, powerful
And
artifacts, and mythological
110 crit
This
damage.
demo
I
only
got to
shows
that this
a
morning.
fraction of what
That
we
was
planned.
sweet.
Interesting.
I get another
I can't seem to
20%
interact with this
once I
one
use
just
my
yet.
skill.
Don't
Nice.
let the beauty of this world fool you. Everything you see is at risk. We've already encountered the nightly creatures, but it's not just them. No, it's the whole land. It's like the greed has turned nature itself against us. Corrupted goo spreading and cursing the very ground we want to build our kingdom upon. Its spores and vines knock the coins out of our bag and threaten the very crown that sits upon our head. This is a new threat.
The flight sucks.
And there's a new force
It's
within
not
the
bad.
greed, making them more
It can get you
powerful
to
than
the
ever.
airship, so it's good enough.
This has been a first peek into the
Also,
world
make
of
sure you
Kingdom
do the
3
extra
Rising
stamina
Realms.
stuff, man, around the
As
city.
you've seen, you can of course
So you can
rule alone,
fly
but
for
you don't
longer.
have to. The game will have co-op. So
You need
can
to buy the
always share
properties for
weight of
that,
the
but
crown with a
you
friend.
can increase your
I
stamina
can't
by
wait to
like
show you more of the world
20%.
in the future. Until then, you can wishlist Kingdom 3.
Man, I love
Rising
the fact
Realms
that they just
right now.
advertise themselves now. Asher, you the boss. But I released my first 3 shorts yesterday on my other channel for NTE. So, once I finish the main story, I'm going to release another video on that. And I think I'm going to try and kick that channel off again. See if I can manage something over on that channel with the gacha games. Now I use Zanku all the time because to run faster. And Peter Cullen as well, Jesus Christ. I think they're in competition to see who can get the better response in fans after they pass away at this point. Jesus. Yeah, it's sad, man. They're all just passing one by one.
If we came to Gamescom and didn't talk about Microsoft Flight Simulator,
Yeah, that's why
Gamescom?
Kingdom,
No.
whatever that game was, I'm not playing it.
The update that you just saw is head of Microsoft Flight Simulator, Jörg Newman, and President and Chief Operating Officer of the National Championship Air Races, Tony Logatetta. Welcome, guys. How are you?
Great. Thank you for having us.
Well, thank you so much for being here. Now, the National Championship Air Races trailer, that looked sick, what we just saw.
Indeed.
Can you tell me a little bit more about it?
Sure, absolutely. So the National Championship Air Races go all the way back to 1964. It's a unique, one-of-a-kind event in the world. It features multi-lap, multi-aircraft racing with a variety of aircraft ranging from small aerobatic biplanes all the way up to World War II era warbirds and military training jets.
Yo,
Really
thank you for the
cool.
new
It's the world's fastest
sub. I
motorsport.
appreciate it.
Planes get over speeds of 500 miles
30
an hour.
away
racing
from
wingtip to
8.5K.
wingtip,
That's
up
pretty
against
fast.
each other. Oh yeah, not too many things that go that fast. Not with humans inside them anyway, right? You get some rocket cars and military jets and some commercial airliners, but yeah, it's pretty incredible. I took the ICE train from Frankfurt yesterday, and it only goes about half as fast as these ones do.
Gotta catch up. That's incredible. Amazing variety of planes and
Man,
amazing
that
speeds
singer
as well.
cooked.
Tell me, how close to the ground do they actually fly? Because they look pretty
Yo,
close there.
Power Boss, I
Yeah, they get very
appreciate it,
close.
man.
So, yes, it's 50 to 350 feet now. So 15 meters above the ground where a lot of them are flying. Yeah, it's very.
Oh, we've got 2 follows today
Oh
on.
yeah, it's incredibly
thing.
challenging, and it really takes.
I
the best
appreciate you,
pilots in the
man.
world
That's
to participate in the event.
We're at 69 followers over at Twitch. One more to make it 70.
So I mean, we connected Jörg and his team with a bunch of our most experienced pilots.
The disc
and
tends
it's been
to
so
boot
cool
up
to
MGS
watch
1
them work
Volume 1
and
collection
just
automatically instead of being
work so hard
choose
at
which
making this
game
truly
title from the
authentic and
dash.
realistic,
Oh.
like bringing what's real into the flight simulator. So now we've
I
got
do try, Power
the
Boss,
old
I do
Rita
try.
racetrack, plus we have the new Roswell track. So really excited for flight sim fans to see it.
I love the design of the Roswell track. That looked really cool.
It's awesome.
And you've spoken about some of the pilots
so
working with the team at Flight Simulator.
Apparently the new
Jörg, how
Xbox
have
game
you
that was
made
supposed
the
to be
team,
shown might not be showing here now, according to Nate the Hate.
feel really authentic?
He went
and
from,
realistic?
yeah,
Just
it's
like
definitely
the-
gonna
like
be, it's
the
gonna
likes of
be
me,
here,
who
but I
maybe
can't
the
say what
pilot
name
just
it
yet,
is.
anyway.
To it might be here, and I can't say what name it is. To
So we work with them for
it's
like
Ori
6 years
free,
now.
but I don't know if it's going to be
in
there.
Flight Sim 2020, we actually had the Reno Air Race. It's a classic race. And it was fun. It was exciting.
And then
It
Thomas
had
Mahler
fans,
basically
but
came
Flight
out
Sim 2024,
spouting,
we wanted to take this a lot further,
getting
make it more
upset
realistic.
that
And a lot of the realism comes
another
out of the
studio
planes.
might be building
So
Ori
in
3.
Flight Sim 2020, you could just go full throttle forward and you could fly the race. It's no longer so. Now you actually have to manage the plane. You have to watch your manifold air pressure. You have to watch the engine temperature, and it's a more
But yeah, our
challenging
goal
thing,
for
but
this
it's
year
much
for Twitch
deeper.
is to get to
It's a lot
100
more fun.
followers.
And on top
So
of that, we added
if you're
another
interested in
race class,
watching
the,
Twitch streams, definitely
short
go
takeoff
and drop a
and
follow.
landing race
It would
class. You
mean
saw it in the
a
trailer.
lot to me.
They're like
And we
super
play
close
all
to
sorts
the
of
ground.
games
It's like
there.
a one-to-one versus race.
And
Also
here,
super fun.
if we can get to 10K, that would be
really
amazing.
good and really fun.
That's my
I'd
goal
love to
for
have a go,
YouTube.
and we actually have experiences here
I've
at
been stuck on
Gamescom, right,
8,000
the
for too
Xbox
long.
booth.
Yes, like, so it's right over there. Like it's the first time anybody outside the team can play the National Championship Air Races. We have a leaderboard. The leaderboard is a daily
Yeah, Power
leaderboard.
Boss. That's
Whoever
why
wins- yesterday it was on
it was
for like
revealed to be
3
Ori
months.
3.
Yeah, well, but no. So whoever gets the top prize gets a really cool remote control P-51. We
Microsoft
brought 7
owns
of those
the Ori
planes.
IP.
They're the fastest ones in the race, 500 miles an hour.
And
We'll see who wins.
Okay, well, maybe
previously it was Moon Studios making it, but after their relationship with Xbox went sour to shit, even though he's denying that
what we
their
look forward
relationship
to
was
invite them
sour
with that.
when
Can you let
everyone
me know
was
when that's
reporting that
coming
it was
out?
absolutely
Yeah,
horrendous
so
for
the real live
Microsoft
event is coming up
workers
in 3
over there.
weeks, September
He's still
16th to 20th
actively
in Roswell,
denying
New
it.
Mexico.
How
Yeah.
exciting.
And we're going to start flighting it.
Apparently
in flight sim,
Saber
and
was
it's
working on
releasing
it,
October
but
13th.
that might not be true.
Get ready.
Get ready. You better get ready. Now, Jorg, as usual, I know that's not all. Have you got something else to share with us today?
Just
for
a
Flight
little.
Sim? Just a little. Let's take a look.
Yeah, Rachel,
so
they're
I'm-
just
I'm
a bunch
from
of
Germany,
hypocrites,
as you
man.
probably know, right? So let's
They're a
watch the
bunch of
trailer first.
hypocrites. Rachel, yeah. He says that he doesn't attack Xbox. He never has a problem with Xbox. Their relationship is golden. Yeah, he shits on them every chance he gets after Microsoft basically kicked Moon Studios out. Exactly, Power Boss. Everyone remembers it, but he's denying that it happened. Man, he acts like the people don't have brains. Hey, Diablo. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm dual streaming Diablo over on Twitch and on YouTube. I wanted to stream opening night live as well. I just couldn't get it working in time, sadly. I'm surprised that Microsoft hasn't jumped into VR. I'm surprised Microsoft hasn't, especially with the HoloLens, because after I used the HoloLens, because they brought it, Microsoft came to our workplace because we had a contract with them. We were doing a lot of their advertising for Xbox and stuff, and the Surface laptops.
Well, Jorg, that is a very pretty
And
plane, but I'd love
they
to
brought
know
the
from you,
HoloLens
is
down,
there
and
anything
my
about that
CTO came and goes, "Hey, you like your games and stuff, right?" And I go, "Yeah." Do you want to go check out the HoloLens? I said, "Really?" And he goes, "Yeah, they're downstairs. These guys won't be interested, but I know you're a gamer, so just go half hour, 40 minutes. It's fine, you know." Go knock yourself out. Go play with it. It was freaking awesome, man. The HoloLens was fantastic. It was so cool.
Frankfurt and Cologne.
And so, yeah, I got like
So
a
this was
good
the
like
fast plane
20,
designed
25 minute
for World
session
8
on the
of the world
HoloLens,
speed records, and has a
playing with
special
it,
design.
and
I
it was
always
just
thought very
amazing.
innovative. So it had retractable undercarriage. Was the first time that any airliner did that. It had the retractable air coolant for the engine. And that made it the fastest plane. It flew like 200 miles an hour back then, which was shocking. They only made 324, and none of them survived. The last one was scrapped, unfortunately. In
Yo,
1954,
Sylvia,
so when we
there.
decided to bring this back,
Nice.
we had to find all the people who know anything about it, museums, aviation enthusiasts, and they helped us a ton.
Are you lining
And,
up for
it took many years to do
Stranger
this,
Than
and
Heaven?
I think the end result is fantastic.
Obviously, you're
and
lining up for
everybody's super
Fable
happy, and
first, right?
Can't wait for you to
You got to
try
line
it
up for
with the
Fable first,
It's
and you got to
launched
tell
today.
me how good it is.
Right now.
Because I trust your judgment.
Oh my gosh, well, I can't wait to check out as well. Great
Currently
context
lining
the
up for
history
play
and
Star
something
Wars
different
Racer?
for
What
you
sort
as
of
well. That's
audacity
lovely, Jorg.
rubbish is
I
this?
really love the way you
Chat, tell him
and a
he
lot
should
of
be
the team
signing
are
up for
working
Fable.
to
Don't you
preserve
agree
such
that he
iconic
shouldn't be signing up for
historic
Star Wars
aircraft
Racer
like
and he
the
should be
Blitz? And
lining
the
up
other
to
thing
play
I love about
Fable
Microsoft
over at
Flight
Gamescom?
Simulator is your dedication to bringing our planet to life throughout the digital representation of Earth.
Yeah, we call it the digital twin, and honestly, at Microsoft, we're so lucky. I feel so lucky.
The line
We
for
have
Fable are
organizations like
3
Green
hours
Places,
long. Holy
HBB
crap.
Maps, planetary science. And,
Yeah, I
we have
wouldn't
partners
bother
like
either at that point.
Maxar Imaging, Vexel.
What am I saying? Get in that line. Be a trooper.
10 centimeter resolution, so crazy good. And typically when we come to Gamescom, we're
Same
very
for
thoughtful,
Stranger
like,
Than
what should we
Heaven?
show? In the last years, we always brought Germany. It was obviously a focus.
I'm excited
Switzerland,
about that
Austria,
one,
this
and
year we
Star Wars
thought,
Pod Racer
why
I'm
not go
also excited
above
for.
the Alps? You know, it's summer, it's warm. Italy is beautiful. So here it is. City Update 16.
I mean,
Italy.
they released that limited edition VR headset, right, from Meta for Xbox with the 3S. I'm surprised they didn't get that working on the Xbox. Yeah, I'm not surprised, man. Yeah, Silver, are you gonna be going to the Xbox Fan Fest? I'm gonna be there. It says shortage, apparently. I really wanted to get one of those, Raichi, but I couldn't justify it because I already had the Meta Free, which is a better VR headset. I had the Meta Free, so I just couldn't. I can't, you know. I actually wanted it for the controller because I loved the design of that controller. I really did. It's actually one of my favorite controller designs that they've actually done so far. That black with the accent green just worked beautifully. But I had the Meta Free. There was no point.
I mean, I'm definitely excited to be back at Gamescom, but
did you go to the XO19 Silver?
How about it, York? You coming with
No, and I didn't know if you went to that one. I'm surprised I didn't see you.
Seriously, I went to northern Italy.
Actually, I'm not surprised because it was pretty big.
Bolzano, which we call Bozen, the Dolomites. But
Yo, tell us.
I've never been to Sardinia.
I'm waiting for the Steam frame. I mean, the Steam frame is just a Steam Deck, right? In your face.
Launching right now, at 2020 and 2024.
Wow, how exciting! Both we can go and explore. Amazing. Now, York, that's a lot of aviation already.
Just call it the Meta Series S. Rachel, that would have actually worked.
Yeah, so this one is personal. So like, for a few years now, we've tried to
find they've sold out already.
Lufthansa, which is the German flag carrier airline.
I was planning on pre-ordering one.
Years,
oh well.
I'm so happy to announce that we now have a relationship
I wasn't
with
actually.
Lufthansa.
I got the controller and I'm happy with it.
To the sim. And what's really perfect about this, Lufthansa is
but hey, maybe they'll give me one at FanFest and I'll be happy.
They made a special livery on some of their fleet.
I don't think they're going to do that for us Europeans. They don't like Europeans very much.
Makes me so happy, I can't tell you.
Amazing, congratulations.
Thanks.
Now, would you like to take a look at that? Would you like to show us maybe?
Yes, we have a little quick trailer.
Let's do it.
Mate, they spent a long time on Flight Simulator.
Line up for the 100 years formation.
Copy that. Lufthansa Super getting into position.
By the way, guys, I really appreciate you guys turning up today. You never let me down, and I truly appreciate it, man. I saw, but I've got the Xbox LIX. I don't really need it. I was really tempted with the whole 25-year Xbox 25th branding, but once you've got the Xbox LIX, there's no real need for an a game cert. That's the that's the thing, right? The thing that you attach to your mobile phone.
Oh, fantastic. Love to hear it. Now, York, before we let you go, I have a little challenge for you.
Okay.
You are head of Microsoft Flight Simulator, so I would like to hear how many planes you can name in 30 seconds. Are you up for it?
Switched.
Okay, let's get that timer starting. And now.
All right, Cessna 170, 172, 175. 180, 182, 185, 190, 195, 206, 207, Boeing 707, Boeing 717, 27.
Yeah, it has an ARM APU, but it's also doing a lot more with the whole 3D, so it needs a bit more power, but in relative terms, it's going to give you the performance of a Steam Deck. At least that's what it was when they were talking about it back then, like last year sometime. It may have been updated now, but I was actually, I'm very interested in the Steam frame, but it's based on how powerful it is really, and the price, obviously. But when they were talking about it back then and they had like leaked specs and things like that, essentially it was going to output at the same power relative to the Steam Deck. Now if that's changed since last year, then that's a different story.
Set to make their debut
I haven't followed up on it ever since.
Or a handheld near you, and some could be dropping
yes, I have the
sooner than you think.
ZZZ. When you say X5 Lite, isn't that the mobile phone thing, or is it a physical controller? Because GameSir has like 7 million different controllers with 9 million different controller names that even change depending on the goddamn region it's being sold in. They need to fix that.
soul. Eat as well as you can.
Yeah,
After
Retro,
all,
I don't deal with
you
drama.
never know which meal will be your last.
I'm not gonna say I don't dabble in, you know, a little bit, because that's just gonna be a lie. But I mainly just want to have a good conversation, good chill, and, you know, talk about the gaming news and whatnot. Talk about hardware, talk about games, talk about all the cool stuff. That's the community I want to foster. The other channels can handle the shitfest.
This is a Paris that I no longer recognize. Every darkened corner is a tombstone, a reminder.
It's the mobile phone controller? Yeah. And I hope you guys are. Okay, this look interesting.
Tell me.
Dude thinks he's a
do
hunter
you
from
think
Destiny.
I'm chasing a fool's path?
Do you know the one problem I've been having with remote play? My Xbox LIX sometimes refuses to switch my Xbox on. I don't really understand why. It is connected to it. The app is connected, but it just refuses to switch it on. My Xbox is on standby.
Let me once again welcome you to Blake Manor.
Tomorrow night, when the veil is thinnest.
No, the remote play, when it works, is fine.
With one of the dead.
But when it works.
Did you let it happen? Well then, Mr. World, welcome to the Grand Seance. I hope whatever you are looking for, you find it here.
Hey survivors, the heart of Daisy Badlands is Nasdara. A 267 kilometer
Just set your
squared
second
area
DNS to Google,
layered with
man, and
proud
you should be
regional
fine.
history, geopolitical intrigue, and countless stories waiting to be told.
8.8.8.8, and you'll be
Most
fine.
importantly, your story. But instead of being just survivors stranded on the coast, we now expect you to become nomads, mercenaries, and local to know the lay of the land. In short, you are expected to be more experienced, hardened, and shrewd. However, our motto, "This is your story," is still very much in effect. That means we still expect you to approach it in your own way and pace. You will lead your own story, by dying a lot. At first, this might happen because of prolonged exposure to the sun or extreme dehydration, since standing water is scarce in Nasdara. But you know what you are doing. You will search for regional clothing with low insulation.
Yeah, I get that. Man,
keep yourself in the
I
shade.
use that a lot for my
and maybe even team
handheld.
up with another
I just
player
put it
to
on
restore a
remote
broken
in,
down
get the
well so
points,
you
then
can
boot
share
up a
water.
PC game while I'm this.
And then they can betray you. Let's say you have the basics of survival figured out. You found some decent gear, interesting food.
Yeah,
and drinks to keep
Rachie,
you going,
I can totally
a friendly
agree with that.
companion to travel with,
I can totally agree with that.
and motorcycles that can take you farther than you've ever gone before. Anyhow, at this point you will want to upgrade to better gear and find stronger protection. You'll have multiple points of interest to choose from, like these examples.
If you have a switch connected with an Ethernet port, it can cause double net too.
But of course, these areas will also
I've
attract
never
other
had that
players,
problem. My Switch
meaning
2
there's
is
always a risk of
connected,
getting killed on
but I
site.
don't have that problem.
But there's a less risky and more interesting option. For this,
My
we
issue is
suggest
that it
picking
just
up
won't.
personal radio.
You know,
These are no
the
longer just
handshake
tools
it
for
sends to my
long-distance
Xbox
communication. They can now
isn't
receive
being
transmissions
received,
that you
and
need
so
to decode yourselves.
it's not
It may be
booting
worth
the
investigating
console.
the locations they lead you to across the land where valuable
No,
info
no, the
waits.
PlayStation Portal is really good for that. I've never used it on a mobile. but I've never had a problem with the
We
Portal
won't leave you
remote
high and
playing in.
dry, as you'll find resources to help you decode the messages.
But it's also a dedicated device for it, right? So I would
So,
expect
now
it
that you have all
a
the loot you
dedicated
need and
device
more,
will work better.
How do you store it safely? You will be able to rebuild and barricade some of the houses found throughout Nasdara. Whether it is a single
That said,
room or an
I've got the
entire building,
PlayStation Portal
there
and
will
I
be
never
plenty
use
of
it now.
options to choose from. As
I
long
got
as
it for
you can
cheap
gather
though,
the
so I can't
necessary
complain.
materials for your reconstruction project.
I think I got it
Most
for $100
importantly,
bucks.
shelter is a necessity
Or was
when
it
it comes to
it was
keeping you and
$100
your
bucks
squad
with
safe,
a
especially
dock,
during a certain event,
case,
when all you can do is hunker down,
a
wait it
couple
out,
of other
and hope
bits
it
and
passes.
bobs. So I couldn't
Of
really
course, these
complain
are
for
only a few
$100 bucks.
possible lives. As always, this is your story, and we can't wait to see them all. See you in the Badlands on October 15th.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't like gaming on my mobile phone because my battery doesn't last very long.
November
And I need
15th,
my battery to be
2001,
good.
A new console, a green logo. It was called the Xbox. And it's
That's
now
why I
been
like to
25
carry an
years, so
external device.
Let's celebrate. And there's no better way than with new accessories and a lot of green. And I'm here with Scott Weber, Senior Hardware PM Lead Design for Xbox. And Scott, tell us a little bit about all this amazing collection.
Yeah, we've got a
Yo,
lot
the
of really
missus
cool stuff
realized
here.
I was
So we
out
worked
of
with
a
all of our
drink
hardware
and she
partners
brought
to
me the
design for
biggest can of
Xbox,
Red
put a collection
Bull
of
I've
products
seen in a
together
while.
Inspired by 25 years of Xbox.
None of that monster
Translucent
crap
green,
that
we've
some
gone from audio, keyboard,
scousers
mouse,
drink.
all the way down to a blind box mobile controller there from Backbone with 3 colorways inspired by the original consoles. And the you'll see the little halo in there, maybe a blue for the Japan exclusive. Very cool.
That's right, they're so sick. And like you said, you
Dude,
just spread
I
all
was so
kinds of gaming
pissed.
experiences.
They released this
players
one
love
day
using
after I bought
black
my
Razer
mouse.
That's a pretty
One day
classic setup.
after I bought
I
my
see you've gone for a
mouse.
splash of green here. So
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
green is the new black. Tell us a bit about the Basilisk.
One day after I
Absolutely.
bought my
mean,
mouse,
the
they
highest
announced
quality
this.
stuff you can get,
I was
amazing
pissed.
polling rate, everything you'd expect from Razer. 75% size keyboard is also really cool. Very popular right now. People are liking a little bit more tight and compact for their gaming setup. So super excited.
I'm
about
really
this.
tempted to get the keyboard though.
And you've even got, I think, your own Xbox key on it as well if you wanted to swap it out.
That's right. Yeah, you can pop that, and the game bar comes right up. It's a really nice feature. So when you're gaming, that's specifically bound to that. And you can, have all your socials right there, chat with all your friends, whatever you else
Mate,
you
I
need to do,
destroyed the
make
box.
captures.
Hell
I had
do
no
a lot
intention of
capture. I'm not
returning it
saying
at
the
the
game
time.
Good, but I'm capturing it at least.
Perfect, yeah.
We've also got some hammerheads as well. Again, in that same kind of translucent green.
Yeah,
Look who
it's
came
really
out of the
Deal with the
woodworks.
hyperspeed hammer.
These
Red
are so
Bull is
cool,
the
right?
monster
So
where people
for a
who
long
have no
time,
sense of
we'd had
taste.
requests for
What the hell
earbuds
was
for
that?
console, right? And we never had the ability to do these. Now in this translucent green, this is actually something that connects directly to your console. So you still want to use these for on the go. You want to use them on your PC. That's great. But you can connect these directly to your console and get latency-free 2.4 gigahertz sound.
Nice.
Perfect.
So it uses Xbox Wireless Protocol?
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
that's cool.
Very cool. It's
I
just a little
love
dongle that plugs into the back, and you're good to go.
Really nice. And then what about when it's time to charge your controller? Because, I mean, I'm hoping to pick up one of the new Xbox 25th anniversary controllers. Can I charge that thing up with anything
Can't you
else?
wait the
Yes,
14
that 8-bit
days?
though
No,
charger
no, I
right
don't have the
there is
box
so
anymore.
cool. It perfectly matches the design.
Like
Yeah.
it's
Worked with
gone.
them, worked
All I
with
have
the
is the
team,
mouse.
industrial
If
design
you want to
team make
return
sure
it,
that we have
you got to
sort of
return it
seamless
for.
experience that goes all the way through. It's the perfect way to display.
You got to return
your
it with the thing.
Very special controller, which we know is already a hot ticket item.
So sick.
Oh, they're
I was
wireless
speaking with
earbuds?
Carl
Okay.
Ledbetter yesterday about the design of the X25 console and how much went into.
I want the
getting
keyboard
right
though. The
kind
keyboard
of,
looks nice.
The green.
Yes.
Is it the
My
same
son uses a
process for the
60%
charging,
keyboard
stand as
because
well?
Yes,
he
absolutely.
says
We
big
work very closely
full-size
with Carl's
keyboards are
team to
useless
ensure
now for
that
him for
whatever's
gaming.
done from a
I found the
first-party standpoint, our
60%
third parties are
too
able to take
small,
advantage of the
too
same thing.
cramped.
So it's a whole process.
But the
of color
75%
matching
might
and,
just be what I'm
backwards
looking
samples
for.
being sent, and Carl's always been a wonderful support in that.
I love that. Love that team collaboration. And then in terms of, if I wanted to bundle all these together, maybe to take them home with me right now, is there anything else that's pretty handy for that?
Power Sling Bag
Oh, hey.
right here. Not only is this great for just stuffing whatever in, but it's actually a perfect fit for the Ally as well. So Ally is right behind us. That fits in there perfectly. There's room for a controller up here too. So it's just kind of
So
a
what
handy
you're saying
thing.
is
If
put all
you were
my
at Fan Fest
Xbox
last night, you
peripheral
might
in
walk
there
away
and get
with one.
mugged.
So we're
yeah,
excited
that's true.
for
I see what
everybody
you're
to get
doing
their
there,
hands on
buddy.
this.
Well, while you're just packing this all away for me in one of those.
You
so I
ain't
can go
seen
home
the
with that.
streets that we go
Thank you
down
so
to
much.
get to
But
places.
We're actually going to head over now to Charlie with the latest on the next
He
installment
thinks
of
it's
the
slick.
Dragon's Dogma franchise.
The Dragon's Dogma community has been
Yeah, I want that
eagerly
keyboard.
awaiting the newest expansion, Dragon's Dogma 2 Dark Arisen, since it was announced earlier this summer. Well, get ready, because it's time to check out the latest gameplay right from our stage. Joining me now, Dragon's Dogma 2 Dark Arisen producer Yoshiaki Hirabayashi and director Kento Kinoshita. along with interpreter Patrick Shields. Welcome to Gamescom, everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us. So, what I want to ask first, we're going to dive straight into the demo, and we're going to be focusing on this fallen dragon encounter we see here. So, why was this quest considered the one you wanted to show off, and why is it the best way to showcase what players can experience in this new region?
Yeah, Bluetooth is terrible. I don't know why, but no, every time I use Bluetooth, it either disconnects or it cuts out. Even my mouse. I just stick to wireless, man. I plug a dongle into my PC, it's good. I'm done. I know that connection is dedicated and it's going to work.
In the new IC region of Norgan, so I just wanted to get straight to the point and let anyone who's trying out this demo discover.
Wait, there's the Xbox 25 Magnum Revolver.
And I want to pick up on the setting as we're going into the game as well. So you mentioned this like snow blanketed area as well. So when we see these mountains and this landscape that you've generated, what did
But Rachel, you just plug it into the back of your Xbox and you'll never see it again. And if you're only using it with your Xbox, then that's it. It's out of sight, out of mind. Oh, you actually have problems with the wireless connection. Interesting. I have that problem with Bluetooth. I can't use Bluetooth. It must be the shielding in this house, but I can't use it.
We've never seen such a frozen wasteland in the context of this game, and this icy region I thought would just completely refresh the Dragon's Dogma 2 experience in players' eyes.
Absolutely. We're straight into the combat as well. There we go. It's worth mentioning as well that pawns
hey,
are a really important system to the Dragon's Dogma franchise. So what role do they play as the player explores this new region of Norgan?
I know a lot of people that use Bluetooth, man. I just can't use it. Like my daughter, she uses her iPods are, I think, Bluetooth. EarPods, sorry. Or they use Apple's protocol, whatever.
So what we're doing right now is someone in the
might be a bad example.
Has asked us to go up to the fort that he just showed on the screen. There's some mysterious events going on, so we're going to go and check that out.
Like I have the PlayStation Pulse Wired AirPods. They're quite nice. I don't know if they actually connect to the Xbox, but I got them for the Portal at the time and the PS5. But my wife uses them all the time now on her iPhone. I barely see them anymore. The only time I actually see those pods now is when they're on charge. Every time I see them is when it's like, yay, I got AirPods.
Exactly.
Oh, thanks. I was looking for new headphones. Dum-dum.
Nice, perfect touch. Love that. Oh, there's also a new feature that's been added, right? A new way to initiate conversation and interactions with pawns.
At least they're getting used.
Yeah, we've added the explore command, which will command your pawns to check out the area and see if they can find anything.
They probably can.
Actually suggest to the pawn, let's do a high five.
I don't see why they can't. It seems to be a choice that they're not allowing, that publishers aren't doing it. Don't forget, right? Xbox headsets work on PC as well.
Oh, fine. You owe me a high five, though, okay?
So you can take the dongle out and plug it into your PC.
The design philosophy as well behind these. I mean, these really unique combat encounters. We just saw that the environment when you walked through that pillar there landed on.
Oh, Xbox doesn't allow it.
It's a pretty
Interesting.
unique way you can fight through this universe.
こういうつららですとか、雪の氷の国ならではのギミックもあると思うんですけど、その辺のデザインのフィロソフィーとコンセプトについて教えてください。
そうですね。本編になかったこの地形を使ったりギミックを使った体験を大事にして、戦う以外の戦術としてこういった要素が楽しめるように作っています。
Either way, that's been one thing that's never really bothered me. The one thing that has bothered me is the official headset. That doesn't really work for me downstairs. It works perfectly fine upstairs on PC, Series S. Downstairs on my Series X, the audio keeps cutting out. Which kind of sucks.
Oh, we found a spooky cave. I think so. I wanted to actually tap in on something. I think when you open the chest, if my memory serves, yes, there we go. Spoils are a really important element when it comes to players' progression and adventure. So how does
Jen,
this
in what
experience
are we
compare
talking
with a
about?
traditional loot system?
従来通りの、宝箱を開けてルートをもらうシステムと今回の遺産品を入手して鑑定するシステムはどのような違いがあるのでしょうか。
今回この遺産品は戦闘の中で敵を倒して
Some
も
of
手に
you
入り
just
ます
whine
し、
too
さっきみ
much?
たい
Whine
に
about
探索
what?
でも手に入ることができます。
Firstly, the relic system is not limited to combat. As we saw, you'll be able to discover little nooks and crannies throughout the map, and you can find relics in hidden treasure boxes.
I would
So there's a
assume. I mean,
variety
they
of ways
did
to get
release a
them.
patch ages ago to fix the performance.
これは鑑定することで、どのような武器か防具
All
が
round, so I assume they have already.
Deeply unserious gameplay here.
Anyway, back to the relics.
Wait, is that a snowball? What is going on?
Yeah, so once you get the relics, you're going to want to go back to the settlement and buy
Yeah,
places,
but
and
you can blame
discover exactly
Cronus
what
for that,
spoils you
Raichi.
receive and what kind of weapon or armor you got.
I see.
Unfortunately,
fantastic. I also
Cronus
noticed as well, so
was
many
the
things just
primary
went on there, but I
reason.
want to go back to when you were walking up the
Cronus
field
and the
just
like,
then.
and Zen too, or Zen something. You got Cronus Zen and Cronus and the Zen something Zen Pro something. Those are the reason why that happened, because they allow you to run scripts on through any controller. And so, in order to stop that, that's how it. I don't think they've fully stopped it, but a lot of things can now detect it, and you get instantly banned if they do detect it.
向かい風の場合は手をもう寒いんで手を当ててちょっと動きが遅くなった
See,
り
the thing I find, Jen, with the latest graphics cards, because I remember at the time, back when, this is years ago, by the way. But I've been seeing a similar trend anyway. And even when I was working at Sega, when we were making games, we would never optimize it for the latest graphics card, the highest end. We would do it for somewhere near the low, the medium, and high end, but it would never be at the lowest end, and it would never be at the highest end. They would just need to brute force it. The ones below them would actually get better optimization because those are the ones people generally buy. And so publishers generally do that. And that's why when the new graphics cards come out, support isn't the best for them. And they are still good, and they will still outperform. But they're outperforming because of brute force rather than optimization for that graphics card. I worked on a number of PC games at the time, and that was always the case. We never optimized for the highest end graphics card because no one really has it.
There's something strange is going on up here. We've never seen these kind of undead creatures, so we want you to go and investigate. And really, there shouldn't be ghouls up here in the icy waste of Norgan, so we're going to have to find out what the source of this infestation is.
Absolutely, and the best way to figure that out is another new feature that you guys have added, which is 6 skill slots you have now, so 2 brand new ones. So why was that addition important for players in this update?
今探索と戦闘している間に、確かに武器のスキルが、4つから6つセットできるようになっている状況でのプレイなんですけど、なぜそういう風に仕様を変更したんでしょうか。
Is Cronus still used on Xbox? Because I don't really hear anyone complaining about it anymore. I know back in the day it was rampant on the Xbox One and the PS4, but I don't know if it's still as prevalent today as it was back then.
The increase in the skill slots was really a response to player feedback.
I mean, don't forget, Cronus almost killed the Division 2, right? On the PS4.
Combat action of the game, they just felt a little bit limited in terms of their toolset variety. So boosting that up to 6 slots, I think, just gives you so many more options at a given time, and
Everyone wants to do more.
Yeah, it gives you extra depth to your gameplay.
こちらのカスタムスキルが4から6になるのは9月の2日に予定しているタイトルアップデートですでにもうドラゴンドグマ2本体の方で体験することが可能です。
This isn't a DLC exclusive feature though. We're adding in the extra skill slots in the update which we've just announced this morning is coming on 2nd
But yeah,
of September.
that's the drawback, Jen, when you of the high-end graphics cards, like the top percentile, because
Fantastic news. Feels like
its market share is so low, publishers don't optimize for it, so it has to brute force.
I'm wondering, do you have any
It's a
favorite,
powerful card. It can do it.
types to fight as, or anyone
But
that you guys
there
tend
are
to
going to
roll
be
with
times where
immediately?
you have problems.
好んで選ぶジョブとかありますか
Hey, Rabbi.
僕はファイターのスラッシュ&ボードの
I mean, one of my friends has got a 6000 workstation card, which is even more powerful than the 5090. I think he paid $7,000 for that graphics card, and it's a fucking monster, man.
Amazing.
It's an absolute beast.
What's that?
But he paid
I'm
$7,000
gonna
for it.
guess that's the fallen dragon we saw at the beginning.
これは一体何でしょうか
I'm good, Rabbi. I'm good. How are you?
という存在だったりするのでしょうか
Hey, that dragon looked kinda sexy, right?
ボスバトルが始まります。
Yeah, this is the key centerpiece of this quest. It's the
Definitely
battle
went to
with the
Ann
fallen
Summers to get those horns in
But
shape.
really, how do I say this as a compliment? That's a really horrible looking dragon. And I'm gonna guess the ghouls are connected to him in some way because he's spitting them up.
この不気味な要素からすると、おそらくグールの存在に関連している存在なんですね。まあ今まさしく喋ってる間に
Nah,
吐き出しましたし
have you seen with the newer skin for Zanku? The moment the dragon sees that, it's just going to drop down and just say, do you know what? I'm not worthy. My soul is yours. Do what you must.
While you were asking, he literally puked up those ghouls.
Yeah.
So they're, you know, question asked, question answered,
There you
and they're going to add a little bit of extra.
Yeah, I'm
spice
buying
to
it
this
as well.
boss battle. You're not just taking on this huge dragon, but you have this crowd of ghouls to try and manage as well. Yeah.
Absolutely. And clearly, you
Hey,
can see from the
Gaming,
screen
how's
right
it going,
here,
buddy?
if anyone hasn't played any Dragon's Dogma gameplay, that health bar is pretty monstrous. So we know that this dragon is an immense threat to this region. So why was he the best one to show off for this experience? Is it because he was big, mean, ugly, and difficult, or was there another reason?
まあ HP ゲージとドット数からすると相当手強い敵だと思うんですけど、あえてこの高難易度の敵をデモのクエストとして選びたかったのでしょうか。チャレンジングな内容ということをアピールしているものでしょうか。
そうですね。チャレンジングな内容もアピール
Yeah, exactly, Jen. That's the point. The graphics card itself is so powerful that it can brute force through everything. It will just go, you know, as you say, chew through everything. And that's why publishers don't optimize for it. They optimize as high as, say, the 5070 Ti or the 5080 at best. I mean, even the 5080 is a hit and miss. The 5070 Ti is the most popular one, or the 5070, right? So that's the one that they would normally work with in terms of the 50 series. As long as it works to that, the 5080 and the 5090 should perform well. But because they're not optimizing for it, there can be issues in a couple of games here and there. But for the rest of the situation, it will just brute force it. And I know this because, you know, I've worked on a number of PC games when I was at Sega, and also at other game companies that I used to work for. It's always the same thing.
It also doesn't have a head anymore. That's gone.
China, can you speak
He
and
may have
say...
lost his head, but he's gonna not just die.
I can't
instantly,
speak Chinese.
So don't worry, the battle isn't over.
The health bars going isn't a sign of good things. There's actually more work
HP ゲー
to
ジが
do.
効いてるのはもう終わってるっていうわけではないんです。
そうなんです。
Yeah, still not over.
Oh no.
Right, she's
And the
just
health
gonna
bar is completely back.
have a separate drive with
ないですか HP ゲージ。
all rubbish on.
そうです。まだグール入ってきますし、まだ動くので、プレイヤーはどうやったら倒せるのかを探して戦うことが。
Yeah, you quickly realize that even a beheading won't do it, and also the ghoul puking is back. So at this point, the player is thinking, how am I going to beat this thing?
Absolutely, 100%. He's lost an arm now as well. I'm gonna guess now's a really bad time to ask the pawns to high five, right?
この間で
I was on the website loot bar. That skin is £20.
It's too dangerous.
That's not bad, you know. That's not bad. Which one are we talking about? The black one or the swimwear one?
Well, it's kind of an
Because I might actually pick it up.
Some of the
For
parts
$20,
cut
it's
off
not bad.
to regenerate as well, so it's pretty
So does
because
that
I
mean you
can't
need to
speak it,
change up
dude.
your strategy in fighting this, or is this
I've
maybe
never learnt
a
it.
lost battle to begin
I've never
with?
wanted to learn it.
戦略を変えるべきなのか、もはや諦めることなのでしょうか。
そうですね。物語を通してこの
Mate, why is that dragon doing the whole head dance thing?
Through the course of the storyline, you're going to have to realize, taking on board that you couldn't beat it this first time, you need to find a way to slay this dragon, and that's going to be the centerpiece of the story.
Wow.
Chinese imagery because I
okay.
didn't
mean,
read it, you
okay,
know,
on top of
enough.
there, there's no way you're gonna come back from that.
ですが、ここでもう一人
Honestly, though, I think China has now actually got RAM working, which is great, and it competes with the Western market RAM. And so my hope is that they can flood it into Europe and the West, and people can use it. Hopefully that will bring the market price down. And they're building new fab factories as well to increase production and increase supply. So it looks like, I mean, China could just join them in keeping the price high, but I'm hoping they won't do that.
Narrative mysteries, but what do you think will surprise long-time Dragon Dogma fans most?
Hey, JTB, how's it going? This dragon looks like the Lord of Change from Warhammer 40k. Man, I've been seeing that Warhammer 40k for so long, I'm going to have to play Space Marine 1 at some point. No, I don't want to. The only language I do want to learn is Japanese, but I think my brain is too old for that now.
I think players will be surprised and delighted by a lot of the new features, but if I had to pick one, I would say that we showed you getting relics through combat and also through finding them in little parts of the map, but there's another way you can get them, which is in the settlement. There's actually a wolf who, if you befriend the wolf by feeding it, it'll bring you out into the world and discover relics for you. So it's a brand new companion.
There is a Lord of Change in Space Marine 2.
I love that. That sounds fantastic.
I'll play through 1 and then go to 2.
Question before we go. We couldn't get to see a high five in the game, but can I maybe have a high five here today? Is that okay?
Amazing! High five!
Thank you so much. Thank you. Patrick, bring it in. Thank you so much. Well,
Yeah, I studied Japanese for a while, and I can write hiragana and katakana. I can write about... I used to be able to write about 100 to 200 kanji characters. I haven't touched Japanese in a long time. I can't do... I think I can maybe write like 20 characters now.
But first, get out your whip sword. This is Son of Tanjai.
Exactly, Daryl. That's exactly it. Because no one at home is using it, it's very hard. If there was someone else at home learning it with me and I could use it at least in passing, it would be cool, but there isn't. And watching movies and stuff like that just isn't enough. And I already have enough mental health problems, so adding more to the list is probably not something I want to do. What the hell is this game? It's Assassin's Creed, isn't it? Before Assassin's Creed became Assassin's Creed. Son of Tanjai. What the fuck happened there? Indian Assassin's Creed. Ghost Creed.
The tower filled with horrors. Built by memory. Heroes are dead. Echoes remain. We are what you carry. And what you leave behind.
I think she has problems.
Each relic you discover was built by memory. Some of them are eternal. Fight to be remembered.
Yep, day one on Game Pass. Man, Game Pass is unprecedented when it comes to value. Do you know what I find really amusing about Game Pass? And everyone, you know, PlayStation fans constantly complaining about Game Pass and how it's damaging the gaming sphere and it's hurting studios. If they believe that so vividly, why do they have Game Pass?
We've expanded it into PC, and now we're bringing our playtesting to Xbox. I'm here with Jeremy and Elliot, and we're going to talk to you about how much we love our game and why it's fun and different.
If they believe that so vivid, you know, inherently, that it's killing the industry, why? And they're so much against it. Why are they? Why do they have Game Pass?
There's more, right? Yeah. But if you just kind of get to the core of it, that's how I would describe it.
To someone who's never played the game before, how would we describe it?
I think this is still there, right? I think I saw it last night.
Look at a screenshot or you watch a couple of videos of Arkrun, you would guess how it plays, but you'd probably be wrong. I think the combat in general, it might look like an ARPG or something else like that, but it plays more like a shooter, which is why it's really perfect for a controller. I think that the combat itself is
my kids used to love
really
Fortnite,
matters. Your
and then they
rotation of abilities really matter. Your aiming is very important.
Went cold turkey and never looked back.
Is super critical.
I think if players have a foundation in twin stick shooters, I think they're going to feel right at home playing Arkrun on controller. You know, the combat is you aim your attacks in front of your character model. There's no aim assist on anything, PC or controller. So accuracy really matters. And because we are an item-based game, there are some items that'll give you like an aerial effect or skill shot ability. So that might remind you more of like a MOBA.
I don't wail, Raichi.
Like
I'm buying a skin though, but I don't wail.
Knowing what the
I got A1
Zanku
Zanku though.
And that first time you
but I don't wail.
Rinchy click cleaver leaf, and then you land on a player, it's like magic. So we've got
in
these
Wuthering
really cool
Waves, I got
game called
S3 Imouth and S3 Lucy from Edge Runners, but I don't
so
wail.
Eternals were kind of designed to be a synergistic gameplay scenarios because we have a loadout system and you can pick different items from different Eternals. When you become a full Eternal, each item is meant to pair well with the rest of the loadout.
You made a lot of these Eternals. Like, do you have a favorite child?
They're all my favorite. The Eternal that I love playing the most right now probably is Hollow.
Playtime Resonance looks good, man.
A play style that I really
There's just
like.
too many
Using
games
the
coming
wall
out. I
to
can't keep
separate
up
the
anymore.
enemy, it's super fun. Being able to root somebody with the Sneklin special ability and that be the initiator is awesome. Then you kind of sit back.
If Game
and you
Pass
kinda
hit
raise people
50
down
million
and support your team.
subscribers, trust me, they would have been singing it from the rooftops.
Something that they like. But
I'm
man,
surprised
at least me
Game Pass
personally,
isn't as popular.
I love shattered builds.
I kind of
2-2,
understand
give me
why,
2-2 all
because
day.
the
When you
consumption
start
of video
memorizing
games
what
is
set
different
bonuses
to the
are, like,
consumption
infinite
of,
possibilities.
say, something like
We've got two
Netflix and
different
whatnot.
ways to play. Can you tell us a little bit
Especially
about
with people playing like
Yeah,
one
so
or two
Spires
games
is
for the
an
whole
arena
year for the
climb
most
game
people,
mode, so it's
the
3v3.
highest
You
majority.
get your
So I
items
do
by
get it.
purchasing them before you enter a
But I
best
think
of
what
3
Microsoft
match.
should have
You'll
done
repeat that
originally
process. It's a
is
super
really
way
kept
to
the price
learn
low
items and get
and
items
had it as a
ready
loss
and get
leader
repetitions
for
with things
a
that
number
resonate
of
with
years.
I know, Elliot, you like Spires
And then
a lot.
slowly over
Yeah,
time,
I mean, I
just
like those
increase the
game
price
modes,
by a
for different
buck
reasons,
or
but I think
two.
Spires is a great way to kind of warm up to even get into Ascension. You know, like Jeremy said, this could be the nice way you start, and then you kind of graduate
Thanks,
into that Ascension
man.
mode.
I think that's a good segue to jump into Ascension.
Appreciate you.
So, playing Spires, you're getting the reps, you're mastering combat.
Right.
Now you've learned that, you're jumping into Ascension. What's happening in there?
Yeah, so if Spires is all about player agency and selecting what you want and getting familiar with it and getting reps with the things that you're into, Ascension starts you with nothing. And there's 45 other players, 15 teams of 3. You all start with nothing. You need to loot on each floor, find your items, build your loadout, synergize with your team, and at some point, the beacons will call. You're kind of just building tension. Every beacon fight feels like the final fight of another larger scale multiplayer match. The top one has the added tension. And all right, this is for all the marbles.
You make it all the way to the top and you win that one. I just feel like that's just peak Archeron.
Yeah.
It's just how charged you feel when you win 4 fights in a row is just pretty nuts.
I agree,
So we've told
Rachel.
you a
That's
lot
why you
about
need
how
to
fun
make it.
Ascension is to play.
When they
Now
first
we're gonna
released
show
it,
you
they
the
needed to
final
make it
fight
so
of an
cheap
Ascension
that it
match
was a
from our morning
no-brainer
playtest.
for 50 to 100 million just to subscribe to it for a year.
Green. I gotta back out.
No glove.
Choker's down. Got a Thulfer.
I just don't think they could afford to do it.
Full healing.
Oh.
Right there. He's rezzing.
Elder Scrolls 6 is not going to be here today, dude. They've already announced what games are going to be here.
Oh, I got no heals. Yes.
It's not going to be here.
Let's go.
Thank you so much for allowing us to share Archron with you today. The game's coming to Xbox very soon in our cross-platform closed beta. We hope you'll join us there, and if you're interested, go to our website.
Yeah,
for more
Acheron, right?
information.
This is
See
available
you in
on
the tower.
Insider Hub right now. I saw it last night.
Welcome to the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 booth, where we've got 24 demo stations where players are getting the chance to go experience some thrilling 6v6 multiplayer matches.
I think there might be one tomorrow, but this is the last Xbox one.
So we'll throw it to Benny, who is standing by with the team from an Infinity Ward, to tell us all the juicy details.
So, fresh off the early access beta weekend, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 is on the minds of many of us as one of the biggest games of the year. And here, with what fans can expect from the upcoming open beta, please welcome Infinity Ward's game technical designer, Jack Hoppus. Welcome.
How's it going? Good to see you, Benny.
How's your Gamescom been going so far?
Dude, it's incredible. The booths are insane. It's sick to see players playing Modern Warfare here. It's been a great time so far.
Yeah, and I want to start off because I know Infinity Ward really find community feedback important. You've been really working on doing that in communication.
Tomorrow is
You did
Keely?
a tweet earlier today.
What is he
Can you
doing
tell us a bit
tomorrow?
more about that?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately throughout both weekends of this open beta, what we're looking to do is find the most feedback and, you know, seeing what
I'm
pain
100%
points with
sure already.
players, but also what they're really resonating with. So we're doing a bunch of changes, fixing bugs, finding these pain points, these adjustments that we could be doing, and fixing them within beta weekend.
They showed that
one,
yesterday,
but we've
Game
also
of
made a
Fish.
huge amount of changes for beta weekend 2. We're looking at touching everything from aim assist to movement to
Yeah.
weapon balancing to spawns as well.
It looked interesting.
We'll have a full list out at a later time, but we're really looking to hammer down these things for beta weekend 2 and ultimately up through launch. But it's been great. It's been exciting for us to hop in alongside the players.
I know
hop in, kill
Ubisoft
block
was
with
yesterday,
them. We've got
and
a
we can
lot of
check
stuff for
that
beta weekend 2 in terms of new content.
out after the
Resurgence
show.
as well. There's going to be a huge amount of stuff for players to get
'Cause they
into.
announced some big
I'm so
stuff with
excited.
the
We'll get into
Division.
a bit of this throughout this conversation.
Was
as
supposed to
well.
watch the Ubisoft one yesterday, but
make
we
sure
were
to
streaming
keep
already
sending
for
your
6
feedback,
hours.
because know
I
Infinity
needed
Ward
to
have been loving getting that from players.
jump off.
But what surprised you about the beta?
But
From the-
Ubisoft
from
was
the- from the
yesterday.
closed
Future
weekend?
Game Show was
I
yesterday.
mean, a lot of stuff, right? We got a lot of great feedback.
I think most of them were
what
yesterday and
surprised
today.
us
I don't know if
was-
anyone else
so
is
we were
showing
doing
anything.
COD Next, right? We were about to get on stage at COD Next, and I hear in my ear they're like, the first nuke has been achieved. Like,
I know.
they already got nuke in the beta.
Cammy got it.
Yeah. And I was like, it's so sick. I saw
They're
the
showing it
clip,
as current
was
event. Then they're showing it
incredible.
again.
Also seeing players really hop into the mobility course has
But
been
they did
super
show
sick.
Turok Origins
we
yesterday.
tried
It
out a
hasn't
lot of
been
different
shown yet
routes
today.
Internally at the studio, we really hammered down on the mobility course as a way to test our new movement changes. And you know, devs were staying up late. They were screen recording their screens and going back frame through frame on how they could best optimize it. And we thought we had a pretty good time, a pretty good route. And when the beta launched, we saw some of the routes that these players were taking and competing with each other.
I'm not
And it was
wrong,
incredible
Robbie.
to see.
I'm never
it
wrong.
Was, we watched back through some of the routes themselves, and what was interesting is the routes themselves weren't super different than what we were internally doing
Man,
at the
I
studio,
love dumplings,
but the
man.
adjustments and the reloading, you're like, I already have to go down this ladder, let me reload while I'm falling, and then do a roll at the very end, or go through this section a little bit quicker by some clever jumps and some clever mantles was super surprising and fun for us to see in the beta. So it's been really fun seeing it online.
Yeah, I was obsessed.
No,
I was
Turok
sorry,
Origins looked actually
even,
pretty good.
Knife switching, just make sure your melee is out, like shaving every little thing if you can.
Exactly.
What was your fastest time?
Oof.
I felt like throwing you under a bus.
Welcome back, Amy.
Fastest time.
I think we got in the low 40 seconds, I want to say, but we've been seeing sometimes online that
it's
we're like,
insane.
how are you doing that? It's insane.
Now, we've obviously got the open beta just around the corner.
Yep.
What can fans expect from that? What new features and modes are players going to get?
A lot. So you're going to be able to play Resurgence for the first time in the beta. So it's
Can't wait to play this game next year on Game Pass.
Resurgence map Zodiac.
Yep.
This is something that we have designed in partnership with Beanox, and we've been playtesting a bunch. We're super excited to
See,
get a
I
bunch
actually
of
really
early
want to play the
Warzone
campaign because I like the way the
feedback.
campaign looked.
We've been having a
I'm
great
just
time
not
on
sure
this. Oh yeah. You see
If
that?
I want,
execution out of the
if
sky,
I
no
want
more
to
shooting people with
pay
pistols.
It looks rad, right?
$60 for it
There's
to play
so
the
many
campaign.
Cool POIs on this map. We're super excited. We also have 2 new modes coming along.
Because I don't really
Or
dabble in the
we've got
zombies and
Hijack,
PvP.
which is kind of this attack and defend tug
Yeah.
of
I'm
war
more
style
interested in the
mode
campaign.
Where you're fighting over this data spike in the middle of the map, trying to plant it on the enemy
Yeah,
comm station
Elden Ring's
and
continually
gain
getting
points
patches,
for your
man.
team. We're super stoked with this. We built it with
People are still
competitive
playing
focus in mind. It's been getting sweaty at the studio. We're excited for players to get their hands on it.
Yeah, I've been in those like studio play tests. They get competitive.
Right,
Everyone's
yeah.
shouting at each other from across the room.
Yeah.
Now with this mode as well, I just saw it. He just like threw it into someone, like almost like a throwing knife
Yep.
as well.
Yeah, so you wield the spike, it actually takes up the spot of your lethal equipment, and you could either throw it onto the tower, the
Yep.
comms tower like you see right here, or you can walk it in. And if you're really in a pinch and you just need to get someone right away, you can throw it as a lethal, almost like a throwing knife, and bonk it off of them.
I can also see people throwing it across to each other's
Yep.
teammates, a bit like kind of like American football.
Yeah, exactly. And you saw in the clip maybe for a second there, you can actually shoot it out of the air as well. So if you're really clever and really quick on the sticks, you can actually snipe it out and block, playing almost defense for your team.
Oh, that's class. Another big thing that's changed gameplay with Modern Warfare 4, something new that we've seen, is Apex attachments.
Yep.
Can we talk a little bit more about those?
Yep. So Apex attachments are the final unlock in your weapon progression journey, and these completely change the way that the gun plays. So here you can see for the ISO, it's got these laser-tipped, or like kind of these RFID chips inside of the ammo that once you shoot a target, you can locate them through walls. Here you see the harpoon
mate.
for
They added
one
wall
of the-
hacking
one
into
of
the
our,
game.
marksman rifles. You can see, what do we got here?
So it's the M4
Oh,
Hurricane,
my
right?
beautiful
It looks like it's
doggo.
Yeah. So we've got a bunch of,
Everyone, look who turned up to the stream.
These are the throwing knives on the side of the Oris.
My
So if
princess.
you're in a pinch or you're in these kind of close quarters combat, you can use these as a quick maneuver. For the PPSH,
Yeah,
we've got a bunch of really sick
who's the
Apex
beautiful
attachments
princess?
to show off.
Who's the
You want to know a
beautiful
little hack?
princess?
I'll show you a little hack.
I always love
Okay.
hacks.
Okay, you don't have to go crazy.
Hack
Okay,
is you can
okay,
actually, if you're
okay.
playing gunfight, a bunch
Okay,
of our loadouts
okay,
include the
okay.
Apex attachments for the weapons. So if you want a
Okay.
sneak peek of them, just queue up some gunfight
Okay,
and you'll
okay.
be able to play.
Give 'em a
play
little gun.
before reaching the max level.
Right.
So,
That's the hard thing.
I
It's
was
like,
never a
working
dog
way
person, but-
through. And like I really liked one of the features when you rank up weapons and
Yep.
multiplayer that some of
Dogs
the
are
attachments
amazing,
will also
man.
unlock on the other guns.
Yep. So we really wanted to
Okay,
streamline
Luna.
the weapon
That's
progression
enough.
journey this time
That's enough.
around and have it be incredibly satisfying where, hey, I already unlocked this attachment on my M4 and I'm leveling up a different rifle.
Yeah.
Why do I need to unlock it again? We're just going to let you skip that level and go right on to the next one, making, that first level up.
Helix ain't
of one
getting
of the
announced this week,
attachments,
man.
And then progressive weapons down the line.
The
It's gonna
controller
move
might
left and
do,
right.
but
Now,
there's no
multiplayer
chance
is
that
obviously such a huge part of Call of Duty, and
Helix
Modern
is being
Warfare
shown
4
at
is really
Gamescom.
trying to advance that. Can you
With
tell
Zero.
us sort of more of the vision for Modern
Luna,
Warfare 4,
why do you have to
innovations
lick
that we
my
can
face
expect?
all the time?
I mean, overall, our vision with multiplayer for this game was to make you feel like you are having the most fluid, grounded experience that you
I've
can
heard
in a
rumors
Call
of the
Duty
controller
game.
maybe
Which
showing
just
up.
means that we
I
never
think
want you
someone
to
in
feel
chat
like you're
also
stuck
said
in
that the
an
controller might be
animation
showing
where
up
you
to
can't
the
do something. We never
at
want you
Gamescom.
we never want the game to tell you no, right?
Yeah.
So you could see this in moments like our new mantling system. Previously, mantling used to kind of be this animation where you felt like you were lumbering over a surface, and now you can mantle into a
yeah, I
slide,
went this
you can
morning.
mantle ADS, you can actually cancel your mantle as well, getting out of it early.
I'm going to be going to the hospital tomorrow to get some x-rays done on my ankles and my knees to see what's going on, so they can try and see what the problems are.
And a lot of that comes with feedback from the community, right? Like what we've been doing with the open beta, or with the early access beta last weekend and the open beta this weekend.
Positron is coming out 31st for insiders.
For launch. So that's really been
Of
our
August.
guiding light is,
So in like
following
what, 4
we
days?
find to be is true and listening to the community as well.
Yeah, I think it goes back, like people the community sending feedback, kind of making those changes, and also getting in the mobility course so you can like perfect that movement. It really does help.
Yeah, we built it as a way for ourselves to test the movement, but we were having so much fun with it that we wanted to get it in the players' hands.
It's such a fun thing to do because you like try to shave all those times off. But talking about the fun things to do, there's some players don't want to always play a competitive mode. What other fun stuff do we have coming for Modern Warfare 4?
Yeah, I mean, in the second weekend of the beta as well, we have our new ground war experience. This time it's called Combat Outpost, where you're fighting over these 3 key buildings in 2 POIs in Hajin, which is our big map where DMZ will take place. and you're fighting over these big outposts, and every time, the more time you stay on the point, the stronger that your outpost is going to be.
What's
you're
that,
going to
Luna?
reinforce it, and eventually you're.
They should drop a like. I agree. I agree.
It's going to be airdropping in kill streaks for your team, and then if you progress long enough, you're actually going to get tanks, so you can push into the enemy territory.
Well, the way they're doing it, they're dropping it for insiders first to test and make sure it's working. So we're the guinea pigs that are testing it, and if anything goes wrong, we're the ones that are going to suffer for it.
Both of these are going to offer a new
and so when you get it, it works perfectly fine for you. I remember one of the updates that they did for us insiders, it locked me out of the store entirely. The Xbox store, I couldn't access it. Another one locked me out of backwards compatibility. Another one forced me to reformat my whole Xbox. So it's good that you guys are avoiding that.
It's also, the map looks amazing because, like, of course,
they you know,
for the big map experience later
you agree to these potential complications when you sign up, and that's why they have different tiers for how early you can get the build. But you know, by the time it's done tested, you guys get it. And the testing usually lasts for about 2-3 weeks. So sometime in September you should get it.
Some of our spawns need tuning, so this varies from mode to mode. But what I can say is that we've been in there with you guys in the beta. We are looking at more than just the data. We're looking at the feedback. We're playtesting a bunch of the studio right now.
Then fix the spawns, because the spawns suck.
It's definitely something at the very top of
that is one thing that does suck. The spawns in Modern Warfare 4
to feel it with you guys,
on Control suck. I think it's Spawn C on that map with the buses. It's horrendous.
Not only for beta weekend 2, but for launch as well.
You can get spawn camped very easily there.
Continue to work on.
Yeah, I'm really excited. And like, I know you guys play an absolute ton. Like you were saying, we were chatting earlier, you've like played over 16 hours in a day already.
Yeah.
So no, I'm super excited. I just like want to say a big thank you because obviously Modern Warfare 4 here has been making a huge splash.
Yeah, it's great.
Like you can see all the fans like queuing up, playing, getting the experience, and
are you okay over there?
Seeing what we have on offer. What's one thing as well?
Don't give me the side eye.
Excited about with beta weekends 2 coming up.
I mean,
for players.
We got fun new maps coming in. We got Lithium, which is a new 6v6 map, which I love.
Ooh, new map.
I'm excited
for open
to
beta.
More players into the beta itself. You know, we're gonna have a huge suite of players jumping alongside with us. Players will get to play the campaign.
Yo,
again,
Victor, how's it going, my dude?
That mission is incredible.
We're just
really
enjoying
for the story and
the Xbox presentation. They're talking about COD at the moment. We're having good chats in chat.
You guys, it's gonna be, you know, we at the studio, we're hearing this feedback. We're gathering it all, but we're also playing alongside you guys, which has been great.
Yeah, I'm just determined to try and get a nuke at some point this weekend. Because like you said, Cammy dropped the first one during COD Next, which was insane.
It was insane.
And chat has been amazing. We've got 30 likes. Let's see if we can get that to 50 likes.
I don't know. Just be coordinated.
Let's do
don't
it.
Play too risky, you know, if you want to get that nuke. But I mean, we saw it at COD Next. We saw it way earlier than I thought we were going to see it.
It happens.
It's incredible.
I'm excited because, like, obviously Ghost is going to be available with the beta weekend too. That might help with the UAVs, so I'm excited.
Yeah, they're going to reach 10 new levels as well. You're going to level up to level 30. New perks, new field upgrades, new equipment, new kills.
Okay, chat, if you like watching gaming streams, I stream Monday to Friday over at Twitch.
There's a lot of fun stuff for you
so feel free to go follow me over there as well.
You've got the big map,
kill block, single player.
Campaign.
Got a lot of stuff. Yep.
It's got to be the biggest beta ever, but Jack, honestly, thank you so much.
Hey man, work is work. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you even just stopping by just to say hello.
Make sure you get involved as well. But yeah, thank you so much, Jack.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, today we've seen the future of gaming, from horror to racing, from sims to first-person shooters, and everything in between.
People are asking for over 3,000 and over for the 20th anniversary on eBay.
Plus, with the biggest games coming to Xbox,
yeah, they're crazy.
Dungeons 2,
I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. I knew that was going to happen.
Fable, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, and Grand Theft Auto 6. No matter where or how you game, the best place to play is on Xbox. Now to a psychological survival horror game with a unique retro look and feel.
Are you okay?
Fight and survive against the ominous presence slowly consuming this 90s Polish
You want to
town.
go down? Okay.
This is Holston.
Okay, let me put you down. Not like that. Go on, say bye to chat. Say bye to chat.
Większe niż nowa
Bye,
trójca.
chat. Don't forget to like and subscribe!
Znów młody jebał. Ktoś tu jest? Halo?
W trójcy jedyny na przebłaganie.
They're selling the green controller separate, but last I heard that sold out as well. It sold out yesterday. Although Amazon has it. If you go to Amazon, they had it available for pre-order. I might pick up a second one. Hey, Game Mania, nice. I mean, I actually prefer the Halo limited edition Xbox to the 25th anniversary edition one, personally. I think the Halo one is Halo one looks much nicer, but that's just me. Have I seen Osiris Reborn? Yeah, I've seen gameplay trailers of it already.
I'm excited to share.
I haven't seen the one on Tuesday, I don't think, but I've seen enough of that game to know that I'll pick it up at some point. But this game is... I want this game.
At the heart of Tides of Annihilation is our dual frontline battle system.
This looks so good, man.
Different knights, each with their own fighting style and role. In our first hands-on demo, players can try 5 knights in 8 different combinations. Each setup pairs a main knight with a sub-knight, and different pairings change how you fight. For example, Palamedes focuses on powerful charge attacks, while K, the Time Knight, can freeze enemies and control the pace of the battle. Together, they create a simple flow. Freeze an enemy, create an opening, then land a heavy
So
strike.
good, man. I can't wait for this game.
Longer combos, more mobility, more control, or bigger burst damage. Our goal is to let players find the combinations that fits them.
What's up, Myth? I never would like the Galaxy console.
Beyond combat, knights also play an important role in exploration.
Yeah, G-Mania, I think I did the same with the controller for myself.
For example, the archer can use a charge shot to break obstacles, ignite certain targets, and even create road paths in the air, helping Gwen reach places she otherwise
I mean,
cannot.
you got fantastical beasts and stuff. It's not really going for realism.
These abilities makes exploration feel more active,
But
while
it looks
staying
sick,
true
man.
to what makes each knight unique. And as players progress through the full game, they will discover more knights and more ways to use their abilities, with each one bringing something new to both combat and exploration.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, Victor. It reminds me of Final Fantasy 16. I was going to say that, but I know people going to shout at me for saying it, because I'm a Final Fantasy mega fan.
At the heart of the story. Our latest story trailer at Opening Night Live shows an earlier side
Tides of Annihilation.
before she becomes the fighter players meet in game. At this point, Gwen has just been separated from her sister and thrown into a world consumed by the fire.
I hope
She's
so,
not
Rabbi.
trying to save
The
the
plan
world.
is
She
to
just wants to
definitely
survive
check it
and
out
find
on
her
stream
sister.
when it comes out.
That changes when Guinevere tells her that she carries the power of King Arthur.
What do you mean,
and may be
fake
able to
Final
command
Fantasy fan?
both the fog and the knights.
But if you wish to reclaim London, you must harness the fog.
Her words, "teach me," marked the moment she decided to step forward. By the time players meet Gwen, she's already stronger and more determined, but her journey is only beginning.
The game where the time. Yeah, I just like the fact that, you know, they've realized that having nice looking female characters in a game is a plus. It's not a necessity, but it helps the game's appeal to more people.
Place that feels real and familiar, and then slowly bring fantasy into it.
I want to believe that they're healing. Even Fable changed it, right? She looks so much better.
Begin to see that change. Vines grow from the building, Broken Knight's armor fills the halls, and the world of myth starts to take over. We also expanded areas like the Chinese, Egyptian, and Japanese galleries, while keeping the identity of each space. Later, places like the Book of the Dead, Folded Realm, and Reflection, the Great Russell Museum takes player much further into the fantasy side of the world. What ties it all together is what we call apocalyptic romance. A world where modern London meets ancient legend, and where destruction can still feel beautiful and full of wonder.
Wait, you like number 2? I don't believe you. Lies! Lies!
We can't wait for you, our players, to experience.
There's no way you like number 2.
See you at the tides.
There's no way you like number 2.
No, because it blows up, not the tower.
You know what? 9 I never finished. I got to Vivi's Village, or I think was it past Vivi's Village? And my game corrupted. This was during the switch from PS1 to PS2, and I never went back to it. I do intend to go back to it though. 6 is one of the ones I haven't played.
I would like one of those.
Which is another one on my to-do list. 15 had severe problems because they had to gut the story because of China, innit? The story was supposed to be based on some death cult, and China said if you're going to do that, you can't release the game in our country, and so they changed it on the last minute, and that caused a whole lot of problems. Then they fractured the story with the anime and the TV series and the movie and everything. It had problems, but overall I enjoyed 15. You like 2? Wait, you like the original 2 or the American 2? They're different games, because 2 in America is number 4.
Bit all that, innit?
Final Fantasy 2 in America is actually Final Fantasy 4.
And with so many titles coming to Xbox Game Pass, it's only fitting
You
to bring
shut it,
fans
Gramps.
into the world of Game Pass with an interactive quest and one giant green button. The big green button here transforms the Xbox booth into an interactive quest powered by Xbox Game Pass. Attendees collect digital stamps by playing games, taking part in activities, and exploring partner activities around Gamescom. Now, this
Yeah,
year,
so
achievements
it was
unlock
weird
additional
because
opportunities to win prizes, including Xbox collectibles.
when you start playing it, if you watch the movie King's Fall, I think it was, that takes place before the film, and it explains when Noctis reads about the incident at the resort of what happened back at the city. The film explains all of that. Then you've got the anime, which is even further behind. And yeah, it kind of just, you know, it was all scattered around. It was weird. I did enjoy it though. I think it was a good game. It wasn't the best one, but it was good.
When it lights up, hit that button. Beautiful. Way! A charge kit for the series.
Mate, he is gutted. He is. He is totally gutted. He wanted the big prize. He wanted the big prize.
That's cute. Aside from winning prizes,
Yeah, Kingsglaive. If you watch that actually explains what happens before and the betrayal.
latest titles from the studio.
But I actually liked Arden as a villain.
Including Two Rock Origins, with more on the latest from the franchise. Let's throw it over to Charlie and Henry.
That's
I'm
right,
not
Bex.
pre-ordering
It's
the
one of
collector's
gaming's
edition.
Most iconic
Are you
dinosaur
crazy? I'm not
adventures
paying
is
$300 for that.
evolving for its new generation.
Absolutely, and here to talk Turok Origins with us is Game Director.
But I tell you what,
Susan
Remy,
Doses.
if you donate me $289, I promise you, every penny of that donation will go to the collector's edition of Expanse Osiris. In fact, I'll make it a better deal. If you donate $250, I'll put the rest on top and buy it. All of that money will go dedicated to that collector's edition.
Yes, we brought you brand
Look, chat, you can't get fairer than that, right?
Origins, our brand new game in this legendary franchise, set in the canon and timeline of all the original games.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to get a look at that.
Yeah, amazing. Let's get this rolling. I want to hear all about it. I'm going to kick this
Yeah,
off by
Arden was
telling
awesome,
you right
man.
now, Tim,
I really liked Arden. I think he was like, he was a good villain. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I want to destroy the world or something like that. He actually had a real purpose. Hey, this is Turok. Someone in chat wanted Turok. This is Turok,
nice.
I think.
Wow, it's not like a Turok I remember.
Yeah, this is Turok. Someone in chat was asking about Turok. But Kefka is the best. Kefka's an arsehole.
You swapped from first person to third person and back?
Right.
That's all I'm going to say on that
This is
matter.
something that we wanted to introduce
Especially in Final Fantasy XIV, he's an even bigger pain in the ass.
But a lot of people like
And in the
to
Savage
play in
raids,
third person,
he's a complete
view
menace.
And see his own character. Our characters are amazing. They look amazing. And,
There you go,
so we
Gamerfish.
wanted to show the people their
You
characters
see,
if they
I
want
do
to
pay
play
attention to
third
my
person.
chat.
Yeah.
But the thing is that you can swap between first and third immediately as you play, just pushing a button. At any
Yo,
point.
Rabbi, you're going to donate me $250 so I can get it.
These weapons look absolutely
Yeah, the weapons
What
are so
kind of
cool.
weapons are we going to have in our arsenal?
Oh, that was just the cerebral bore, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes, yeah, that's a fan favorite.
Oh, I know that one.
That's a fan
Oh,
favorite.
yeah.
You had one of them done the other day, didn't you?
Shut up.
Yeah, Arden is awesome, man.
What other weapons? Are there any
I like the villain from Final Fantasy 12 too, except, not, sorry, Final Fantasy 12, except at the end. They ruined him at the end.
The fusion cannon that
I think
the fans will
that
recognize.
random switch up at the end just wasn't needed. He could have just remained the psycho that he was.
Mag 60, a lot of weapons.
And I think that would have actually been better.
But we also include new weapons. And,
But yeah, chat, who thinks Rami should donate me $250 to get the Resonance, to get the collector's edition of
So
Expanse?
many finishers, and you can just rip guts out.
One in
pound
chat for
the
yes, two
dinosaurs
in chat
the
for no.
enemies. It's awesome.
See, don't be so scared.
Maybe I'll get over my fear.
Yeah, you get your revenge now.
I just need to murder more of them, and then I'm there. Fancy that.
But before that finisher, I also saw the player character kind of like went like this, and a bunch of spikes came out. So
yeah.
what's going on there?
Those are the echo sinks. Which is something that I mean, every
We got a one? We got a one?
features a bio suit that allows him to extract resources from the environment and then synthesize in abilities that you can use at any time.
We got another one?
That really adds a different
I'm liking where
dynamic
this is
to the
going,
combat.
chat. I'm
It's
liking
not
where
just
this is
gun to
going.
melee. You have all these cool abilities.
Nice.
Fascinating. And I mean, are there anything else aside from dinosaurs that we're going to be fighting?
Of course, not only dinosaurs, but something that is more terrifying, that are modified dinosaurs.
Oh, worse dinosaurs.
Yes.
Okay, maybe you should stay scared.
Back out.
Wait. So are you gonna fight dinosaur anything more than dinosaurs? Yeah, modified dinosaurs.
So the Xenias that
Come
are
on,
our
guys.
enemies,
Oh, I see. Okay.
These guys.
Those guys.
Oh, okay, right. Good to put a name to a face. They don't look good.
No.
They're not dinosaurs anymore, are they?
have their weapons, but they also transform certain dinosaurs to damage.
User for games.
That was
How
cool.
could you?
That's cool.
That was cool.
I like
that was
that.
one of the echoes.
Did you know the person who did the
nice,
voice for
nice.
Optimus
I
Prime
also saw
passed?
before we
Yeah,
dropped
Peter
into
Cullen
this
passed away today.
area,
Yeah.
there were like these bulbs, like plants that
Free
you
in
could
3 days,
destroy,
man.
and it kind of opened up the environment. So, did your team kind of work both the combat
Who's
and
gonna
the
be tomorrow?
environment together to make a whole experience?
Yes,
They've been
as you
modified.
see, there are
I
plants
mean,
in
Vital, are we
different
talking
colors.
like
Those
how
plants
the
extract the DNA,
the
and,
Fallen
with that
in
you
Destiny
can
became
get,
Siva
resources like
infused
the
and
shield,
were still the
ammo,
Fallen?
or also resources
Just
to
the-
improve your
just with
gear
a
as
red
you
palette.
progress in the progression system.
Cool.
I mean, that's a hell of a modification. I'm going to be honest with you.
250 modifiers for those weapons.
Nice.
That can
Because they just look like
improve or change the behavior of your weapons.
I like the idea of you guys.
they
having
just
like
look
a
like an
whiteboard
alien
in the
tribe.
office and just coming up with really weird ways to modify weapons. And going, oh, Tim,
What would be interesting is if they actually told us how they became modified.
but I don't know, it does something else stupid as
What
well.
modified them?
That's it.
Was it like a scientific experiment?
Stupid. There you go, perfect. I can work.
Oh, that's
Because
that's a cool
they got an ass now.
That's finishers, which is a very important part of the game.
Yeah.
The original games, they were really gory, but we have gone a step forward, and we have introduced like 200 unique finishers
No
that
way.
you can perform with different melee weapons like this that you see right now.
That's sick. I've also seen that the Xenia as well. There are different kind of I suppose enemy types for them as well, because some of them have like
much more
guns.
tactical. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
but-
Which
Yeah,
actually
Zodiac
is
Age was
good
better.
Dynamic. You
Yeah.
have these crazy dinosaurs. But then you also have the Xenia that can dodge. And
Fun
cover.
fact
Yeah.
though,
And sort of
Victor,
flank
did you
So
know
it's a much more dynamic.
that Final Fantasy 12
Very nice.
And I gotta ask,
was
what are
basically
primal
built
forms as well when it comes to Torah
to
Origins? What do they do?
kind of give people an offline experience to Final Fantasy 11.
Identify as a class.
They
but,
put as many
this
elements
game,
of
they are
Final Fantasy
connected
11 as
with
they
the
could
Native
into Final
American
Fantasy
culture,
12.
which is very
From the monster
important
hunt
on the lore
to
of the franchise. So
hunting
every
for
class
placeholders
corresponds with
to
an
everything.
Animal, raven, cougar, and bison. And
It was
each one
the
has
Final Fantasy
different
11 team that made it
abilities, of
anyway.
course, and,
Do you have a preference, Jesus? Which one would you be?
I'm very aggressive cougar, which is the specialist
He is
on
definitely
weapons.
a cougar. That's true.
Yes. Yes.
Tim, are you a cougar as well?
No, I'm more of a raven guy.
Yeah.
I'm small.
Nice. Okay, lovely. No further questions, Your Honor. Absolutely, don't be that as. Honest to God.
Okay, what's going
Yeah,
on
what's
here?
this?
Can I just say also, the game looks beautiful.
Oh my goodness,
I love the foliage, the density. It looks so cool.
Well, this guy got.
They've already got Final Fantasy 11. It needed to be another numbered series in it, so it's the next in line.
That is kind of ultimate ability that is also related to the class.
Cool.
Yes, which happens. So one of your early missions is you have to prove that you're. Oh yeah, that's the best.
I finally bought Trail of the Cold Steel for PC.
Yeah. So
Me
one of your earlier
too.
missions, you have to prove
But
that you're a true
I've
Troll
just
warrior,
played.
that you
I
have
finished
been,
Trails
and
in the
then you can
Sky,
prove,
Chapter
you know,
1.
Your kind of
Chapter 2 comes out in a couple of weeks, so I'm going to play that. Unfortunately, Chapter 3 doesn't come out for a long time. Till next year now.
But that's not a normal
So I don't know
dinosaur.
if I should go from
That's
Chapter
got a
2
lot of
to
extra-
Trails
extra accessories
in the Cold
going on.
Steel,
What's the story with that?
Trial of the Cold Steel, or if I should wait to play the third chapter and then go to Cold Steel.
The boss for the end of this mission.
Because they are in sequential.
And it's a
That's the
very
next.
powerful
Well,
one.
actually,
the first one that you are going to
Azure is
encounter
next, right?
among
Azure and
many
Sky.
others in the
So
older missions.
I'll probably.
And
I don't know if I should
have a
play
lot
wait
of,
for Chapter 3 and then go to
abilities. You
Azure or
have
Sky,
different phases that you
or
have to
just start playing
pass,
Azure and Sky after
defeat
Chapter 2.
the final boss.
So just to confirm, there are loads of other bosses coming up,
Yes.
different variants.
And mini bosses.
I
This is
said that
let's say one of the
in regards to Final Fantasy
biggest.
12, they just wanted to make it a new numbered series.
Medium bosses.
Okay.
Otherwise, if they just called it offline, it would kind of confuse people because 11 is
Well, here's the thing.
fundamentally
Maybe you and
a different story.
I'm guessing there's multiplayer.
It's got
involved.
different
Also,
areas.
maybe Charlie and I can help
Like,
each
for
other
example,
out.
Rabanasta
Have a fear of
is
dinosaurs,
the area was very,
So one of the
very
great things that the
reminiscent,
team
I think, of the
has done with
Valkyrie
Turok
Dunes.
is you can play
It was very
solo,
similar to
offline,
it,
by yourself.
and there was
If you
other
like to get
areas
your
in
friends,
there
you can
that
play by
was
yourself.
basically taken and modified from Final Fantasy 11, but it was changed enough to not be the same, which is why they, it was its own game.
Same game, you know,
It was
and,
different
but we just
enough,
want to
but
give
they
players
took
that
a
option.
lot from 11. A lot of the world maps were taken, area maps, and they changed it quite a lot.
So what can
But
fans of the original
veterans of
expect when
11
it
will
comes to nostalgia
will instantly
moments?
notice
One
the
of the things
areas.
that we have done, talking about playing solo and playing co-op, is that the experiences are loyal to the original games. When you play solo, you play a
Yo, was it
campaign
Golden Sun
solo
1 or
mode.
2?
You play with
where you could walk up to the priest at the very beginning, and when he says, "Will you take on the responsibility to save the world?" and if you say no, you complete the game.
Yes, that's important to say. Yes.
Well done, Jesus.
So so some of the things that we mentioned earlier that original Turok fans will enjoy is like weapons, like the cerebral bore. You know, and there's some other, I don't want to give it away, but some other Easter eggs and some other fun connections to the lore for the hardcore fans.
Nice.
Wow. Okay then. Well,
Yeah, it is. It's based around that kind of thing. Final Fantasy Tactics is also
I'm good. I got
from the same universe.
Absolutely no problems. Well, thanks so much for joining us, guys. This has been a fascinating week, and
Which
I know
is a good game
really,
too.
really busy Gamescom for you. So thank you for spending some time with us.
Yes, thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Right, well, you can wish list Turok Origins now, and if you're here at Gamescom,
Dude,
swing by next
I
week
spent
for a chance to play the
7
game.
years in
But up
11.
next, we're jumping into the fantasy
And it wasn't
sandbox
until
that is
I got
Albion
hacked,
Online. The newest expansion is
world
upon us, and we're
transfer.
celebrating with a
By the time I
cheeky
came back
walkthrough
to my
of New Game
server,
Break.
my
Let's
whole
take a look.
link shell got just destroyed. Apparently after I got hacked and left, there was no one there to.
Above the clouds.
No one stepped up as a leader in my group,
Alone, or with a
and all
party of
hell
up to
broke
20
loose with
players,
drama.
You will find yourself on one of many islands scattered.
And
on
once
the
we found out
outskirts
that
of the
one
map.
of the
Fight your way to the bosses in the
what
middle,
we knew as
grabbing
our
valuable
tank,
loot. The islands are
who was a
interconnected
woman,
through ley lines,
who's, you know,
to
was a girl,
activate which you will need a keystone. Your
actually
party mates
was
work well
a
with the
dude.
keepers guarding it. Now you can progress
And one
further
of
inward.
our clanmates
But
became really
be
good friends with
careful.
them and
There will
was,
be
you know,
other players
talking
who
with
will be
them
matched to compete
about
for
all
the
sorts of
very
things. Because,
same
you know, back
treasure.
then, MMOs used to
Pay
be like a
attention to the
life-changing
ley
thing.
lines opening in
It
order
used to
to
be like a
anticipate the
second life.
movement of your opponents.
And when it came out that it was
Even if
actually the
some of your
husband,
team
and the
get
husband
knocked
was
down,
basically
unlike
super
other
jealous
areas, they can't be
and was
executed
keeping his wife on a
immediately.
leash.
Instead, even one
Thankfully,
last
she left
remaining
him
player
in the
can
end.
revive the group.
But the guy
And
was
so,
a total
the
arsehole,
adventure
man.
continues.
All hell broke loose.
The final
In the 3
challenge
months
of
that I
this
was
map,
gone.
a ferocious
When I
trip.
came back, there was nothing left. And so I went to 14.
The fight wasn't easy, but the rewards are worth it. Among the regular loot, you can also find a new kind of map, activating which will lead your party of 20 players into an entirely new raid dungeon.
If they did that, Vital,
Battling numerous keeper and
Final Fantasy
dashboard
11 today
enemies,
would
and
probably be
finally,
offline.
Make it into the
But
lair.
because it's a numbered
Here,
series,
the
it will
biggest
never go
and most
offline.
difficult PvE challenge in Albion awaits your group.
As long as people are playing, it won't go offline. Square Enix will not take a numbered
Will
title
you
offline.
make it past fire and brimstone to secure the ultimate reward?
Back in May, we gave you an in-depth look at the world, the characters, and the story of this very next title. Stranger Than Heaven
wonder
is
if
a brand new action-adventure
I
game
still
coming
didn't get the
January
email to
15th,
pre-order, you know.
2027 from
They just,
RGG
I'm telling
Studio,
you,
who are renowned for
they
their ability to craft
have it. I don't know
deeply
what they've
human
got it in
stories
for me
with
for, man.
thrilling action and some pretty juicy combat. A big thank you, though, to producer Hiroyuki Sakamoto and interpreter Mai Hapsh, who are joining me for a live gameplay presentation.
Ooh,
Also,
Stranger
tell
Than
us all
Heaven,
about
let's
this very ambitious
go.
title. First, though, Sakamoto-san, can you give us an overview of Stranger Than Heaven?
では続いてはストレンジャーザンハブのライムゲームプレイです、本作はスリリングなアクションとコンバット、そして人間ドラマを描くことで知られる RGG スタジオが送る完全新作のアクションアドベンチャーゲームです、リリースは2027年1月15日の予定です。本日は本作について語っていただくためにプロデューサーの坂本博之さんと通訳のラプシュ舞さんにお越しいただきました。まずは坂本さん、ゲームの概要を教えていただけますか？
はい、ストレンジャーザンヘブンは、日本人とアメリカ人の、
Rachel, it should end soon. I think there's a few more games. I'm gonna watch the Ubisoft presentation as well, but that's about it, really.
アメリカで、差別を受けてですね、身寄りのない大東誠が日本に渡ってその新たな居場所を求めて、旅するところからこの物語が動き始めます。でやっぱりこういろんな差別を受けて日本にやってきたもののやっぱすごくそこでも生きていくことがすごい苦しい、環境の中それでもこうがむしゃらに生きていって、いろんなこの大東誠が持つこの歌を使ったこう工業 工業師としての才能だったりとか、そういった部分がこう積み重なってですね、約50年にわたるこの人生を描いたゲームがこのストレンジャーズ・アンヘブンなんです。
Thank you. Stranger Than Heaven follows the story of the
But £760 for a Series X in this day and age?
Mixed origins of Japanese
Crazy.
and American origins, and he's faced with discrimination in the early 1900s US. He has no family to rely on, and he flees to Japan because he hopes to find a place to belong there in Japan. But he finds himself having to use extreme violence to survive, and on the other hand, he discovers his musical talent to thrive, and you will be able to show this aspect of the showbiz as well. And his whole life spanning across 5 immersive cities and 50 turbulent years of Japanese history between 1915 and 1965.
Wow, it sounds like a really quite enthralling and captivating story to be able to play through. And many of RGG's previous titles are quite known for showing depictions of more modern Japan. So what was it like to have the chance to take people back to an era like 1915 and other mid-century eras? How did that influence as well the combat design of Stranger Than Heaven?
Their own player's voice initiative? What's that?
RGG スタジオの過去作はこう現代をとてもリアルに描くことでも有名ですけれども、今回は1915年というこう歴史を遡ってプレイヤーを過去に連れていくという体験がされましたけれども、これはコンバットデザインにもどんなような影響を与えましたか？
まず正直ここまで5つの時代と5つの都市でこう
I mean, at this point, if the Series X 25th anniversary is selling for $3,000, Jesus, people are paying that money. I'm not surprised people are
しっかりこうリサ
snapping
ー
it
チ
up.
だったりとか、いろんなこの歴史観を本当にこう体験してもらうために、いろんなリサーチを重ねながら
I am not garlic.
積み上げ
I
た
am
み
not.
たいなところがあるんですけれども、やっぱりこ
I
れ
am
ぐらい
not.
のスケールのゲームってなかなかないと思うので、この舞台を選んだこの時代を描いた
But you know what, chat?
ことはすごい大きなスケールのゲームになる
I'm still at 69 followers over at Twitch.
でコンバットデザインもですね、やっぱりこの主人公が50年歩む中でですね、プレイヤーもこう操作することで主人公の大東誠とこうシンクロするようなそういう体験をちょっと味わってほしいなと思って本当にこう一から作り上げたんですけれども、主人公が年取るに従ってこうプレイヤーが例えばこうなんでしょうね、こうナイフを使い続けるとナイフマスターのようなこう能力、そういうこうスキルが身についていったりとか、その50年っていうゲームの尺に合わせてゲームコンバットシステムもうまく連動したようなゲームに、しています。
So to be honest, the difficulty was on a whole different level than all the titles we realized before, because this time we had to spend over a time of 50 years, so we were depicting 5 different areas, and we had to conduct research.
But doesn't this game take place before Yakuza?
And we had to create all the necessary
Overall?
assets from scratch, so there was nothing that we couldn't build
So this would
upon.
actually be a really good place
But
to
I also
start with
remember
Yakuza, wouldn't
feeling
it?
very excited about this fact because everything was new, and
If you
we
wanted to play them
knew
in
that we would be
chronological
able to
order.
create a very unique game, one
In
that lets
time-wise.
players really experience the whole protagonist's life over a large scale and large time span. And this is also depicted in the combat design. We focused on creating the most visceral and most intuitive combat design so far. So to combine that with the protagonist's abilities, they evolve over time, and also the skills of you as a player evolve over time. I think we managed to truly create an engaging experience. So for example, if you start using a knife in the beginning, it might feel, you might get used to it, but your knife efficiency, your knife proficiency increases over the time, and you will be able to unlock special abilities too. And when, you will evolve and mature together with Daito Makoto, the protagonist.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like it's a journey you'll take together with Makoto-san. Well, I'm really excited to see what you have brought, but why don't you tell us a bit more about the demo that you've actually brought for us?
じゃあこう主人公と一緒にプレイヤーも成熟していくという感じですね。面白そうですね。
Yeah, that's what I thought. So it'd be like a really good place to start if you wanted to get into it.
はい、
Shredden Heaven is its own story and lore, not tied to Yakuza's.
ゲームスコムで初めてこう一般向けのプレイヤブルデモ
But it kind of acts like a prequel to it, right? Like what Victor is saying, like an origins. It's not tied to it, but it kind of gives you a broader scope of what Yakuza will be.
フィードバックみたいなものをまず味わってもらいたいなというところと、実際5つの時代、5つの都市っていう舞台っていったところがゲームの本編の作りなんですけど、まあその中からこう3つ。
And I like the fact that there will be Easter eggs for long-time fans. That's exactly what they should do to honor those people that have been part of the series for a long time.
So Stranger Than Heaven
Except for
is
Ishii.
playable at the gamescom to the public for the first time. With a demo focusing on the innovative combat system this time, where you can independently play the left-hand side and the right-hand side of Makoto Daido's body. And we'll showcase that in a minute. Throughout 3 of the 5 expensive cities and eras, you will also experience them in the full version. So, namely Kokura, Kure, and Minami.
Okay, nice. Well, let's go. Let's see what we got.
早速始めてみましょう。
はい。
So we're starting off, well, where are we starting off? Can you give us a bit of context on what you're dropping us into straight away?
まあどこから入るかちょっと補足説明してもらえますか？
はい。まず最初は1915年の小倉という舞台から始めていきます。で、まあこの小倉という舞台はですね、物語の中でも当時は本当に日本でも最大級のこの工業都市で、いろんなこの労働者に揉まれながら、こう大東がこうどうやってこの先この国で生きていこうかみたいな、まあそういったきっかけの時間軸だったりします。
So we start off with 1915 in Kokura, where the protagonist Makoto Daito arrives from the US, and he's struggling to survive as an outsider in this new environment for himself. And Kokura is really an industrial town, said to be home of one of the world's largest foundries. So it's bursting with a passion of
I'm not sure, dude.
workers
I'm not a
and
big Yakuza
TV
player.
workers. And he tries to find his way here.
I know it's like a spiritual successor to Shenmue.
してるもの同じですね、これ。
同じの着てますね。
Exactly the same. すごくかっこいいです。
Oh wow, straight away.
はい、バトルが始まりましたけど。
So the battle started already.
Yeah, I love that you saw everyone else just clear out.
And I also know that YouTuber did the voice acting for one of the characters, which a lot of people really was upset about.
日本の映画を思い出すような。
Very cinematic.
とてもシネマチック、映画的ですね。
はい。この新しい操作、本当にこの右左こう好きなように組み合わせて自分でコンボができるってとこがすごく新しい要素になってます。
So it's a completely new combat style where you can freely combine combos using your left and right half.
Yeah, because it takes place many years before. So though there's going to be no, like, it's in the same universe, it's in the same timeline, but, you know, there's probably like 20 years before. So those people that have played the other Yakuza games, when they come back to this, some of the names that they'll be hearing and the legends that have been foretold and the stories that were being told, they'll actually be able to see some of that reenacted in real time now in the game. And that's going to be like a really cool kind of, you know, throwback for those people. But you kind of have had to play the previous games in order to get that. And you know what? That's awesome. It's great that they do that sort of thing. Yeah, Yongye voice Kiryu, that's the one.
So it's really intuitive, like you would
8 o'clock,
punch with your right hand,
so in
press
2.5 hours.
And it maybe needs a bit of time to get used to this new feeling, but then it's really immersive and really intuitive.
Nice. Whoa. Destroyed.
はい。じゃあ次のはい舞台に次クレ。
If you wanted to see something, Reichi, you could have found it.
The next stage.
I'll just say that. If you really wanted to see it,
also a little bit further.
There are loads of places where you can find stuff. I've just been avoiding them. Like my kids have seen everything. Everything that's been leaked, they've seen it.
We were in
I'm not interested in
1915
seeing
and
anything
Popular,
though.
now it's 1929.
I'll see it at 8 o'clock.
Nice. So maybe now we'll also see
Chilling
like
on my
you're saying,
sofa.
that sort of refinement of his technique with fighting will be a little different now as
じゃあ
well.
ちょっと大東誠の戦いの技術も熟練してきたという。
そうですね。見た目もやっぱりこう変わって、まあクレになるとまたこう違った環境下でこう大東誠が
Yeah, me neither.
どう生きていくかみたいなところで。
I mean, I'm going to use my Microsoft reward points to get it, don't get me wrong. I think I'm going to get like, by the time it comes out, I should have like £80 in Microsoft reward points.
Yeah, the fashion.
So I'll add £10 on top and just get GTA 6 for 10
Also,
quid.
the whole setting, it looks like a different era already.
More industrialized
But
areas.
my hype levels for GTA 6 is not high. But then again, I've also, you know, not been interested in any GTA past GTA 2. Didn't like 3, wasn't interested in 4 or 5. I never played them. Don't feel like I missed out on anything. But this feels like it's going to be something of a community. Everyone's going to be talking about it. I just want to be a part of it.
They're used by one hand with the right hand or with both hands.
But there's no way I'd be paying $100 for it if it wasn't for the Microsoft rewards.
Of how to use weapons, they will progress.
Amazing.
No, I just.
Why is this guy so
Come on.
enormous though? He's absolutely
なんでこんなに巨大な敵なんですかね、この人。
敵もすごいこれぐらい大きいボス敵みたいなキャラクターもいろんなバリエーションがあるので、バトルも本当にこうしっかり遊べるような。はい。
Take it easy, Victor.
Yeah, so there are lots of different.
Well, I will be
enemies,
back,
like boss
probably
enemies.
streaming again on Tuesday, my normal time now, in the evening for my streams here on YouTube. But Monday to Friday will be over at Twitch during the day. So if you want to hang out and talk video games, whatever, while we're just chilling and gaming, feel free to stop by over at Twitch.
大東誠も同じように片手でいろいろ
そうです、できます。
攻撃できたり。
今は両手武器なんで、こう両手を使ったこう操作がこう左右独立でこう違う攻撃が出るんですけど。
Yeah, right now he's holding a weapon which has to be used with both hands, but of course there are also weapons where he can only use one hand and the other hand is free to guard or to punch or whatever.
Very cool. And then also the way that you're using, well, the weapon that you have, I suppose it's understanding which end is for which hand, knowing this is maybe better for quicker, this is better for power attacking maybe. Is that kind of how it works?
あと武器によってはどっちサイドを左手で持ってどっちサイドを右手で持つかとか、どっちがより強い攻撃ができてどっちでガードできるかとか、そういうのも
基本的に片手武器は右に持って左手はこう素手攻撃なんですけど。
Yeah, weapon, exactly.
武器は武器の強さがあ
I
るん
don't.
ですけど。
If I was to have to pay £190 for GTA 6, I wouldn't pay for it. I'm just not hyped for it. But because I'm getting it part of the Microsoft reward points, I might as well and join in on the fun and excitement that everyone else is going to be joining in on, and just join in with the community and thing. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a average game for me, but hopefully the story will be good because that's pretty much all I'm playing it for.
Is real nice now, yeah. Oh my god, he looks so good. So, also, it's now raining. I wonder.
And it is going to be my first 3D
Before it was snowing,
GTA.
In the previous era, now it's raining. Does that also have an effect at all on any of the combat?
今雨が降ってますよね。その前も雪が降ってるシーンがありましたけども、これもまたコンバットスタイルに何か影響するんですか？
Which still disgusts Ghosty to this very day.
天候が変わることによってこの町の住民たちの様子が人通りが減ったり。お店が閉まったりとか、この舞台に対して影響が出る要素があります。また天候だけじゃなくてこの時間帯、昼だったり夜だったり、その夜にしかいないような強敵だったり、まあこの辺りはすごい一つの舞台にとってもいろんなこの探索要素があります。
It doesn't necessarily affect the combat style, but the whole setting. So if it's raining heavily, there will be less people on the street or shops will be closed, etc. So
exactly.
not only weather, but also when you get more advanced, you can also choose at what time of the day you want to play.
But I've never played
so
a 3D
if it's at
GTA
night,
game.
then also there will be less people or different people walking around. So.
That's fascinating. This guy, he's smaller, but I have a feeling he's going to be tougher.
この人さっきの敵よりも小さいですけども、小柄な割には結構タフな。
Apparently GTA 1 and 2 and GTA London doesn't count.
こういうボス的のようなものも本当に物語でいっぱい出てきて、この1対1のこの緊迫したこの戦いみたいなものもすごい楽しんでもらえると思います。
Yes, this guy
Man, this thing is taking forever to.
He's small, but nevertheless,
Why is this dude taking so long to beat?
Win against him, but you will have a lot of those kinds of boss enemies, and
Oh, it's a
you will
boss.
be able to explore a lot of ways to combat them.
Mate, you
I
just
saw as
stabbed
well
him in the
there
neck.
was the
How is
charge
he getting back up?
Where you could use both triggers. Can you explain a bit more about how that happens?
あと両方のトリガーを
I'm sorry, you just stabbed him in the neck. How is he getting back up?
敵の気力みたいなものがありまして、
I can getting slashed and whatnot, but stabbed in the neck?
時間帯が生まれます。そこで両方押すことで、
I won't bother watching the reveal because I don't want to encourage people.
So there's an energy level of the enemies, and if this proceeds, there is the possibility to trigger with both sides of buttons and attack him in the right.
I'll be honest, man.
Oh, nice.
Part of the reason why I'm
Now,
getting
I know
GTA
the
6
story, obviously, it does
is
follow
I'm
multiple
hoping it
ways.
will.
It does seem to be
You know,
so far
from
painting a bit
one,
more
I'm hoping
serious tone
it's going to be a
than
good
we've
game,
perhaps seen
right?
in previous RPG games.
But also, it might
do
help,
still love
you know,
that kind of,
kickstart my Twitch
zaniness
channel
and some of the weird
when I stream
ways
over there.
side activities that we can do. Will there be some
People
of that
might be
being
interested in
strengthened
coming
as
and
well?
checking it out while I'm playing over there. So, you know, it's for me, it's both gaming and business. As I'm trying to grow my Twitch channel, playing the right games and the trending games at the time is really important. And that's going to be one of the biggest trending games of all time when it releases.
やっぱりこの過去の日本を舞台にしたサイドストーリーだったりするので、
Is it done already?
すごく奇抜なコンテン
It's
ツ
at 8 o'clock, no?
まあ少しシリアスな
Or has it already been shown?
ところもありますね。ただそれはそれで
I mean, I'm not going to put Netflix on my on the stream,
いろんなサイド
if that's what you're asking.
楽しめると思うので、
Because
そこは期待しております。
that's
There, of course, will be side
you get in big
quests
trouble
and
for
side
that.
stories which are very unique to Stranger Than Heaven, but so the trademark zany characters maybe a bit less, but you will nevertheless
FB,
experience a
I
lot
feel
of,
you, man. I feel
other
you. Like I
side
said,
quests and
I've got
a
so
lot
many
of
games I
characters, but in
actually
total,
want to
this is a
play.
story about the past and rough times, so the
I've
tone
got
is
like at
rather
least
rough
10
and dark.
RPGs
It
waiting in the line for me to play, and the games, like you can see them, they just keep on announcing great games that I want to play.
The lighting on that last stage was so
No, I haven't watched
stunning.
it.
I loved it. So yeah, thank you for showing us that. Is there anything else that you could maybe tell us about the game that's only going to make sense after I've played it?
そうですね、すごくかっこいいゲームになっていま
He's
したし、
got
もう
lunatic
デザインもすごいし、なんか最
like
後のステージの
Majima.
ライトの感じもすごくいいなと思いました。本当にプレイできるのがすごく楽しみです。プレイしたらすごくここが楽しめるよっていうもの他に何かありますか？
そうですね。やっぱりこのストレンジャーザンヘブンって一人の男の50年の人生をこう描いたゲームなので、これだけのこのスケールのドラマっていうのはなかなかないと思います。で、今回デモでは本当にそのコンバットの新しい要素をこうピックアップして楽しんでもらえるっていうデモだったりはするんですけど、やっぱりこう本筋はその一人の男を生涯を描いたこのナラティブゲームを
Yeah, that's what I thought.
きっ
It's
と
at 8 o'clock.
味わってもらって本当に新しいドラマ体験ができると思うので、そこを一番期待してほしいですね。あとはそのまだまだ音楽を使ったショービズの要素とかもこのバックに
I think we're almost at the end of Gamescom though. Man, they're talking for too long.
そこをこう含めて
Some of the games they spend way too much time on.
嬉しいと思います。
So as far as I'm aware of, I think there are not many games that span the whole life of one single man.
Yeah.
So this is, in that sense, a really epic drama you can experience. This time with the demo, we just picked up 3 different stages, 3 different cities, to showcase also and to show you what it feels like, what it looked like. But of course, really this epic drama you will only experience by playing through, so I hope you will be.
I think the whole paywalling
looking
trailers
forward.
is going to become a
Also,
trend, though.
it's not
Disney
the
just
new
did it
combat
with
system,
Kingdom
but
Hearts 4
also,
as well, right?
A big part goes into music, so the whole showbiz element we have not shown yet, but you'll be able to create.
I know.
your
I mean,
own
I
music
expected
and,
it to be
remind
like
those,
this. I just
showbiz element will be
sometimes
shown.
it just
So,
feels like they're
yeah, I hope
talking for
you
the
will
sake of
be able to
talking,
enjoy and check it out.
Nice. I have to ask just because it looks so good. Can I get
rather
one of the
than
jackets?
actually giving good information. If you know what I mean. Like there's always like 30% of padding when they're talking. If they could just get rid of that 30%, it would be nice.
Unfortunately, right now it's not available yet, but we are thinking of ways to get it through
Good,
to
good.
the public as well.
I'm not sure, Byron.
Thank you once again for joining
I'm
us.
not sure.
Remember, you guys can get
I
your
will buy it
hands on
at some
Stranger Than Heaven
point.
when it releases on January
But because
15th,
I've played Metal Gear Solid 4
Now,
already,
to Milizione.
there's other games releasing in September that I'm wanting to play first that I haven't played yet.
Where do you think you're going? You're not allowed to leave this town.
Yeah, an abridged version would be much nicer.
Everyone knows no one is going to help you escape.
Yeah, I know it's out today.
And if I
But like I said, there's a lot of games that I want to play that I haven't played yet. Like Trails in the Sky Chapter 2. The new Remedy game. Control Resonance, I think it's called. Then there's Final Fantasy Resonance as well. That I haven't played. So I want those before I even look at Metal Gear Solid 4.
every single day, I hope I'll be proven wrong.
Then there's the Sinking City 2 that I want to play. That's like an 8-hour game. That seems like a good game I can get, stream, finish in a couple of sittings, and be happy. What the hell is this game? Millet Cyanide.
And that is our show. Over the last 2 days, we've had the privilege to feature over 40 games. Charlie,
I've been looking at Dragon Sword Awakening. Some of the characters look damn fine, and them summer outfits just
Plus, with
yeah.
13 games coming to Xbox
Yeah.
Game Pass, that we
That's
showed
all
you
I'm gonna
just
say,
today.
Rachie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The library's about to get real full.
So, whether you're hyped for Minecraft Dungeons 2 or the Xbox console exclusive,
Does anyone have a link to the Ubisoft presentation that they could send me?
Fable, NBA 2K27 2, Modern Warfare 4, or Grand Theft Auto 6. No matter
I told you it ain't gonna be here.
play the biggest games is on Xbox.
And finally, make
Why
sure to
ain't you
check out
listening to me?
on YouTube
I don't
to
lie.
view and share some of the segments that you might have missed.
So, until next time, thanks for joining us. This is Xbox at Gamescom 2026.
Bye!
Bye!
I don't deceive you guys, man. I keep it real. Let me see if I can find it. Gamescom Ubisoft 2026. I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. And I'm not spending 4 hours. Is there like an abridged version? Man, apparently both of them were 4 hours long. So let's see. Is it just community lounges for Ubisoft? There was nothing about... So for day 2, they had Anno, Rayman Retold, Motorfest, Heroes of whatever that was. They have something for the Division there, which is really the only one I'm interested in. Yeah, I didn't like the animation for that one.
Hey there, folks, and welcome to Ubisoft's Gamescom 2026 livestream. I'm your host, Chris Waters, here with you for 4 days of live panels, and
4 days
insights, and all kinds of fun activities from Gamescom in
Did they have
Germany.
like a...
We've got a packed schedule, as you've just been looking at, and we're going to run through it here in just a second. I'm super excited that you're all joining us. Welcome to Ubisoft at Gamescom.
Ubisoft, please add timestamps.
We will also talk about that. This right here is a little bit of an intro to our live stream today. We've got lots of panels lined up. So I'm going to talk you through kind of what we're up for today, what's coming in the whole next 4 days, because we've got 4 days of shows from Gamescom for you. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Chris Waters. You may have seen me around Ubisoft videos if you've been out there on the
Come on, man. Just show me the panel of what's coming.
For about 10 years. And the people, as you're saying, second, they're toss moments. Twitch channels will be the
No one cares who you are.
now and take a
Really, no one. All right, so we got pre-show with Ubisoft news. Player X Ubisoft community platform reveal. Which one of these are you guys interested in? Heroes of Might and Magic, maybe? Or should we just go straight to the Division? Or are you guys not interested in Ubisoft at all? It doesn't look like they're showing much in terms of what they're doing. There's nothing on Rainbow Six at all. Heroes of Might and Magic. Let's see if we can find that. Riders Republic. It looks like they're showing... Is this Heroes of Might and Magic? This looks like Civilization type of game. It's literally just a panel talking, man. Alright, we're getting to Heroes. Oh, there is going to be Siege. Is this Heroes of Might and Magic?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It looks great. All right. So, we'll be seeing more of this later.
And turns out it feels very different, and because
crossplay,
talk about it. So I do hope it's gonna bring another layer, anything like that.
How did we get here?
Itself. Without further ado, it is time to send you back to Cologne for the Division 2 panel.
All right, so that's a Division.
And then we have a question.
Oh, I think this is the Heroes.
So, yeah,
I don't think they're going to show you any gameplay though.
Okay. Wanted to make sure that this legacy of 20 plus years of map.
Are you going to show me any gameplay?
Complete balancing. We're talking with Hota to include their balancing as well. And again, maybe we'll hint at stuff tomorrow. We cannot announce anything, but in the future, it will be a lot easier for people to create the balancing they want. I can only say that.
And we got a question about the multiplayer. So in multiplayer, will there be simultaneous turn regardless how close the players are to one another?
So we're still figuring out exactly the design of this, but yes, we will have some simultaneous turn mechanic, yes indeed. But more on that later as well.
Oh, I have a question. Everyone's asking about the game, but I just want to ask how all of you are doing today.
What a simp.
Great.
Doing great.
Yeah, great. This is amazing.
Okay, I have got other questions from the Slido. And just to check, we have 1 more minute. Is there anyone from the audience have some questions for us, I can pass the mic to you and you can drop it. Someone? Hands up? Okay.
Maybe I can rewind it. Maybe there's some gameplay before. This is just a Q&A.
Hi, I'm Zabek. I'm from the pro player scene. I also the caster of the tournament, the Polish Cup that we have currently right now. Thank you for supporting us. And I have a question regarding that pro player scene. Do you have any plans for the future that maybe you will have some features for the casters that will stream and come?
A lot of comments starting from last.
Call more like a Hollywood poster and.
That not everybody wants to see. We have it.
Let's see if we can find it where it
King's
starts.
Bounty. And that's about the loop on how we got there.
Thank you. So another question really quick, and you don't have to answer if it's a bit complicated, but so if you were to do a next Heroes Now, what would you add?
Wow,
This is
that's a
still...
really tough one, and I know I've been asked.
Rafa in the chat, did you miss the Egypt sneak peek? You did miss the Dawn of the Delta sneak peek. The Anno panel has concluded for today. I'm gonna throw this chaos guy in here.
Hey, don't throw me in there. Get out of here.
See if we'll
I don't like these games. Throw Power Boss in here. Too far back now?
Falling Pillar 3 being one of my favorites, and when I spent so much time
It doesn't look like they're showing
it's
much
exciting to see
gameplay.
it being remade
It looks
and
like it's
modern
just
graphics,
talking.
but, you know, to their promise, it's going to maintain the previous game, you know, exactly, and the fact that you're allowing all the maps to come forward from all the amazing stuff that the community has created over the years, I think that's very exciting as well. So, yeah, thank you, and I'm excited about this project.
Thank you. Actually, I would have a question. So this unique game loop of these really unique moments tied together, how did you come up with that formula?
Oh, wow. Well, it's a long time of game development over many years, but I was always interested in strategy games and played a lot of board games and wanted to express myself after the Might and Magic RPG series. I said I wanted to make a strategy game, and first one I made was King's Bounty, which was a smaller strategy game, and it had some of these elements that I liked from board games with
This is it, right?
battle and some exploration and some sort of overall goal you could play. But a lot of it was I wanted a game I could play over and over again versus an RPG, you know, it's 100 hours and you're done. But a strategy game, you could take a few hours, win the game, and then, oh, I'm going to try it, play it differently, with a different map or a different scenario, a different difficulty, play over and over, just like we do with board games. So that was the inspiration. And the three different modes, I started with the combat map and moved the creatures around, and the stacks of creatures I think is one of the most unique parts.
Yeah, I did, man. I did. It's sad.
Games. But then you needed a world around it, so I made the maps that you explore, and it was fun to have the.
We're 3 out of 3 for this week. Kind of sucks.
The overall game, and then it just started to flow with the invention of the towns, and had to decide what creatures went in which towns, and I don't know. After a while, it just started to.
She is pretty. She is very, very pretty.
Obviously, they worked on the project, and we just kept adding to it from Heroes 1 to Heroes 2 to Heroes 3, and that's about the loop on how we got there.
Thank you. So another question really quick, and you don't have to answer if it's a bit complicated, but so if you were to do a next Heroes Now, what would you add?
Wow, that's a really tough one, and I know I've been asked that before, and I'm like, wow, how am I going to make something that's better than what people have loved for so many years? So yeah, there'd be different things I'd try, but at the same time, I think the same formula of creating a sandbox of tools,
take it easy,
and
Effie.
ideas and concepts that players, they find out what they like the most themselves to play.
Hey, Steve, how's it going?
And I think is one of the secrets of what we did, and including the editor, that was the biggest, positive I think on the whole series. We didn't really realize it, but I knew outside of our studio there would be so many people who could make better maps than we would internally and be more creative. And sure enough, it's just exploded over 20 plus years.
It has. Thank you. So we talked about the core game loop. Now we're going to talk about the game modes. Again, the goal for us was to be as authentic as possible, and so we kept everything that made that game great. So campaign is back, obviously, single scenarios as well the random map generator. I know some people are asking themselves, okay, will we have that? Yes, we'll have it. On top of that, we're also keeping the multiplayer one. So Hot Seat is back. might seem a bit kind of anachronistic in our modern day and age, but a lot of people requested it, a lot of fans wanted it, so we have it back. You will be able to play with your friends in one room. We also
I like the fact that they're, you know,
like the original, but with improvements. Obviously, time just changed, matchmaking and all the, you know, the expected kind of features are there as well. Okay, so that's for what
it's not bad if you can look past the game being absolutely broken.
So first of all,
oh, so you finally managed to get in.
Game, although the gameplay wouldn't
I saw
change,
you raging because the game was broken on install.
play it even more smoothly. So 2 examples here. So on the top top slide, you can see here, you see that we have this combat range visualizer.
Loads of people couldn't play it on install.
The alt key, you will be able to see on the map all the ranges. So from range to melee for all the enemies, so that you can take better decisions. Although we have it a bit enhanced version of that.
But at least you're enjoying it, dude. That's the most important thing. I can't deal with those games, but I know you like those sorts of games. So
an example we have here
it's good that you're enjoying it.
Which is when you're in a town and you want to get, for example, to the Portal of Glory. You could be going back every day and forgetting most of the time that you wanted to do that. Now what you can do instead is say, I want the Portal of Glory. It's going to create a wish list of all these little steps, and automatically doing it if the
every 30 minutes because they have one of the 10 billion bugs.
This is the direction we're going. So we're going to add even more of this quality of life improvements for players to focus their energy on thinking, on strategy, and not necessarily on doing.
Just why release it in that state, man?
Something finally that we've added as well, because we realize that not everybody wants to play the same way, is what we call play styles. The idea with play styles that you have presets of experience parameters, such as camera, positions, controls, and also UI. That could be different depending on how you want to play. So if you're a classic player, you want to play something as close as the original as possible, you can choose the classic play style. If you want something more strategic, the goal is not to have people being slow. You want animations to go very fast. You want all the information at once. This is a strategic play style.
Are the bugs induced because of bad coding though, or is it because of lack of memory?
We have the immersive game mode in which the camera will be kind of closer to the player, and you will be
not being optimized well enough to use,
But for people that really want
so it needs more memory than it needs
So the idea is that this
is available.
can be checked at any moment within the game.
Oh, Steam version is broken too? Okay, never mind.
By saying, okay, I want the grid, for example, but I want the camera to be at that position and other features of the site. These are the
Once Human is that game where when you start,
sorry, just to step in here. So we have
it starts almost like Control, right?
Last night, and we already
You're in like some facility.
And also, I know that some people are watching our live streams right now. So if you have any questions about the gameplay or about the remake itself, please feel free to post your question via the link of Slido in the stream chats. Okay.
So again, that was for the gameplay. For the art side, obviously we need to have upgraded visuals. We decided to go to 3D, and I know some people might be skeptical about that choice, but for us, the rationale behind that is that we think the world has a lot of potential. The different factions, all their stories, all the places you go to are really something we want people to see.
Oh, they changed the intro mission. Interesting. On PC, you started off with a thing. In a facility, you did like an intro mission. And then they threw you outside, naked.
So, examples of the type of things we're doing. So obviously the adventure map now is 3D. So this is a really close camera. Usually camera can be a lot top down if you want to. And so you can see exactly what we were trying to achieve.
Hey, Holified Saiyan Gaming, I appreciate that.
So meaning the positioning is the same.
Definitely check his channel out if you're looking for Dragon Ball Z content. He's trying to get to 500 subs. If you like the Dragon Ball Z, check him out, guys. Help him get to 500 subs before the end of the year.
Yeah, the lucid pools are one of the most beautiful ones. So we really want to make sure that these are really both immersive places and really nice places to be fighting in, but also legible enough for you to really focus on strategy at the same time. Obviously, and a fan favorite, obviously, is the 3D towns. So now we are full 3D towns, although you cannot really navigate into them because there's no need for that. But when pressing on specific buildings, you will have a zoom in and you will be able to know a bit more about it. As an example, and you've seen more in the trailers that we released in the past days. This is more just for the 3D part. We've also added some kind of specific cinematic moments, which can be skipped. Again, we realize.
Yeah, Steve, I remember The first thing they asked me to do was build something as soon as I came out. I was like, yep, I'm done. See you later. You don't ask me to do that.
As an example, with Inferno,
I'm
we have that for every different
I'm
town.
good, Steve.
And finally, also within the towns themselves, we've also added a lot of what we call specific screens, which
Best I
replace
catch up with
some
you
of
after
the
stream.
2D menus that we used to have in the past. So you're
Not
able
stuff
now
that I
for
want to
example,
talk
this is
about
the
on
fort,
live.
to recruit your units in a really nice kind of family picture setting, which you can see all the units. You can click on them or do a quick recruit to get them all at once. Again, this is optional, and this is.
But I'm doing
you
well,
can switch
as well as
to
can
one
be anyway.
between 3D like this or 2D like the classic one. So you have a choice to play as you want, and the play styles are going to make sure that the default is going to be the one you want. So that's really what we've achieved. But I think maybe some of you might be curious as to how we kind of developed these new visuals and what kind of process did it involve. And so for that, we have our second guest today, Magdalena. She's going to talk about how we collaborated together.
Hello. So my name is Magdalena Katanska, and I'm a concept artist.
You got your head.
Working in the video game industry.
Nah,
And,
I got plenty of hair. Look, you
very
can see it
lucky
right here.
because Ubisoft
Plenty.
tasked me with a couple of things for this upcoming game, and I would like to tell you about it. How does it work? All right.
I don't know, man.
So
I could
was
listen to her
tasked
all day.
with, designing a key art for the new game, but there was an interesting idea behind it because the idea was that we wouldn't do
Really, Chili?
a typical,
Why?
more like a Hollywood poster and modern Hollywood poster key art, but make a key art with some kind of artistic twist to it. And I decided to look for inspiration for this art in the history of art, especially medieval and Renaissance. And I don't
Weapon
know if
knows,
that was
man.
a conscious idea on your part when you were doing the original Heroes games, but some parts of the games, visually, for me, they speak Renaissance or medieval tapestry. And especially, I have some examples here. When you look at the medieval tapestries, when I look at them, they resemble the adventure.
Take it
maps
easy,
so
pal
much
boss.
to me. Was that a?
I think some of those are the exact pictures my artist had on their wall.
Really?
Cheers, dude.
Really? Oh, that's amazing.
That's a great coincidence.
So yeah, so that was very striking to me. How some visuals in the original Heroes, they resemble the artworks we know from history of art. Or for example, paintings of Peter Bruegel or Hieronym Bosch, especially. This is something that I also took inspiration from. For example, here you have the detail from a Hieronym Bosch painting, and if you can look at the treatment he does for the trees.
Dude, do you know how long that's going to take? He's going to cripple the cunt. He's going to cripple tech.
And on the right, you can see my attempt in evoking a similar art style. So here are some details from the key art I made.
I mean, graphics cards are like $1,000 because they're made in those sweat factories, right? If they're actually paid by Western currency, that £1,000 graphics card is about to become $5 grand.
And that's the key art for now. But I was also involved.
Hey,
in
Lion
other
Prince.
when it comes to the new
Yeah, I
games.
saw it on Game Pass.
For example,
I wonder if the Game Pass version
told
will
me
allow
a
you
lot
to get the
about
free upgrade.
Lore for some of the characters. Some of them received a deeper lore, and I can tell you a little bit about it on the example of Brockhild. We all know that Brockhild is a beastmaster specializing in.
I mean, the
magic,
Western market
and,
made a mistake when they decided that they were going to offload everything to the Far East
when he was very,
because
very
it was
young,
cheaper.
his
And now they're
family
paying the
was
price of
actually
that.
trying to tame
They
the
did that to
wild
cars and
wildlands
everything.
develop an
The East now
antidote for their
controls
venom.
everything.
But unfortunately,
They,
his
you know, the
parents,
West gave
died
them that
because of the
power.
venom, so he made it his goal
Trying to rebuild that now
develop,
is just
an antidote, which he
it's
eventually
not, you know, it's going to be a rocky
put my
ride.
life into characters. I developed some sketches, like exploring this idea. So, for example, I sketched Brockhild without his iconic hood, having his face disfigured by scars and burns from the venom, or Brookehild as a hatchling, you know, mourning the loss of his parents. I also imagined him as a more muscular lizard man because, you know, he has to struggle with wyverns every day, so he would be heavier than your typical lightweight lizard man.
Just checking, anyone in chat is interested in Might and Magic?
Also, for this project, I was serving as a...
Or should we go to the division?
And how it would work with some of the artwork. Basically, guys at Ubisoft would send me something that was made by their artists, and I would put my feedback to it. So in this example, you can see the horned demon. And at the first glance, if you look at the demon and you compare him to the original, you can say that more or less
Chili.
he's one-to-one exactly as the original. But for some reason, he looks pretty awkward. Like he's a poor little guy. Why is that? So I would go through a concept like this and see that, you know, his head is very big and his arms are huge, but he doesn't have any neck. He's basically standing like this, and his arms are very short. So all those decisions, even though it worked in the 90s on the sprite, it works well. In this type of illustration, unfortunately, there has to be taken different measures to evoke the same vibe that we want from the original, but not to make the creature look cartoonish. So my
Man, Gears looked amazing, right, Steve?
I took this
the single-player Gears looked good.
Of it. But keeping the same.
The story campaign is going to be epic.
Or spirit that was there in the first place. So I added some neck to the creature. I made the head smaller and the paws smaller. Therefore, this kind of toy-like vibe would disappear. And basically added an overpaint and some of my thoughts on the concepts. And then I would send it back to the guys at Ubisoft. They would take my feedback and they would create their own concept again from the feedback that I given them. So yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Magdalena. All right, so I guess now it's time for Q&A.
All right, we can move from the Q&A now.
You have to join the Division 2 Discord, and 6 Tactics was also announced last night at Opening Night Live. 2 big announcements for Ubisoft's Gamescom, and we're going to give you deeper looks at both of them. Actually, we have, I don't know if y'all were watching. Were you watching Opening Night Live? It was a good show. There was a lot to take in. So we had the Heroes of Might and Magic 3 remake.
Who is this guy?
The great king of Erathia is dead, and the enemies of the kingdom are scrambling to feed.
Is Splinter Cell even released? Was there a trailer for Splinter Cell?
Erathia must not fall to its enemies! Let us repay them 1,000-fold! For Erathia!
This is what we should have been watching with Might and Magic. God damn it. Rather than that control panel. Yeah, I want to play Gears in the best possible way I can when it comes out. Gonna have to settle with my 3090 though. Seeing as it'll be early access, Cloud won't have access for 5 days and I'll have completed it by then.
The realm strains under a gathering storm. Heroes will rise. Kingdoms will fall. Erathia cannot escape its fate.
Well, if you're interested in Might and Magic, you're getting a remake, whether you like it or not.
I don't know if we'd like King just found right. all the unreleased stuff we are playing today. Although we only played Atom Mega and Rise Republic. So we haven't.
I'll have you know I've completed 33 games this year.
We are playing. Kind of the buildings have joined some yen at Gamescom tomorrow.
The people watching online will get in-game replicas of these cool T-shirts if you join our Discord server, official Discord server, and connect your Ubisoft account. It also is an accompanying ARM patch. So do that before the end of the panel tomorrow. And yeah, we'll do the grants before
Too
end
late.
of the week.
The panel for today ended.
And also Silo. So anybody asking
Yeah, I
questions
didn't
online,
play
we have a
those.
Silo link. We actually have a Q&A tomorrow, so we will cover all of those questions then. We won't answer any of those questions right now. Now, let's get to something that everybody wants to hear about. It's one of the biggest community requests we've ever seen. What am I talking about?
Hey, Iwin, how's it going?
Thank you! Crossplay, yes. Today we will announce when crossplay arrives. Yanis.
I can't believe they're actually enabling crossplay. That's crazy. They're doing crossplay, but not cross-save.
Crossplay has been like highly requested feature. I think pretty much since the dawn of the Division, at least the Division.
Watching Gamescom, dude.
People that have been here for a long time know that every time we talk about the game, every time we talk to players, everybody wants to know about crossplay and when we're bringing crossplay.
And cross-save.
We've always said that crossplay would be a very, very hard tech endeavor. The game wasn't built for crossplay in the first place, which means the whole online infrastructure behind the game was not really made for that. And throughout the years, I've been on record several times saying it would be almost impossible to do because it would take so much effort. It would take a complete rebuilding.
What do you mean PC players carrying console players yet again?
Be able to do that. But times have changed, and thanks to everybody's support and thanks to the renewed success of the game, now we can be ambitious. And that means we can do things that were impossible in the past, and the moment we can be ambitious, the first thing we set out to do was...
Oh, really, Chile? Nice.
To everyone. But it is still a big endeavor. I didn't lie about that. We have a team that is dedicated to it, that is really working very hard on changing everything that needs to be changed to bring crossplay to everyone. But we need to be very careful because
I'm from the south,
do
dude.
a lot of damage if we do it wrong.
I don't like giving specific locations.
Saves, to lose any progress, to the game not working the day we deploy crossplay or anything like that. So we have to be very careful and take the time we need, while in the same time try to be as fast as we can because we know a lot of people are waiting for it very eagerly. So what I can tell you today is that as a window we are aiming for November for crossplay to come.
Nice. Very nice. Now, what about cross-save?
Now I have the confirmation. And Yannick, players have been asking for crossplay for a long time.
And
What's
cross-save.
the thing that excites you the most about putting everyone in the same matchmaking pool?
Well, I mean, first doing something that's been asked for so long and finally delivering on it.
Man,
but it's, the Division
the
is an
cheat
online
fest
game.
with
It's a
PC players is going to get
so
crazy.
Sure, you can play the game on your own if you want, and it's totally fine. And it works that way. It works just well like that. But at the end
Chaos
of the day,
Lounge.
we believe that the Division is even more fun when you're playing with others. And it can be with your friends, or that can be meeting players online. So crossplay is just one step towards bringing more social and really trying to bring that community and that player base, all of them together to really hopefully meet new people, make new friends, platform not being a limitation means maybe also it's an opportunity for you to meet people that play on another platform and understand the game from a different angle. You matchmake, you're on PC, you end
Come
up
on,
with a
man. If they can do cross-save, they can. I mean, cross-play, they can do cross-save. They've got the functionality.
Because you're now matchmade, you can talk about it.
It's already there. They've got it within the Ubisoft system.
Another layer of togetherness to the player base, and I'm just super excited that we finally get to do it.
And to be fair, there's a couple of important notes of what this will mean when it goes live. So
Champions League draw has been done, and
everyone should experience lower queue times.
Man United has Atletico Madrid. That's not bad. Bayern Munich. Oh man, we've got a bad team.
Because now you're not siloed into your own platform. Then on the
Sporting is
leaderboard
fine,
aspect,
Leipzig
we've
is
had
fine,
multiple
Villarreal is
requests
fine,
throughout
Sabah is
time
fine,
of
Como is fine.
resetting
But
leaderboards. Well, now
Bayern
whether we
Munich
want
and
it or
Roma, I
not,
can see
because
being a
of
problem.
crossplay and the technical
I'm
implications,
not interested in
we will
any
go through
work to be
leaderboard
done on the
wide.
channel. My son does
So
that
I'm
for
hoping
me.
to see some
He's my creative artist.
just
If
new
that's what you're going to
times,
show me.
appear. And I think another bit that was really important from the community, and we kept it in mind as we were developing crossplay, was keeping it optional. Some people might not want to play with other platforms, and I think that's fair. So we put in the work to make sure that crossplay will be something that you can opt out whenever you want at any point in time.
Where's Bullets when you need him?
Some technical limitations. Is there anything else that the player should be aware of day one?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot, and I think as we get closer to it, we're going to detail even more what does that actually entail, what does crossplay really entail, but I can talk about a few things here. So when we deploy crossplay, what's going to happen behind the curtain is everybody...
Thank you very
all
much,
players will be
Taz.
migrated to the crossplay environment. But
The
as
guy
I
didn't
said,
even want to
crossplay is an
read.
option, so we're going to
He
give
saw
the
that
option to
no
all of you
soliciting,
to decide if
and
you
he
want to
goes
play
and straight up
crossplay or
solicits.
not. So that means in the settings you will have an option, simple, crossplay on and off.
Did you see the name that I posted in the admin section, Steve? I know they've approached someone to befriend them, and I'm not sure if they haven't. Obviously, they didn't get any further than that. But it's worth keeping an eye on that one, or we could just permanently ban them straight off the bat anyway.
Make the change and come back into the game. Crossplay on and crossplay off, simple, means crossplay on, you're going to see everyone. Crossplay off means you're not going to see players that are not on your platform. If you have crossplay on, you're also not
See,
going to
Taz,
see
that's
players
why
that
you're my
are
favorite.
off. So, stick with me. We are going to wipe the leaderboards, as Alex said. Leaderboards
Fair
will
enough,
also
I'll
have
do
a
that too.
crossplay on and off option, so you will be able to see based on what you selected, either players from all platforms or just players from your platform. And then one big part of crossplay that we've had a lot of questions on is clans. So we are going to migrate all the clans to the crossplay environment as well. Means you don't have to recreate your clan. We are going to do that for you. Your clan
Dude,
will be there.
all I want
with
is
the same
cross-save.
members. There will
That's
not
it,
be an
man.
option to make
Just
a
give me cross-save.
platform
I mean,
exclusive
crossplay is still
clan.
good
So
because I
clans
can
will
play
be
with other people.
crossplay by default.
I just don't
It's
want to
gonna
play
be
it on my
up to
PS5. I'd
the
rather play it
clan
on
members
PC or
and the
my
people who can
Xbox.
accept invites to decide if they want to accept people from other platforms or not. So we're putting that power within your hands. We are not creating any rules on any of that.
And I'm also happy to say that based on a large part of feedback that we got from the community when we announced crossplay, because everyone is going to be, you're going to be able to break the barriers of platform, we're also going to increase the clan sizes from 50 to 100 to try to accommodate everyone joining up together.
That's kind of cool. Now talk about cross-save.
So November, crossplay arrives. Now, let's shift the focus to Red Horizon.
No, 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 no.
8 is about to make Washington a whole lot hotter. It launches tomorrow, August 27th. Let's take a look.
There's no cross-save.
Or not.
There's no cross-save.
Let's go.
They say it's always darkest before the dawn.
How do you get cross-play working, but not cross-save?
Gonna be a red horizon.
All right, cool, dude.
The cleaners
No worries, Taz.
burning everything in their path, hunting for something. Only you can stop them.
Hey, they're doing the blackout too. Let's go. No wonder they're doing a cross-play situation. They lost the whole segment of the player base.
It's time to fight fire with fire.
Available August 27th. Yeah, Byron. But Why not cross-save? I want my character migrated.
It's always so much cooler when, I mean, hotter, I guess, but cooler anyway, when we have the cleaners. I don't know. You put the cleaners in a trailer.
I thought it was free, but...
Nice.
So yes, the cleaners have made their way to Washington. Yannick, can you set the stage?
Yes, so this new season, Red Horizon, obviously is about fire. That's, I don't know.
They don't cross-play because...
No! It's about the cleaners. So this is actually a direct next step after the events of Battle for Brooklyn, the DLC.
Do you know what, though? Credit to them. They are delivering on features that people have wanted. Very slowly.
Close your ears, I'm about to spoil some of it. But in Battle for Brooklyn, you know, the cleaners created a new weapon called the Purple Flame. And they had a refinery where they were building their supplies of purple
Unlike
flame.
Destiny, they just quit.
Some of you, someone from you, destroyed that refinery. All of you did. And so that means they no longer have supplies. So they're looking for supplies. And this is why they decided to come to Washington, D.C., because they know that there's a lot of fuel in Washington, D.C., a lot of supplies that they can actually steal and use to keep building or to keep powering their weapons and their fire. So they're coming, but they've gathered a really, really great force. They're coming with a major army to Washington, D.C. They are not here yet. You have time to prepare. You're going to start seeing the Vanguard. You're going to start seeing the first signs of the cleaners getting closer to
I believe it when I see it, Taz.
You have to prepare the defenses. So this is what this season is about. It's get ready, prepare a major force of cleaners.
That said, though, I did say that someone told me it was in development, but they're just keeping it quiet.
We've seen the world being transformed before. Recently, we had the Dust Storm event. Players saw Warlords of New York being transformed by the Dust Storm. But now we are talking about transforming Washington, D.C. as a whole. What's going to be the first thing that players will notice?
What's the chances that they're going to announce cross-save after all of
I think
this?
I can take this one. Obviously, like in the trailer, you're going to start meeting cleaners in the street. This means control points, activities.
Look,
in the
Taz,
open world.
I'll even take a 1% chance. What is this with 0%?
In the DC map, so this is going to be a bit fresh than usual. Of course, like in the previous seasons.
You guys are just mean, man.
Elite kill squad that's going to spawn and try to ambush you from time to time. And lastly, we tried something a bit different.
You give me 0 hopium.
Like Yannick said.
You don't buy me no graphics cards.
And we wanted to show players what it means.
You don't shower me with super chats. And then you're ruining any hope I've got of success.
You should see some
God damn it.
unusual weather effects in the horizon.
I think it will just be announced close to the November date.
I'm going to let it be a surprise. And
I'll take that as well.
The season progresses and we get closer and closer to the climax, when it's not just the Vanguard, they're here now, those effects should intensify specifically to give players this notion of they're here.
It's Ubisoft, so expectations are none.
Them always watching here.
We've been,
Just
we've
like
been
no
playing
play
around,
anywhere.
A lot lately, as you know, with transforming the world and changing weather presets and all this kind of stuff. So expect a season with a lot of changes throughout the season happening to the world.
And something that we noticed during the trailer is that the fire carries over to the classified assignments, at least for the first one. What the agents are going to face in this?
Yeah, so we will have a classified assignment at season launch, as usual this year. But this time, for the first time, we are actually tying this classified assignment to the narrative of the season itself. It is also connected to the overall narrative of all the classified assignments, so this is still about investigating the lost agents.
Do you know what? I'll take crossplay though. Crossplay is cool. It means I can now at least play with other people
some of those cleaners that are
as of November.
So what that means is, of course, once again, fire in the classified.
Not gonna lie, I'm more excited for this than I am GTA 6.
Classified assignments, they are puzzle-based experiences. It's a location you go into. There's some combat, but there's a lot of puzzle mechanics. There's a lot of
She just woke up from a nap.
Puzzle you need to solve to access the room, to get the keycard, to get the fuse box, and all of that. So once you start using fire as an ingredient in those puzzles, it creates a lot of new opportunities for us to make a classified assignment, but I think it's going to feel quite different from the ones you've had until now.
Yes. Let's talk a bit about gameplay. So the pressure gauge is the big new mechanic this season.
Yeah.
Could you give us a little rundown of how that
It's
works?
a-
And also, since we had a PTS where players tested
Yo.
it, is there any
No, 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 no,
feedback
no, no,
that
no.
will be implemented in tomorrow's launch?
You want
For
you
sure.
want
So
you want your little bro?
For
Okay.
players that are watching and haven't
Okay,
kept
you
up,
want your little
PTS
bro.
is our
You-
public
you're
test server.
abandoning
We
me?
had PTS for this particular season a couple of weeks ago, where players got to experience
Lulu
the work in
abandoned me.
progress that was there for Red Horizon.
You know what? I'm going to tweet out to Ubisoft right now.
For this season,
Why
the
no
special
why no
mechanic is
cross
gonna be
save?
pressure gauge. As you kill enemies in multiple ways, you're going to build up a pressure gauge that appears on the UI. The more you build it up at certain thresholds, you automatically gain a passive bonus to your stats. And after reaching another separate threshold, you'll be able to activate your active modifiers for this season. And that's how it's going to work. It's funny you should mention PTS. I think it was a really fruitful PTS this time around. We actually got an important piece of feedback. While it's cool to see the pressure gauge go up when doing kills and headshots and whatnot, when players played together and someone was a healer or was playing support or status effects, they wouldn't necessarily get the kill and they'd be stuck with an average pressure gauge. So we actually implemented a change after PTS whereby even assists will count towards the pressure gauge to make it easier for players with any kind of builds to do that. Yeah.
Do you want to talk about active modifiers?
Yeah, I really
Yep.
want to talk about active modifiers. So to be fair, I'm really happy how the season comes together.
Uh,
Sometimes it takes
live
a while to
from
figure out
Netflix.
what's the magic,
Good
what
luck
the
to anyone
particular
streaming
season.
that on
For this
Netflix.
one, it's quite clear. It's fire. So
Netflix don't allow you to.
really nice.
Netflix ain't gonna allow you to
Active
stream that live.
modifiers, again, they were available for PTS, so I'm just gonna briefly touch on them. We have.
So maybe the trailer in 6 hours time
Fiery Aura.
until
Yeah, I think
Rockstar
that's
take it down.
I think that's the one. So that one, once you activate it, you would get damage resistance and then more damage resistance as you're running out of cover. This is basically the anti-hot foot for all the hot foot enjoyers in escalation.
So you'll
This is
need to
why
be
we
quite
built
quick
it.
to watch it.
You gain a bit of strength for not
'Cause,
being in cover and actually running in front of the enemy. And
Rockstar
then-
will issue takedowns on the trailers.
At least
they
come
did
on,
for
at least one person
their
has
previous
been brought
trailers
out. Okay,
when I
well,
reacted to it.
we made a special active modifier to help counteract that in the future. And then we have Signed Shield.
Well, for the
Delivery,
Netflix one.
which will actually provide a massive boost to your specialization weapons. I know it's easy to play the game.
Or for the
without
one
spec weapons.
later.
We still really love them, and we wanted to give
Because
them
they have two very
particular
different
love
ones.
this
The
season,
six,
so this should
the
help
one on YouTube is
with
different to the
players who wanna
Netflix one.
switch from primary to secondary to actually using their spec weapon.
You talk about a lot of modifiers. Yannick, do you have a favorite one or something that you're excited for the players to test out this season?
Well, I mean, first I'm just excited to play with fire, but no,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
really
Netflix
like the
doesn't
idea
allow
of
streaming
going
their
to
content.
specialization again. I love the flamethrower. Going into a fire season with cleaners just makes me want to grab a flamethrower and burn everything. The bad guys, not the good guys. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to everything that is spec related, so I can try to put a fire build with the flamethrower and just play around with that.
So we're going to have everything, all the details available in the patch notes that are going to be released right after this stream. You can check there all the description for the 3 active modifiers, the 20 passive modifiers, and the 3 hostile modifiers as well. Something that we have for Season 3 is also Dark Zone, because we just had Season 2 with Into the Dark. We had a new variation of the Dark Zone, the Toxic Dark Zone. So one of the big announcements that we had was the PvE Dark Zone staying for Season 3. Do we have any changes for that?
Yeah, for sure. So originally we planned it to be a seasonal feature. It was just supposed to be for Season 2. The more players played around in the Dark Zone, we saw that they were enjoying it. We had a bunch of requests of please keep it in the game. It's just nice to be able to explore the Dark Zone without being demolished by other players. So with that in mind, yes, we agreed. We're going to keep one Dark Zone to be PvE permanently moving forward. And because it was so tied originally to season.
So basically, you have to speak over it quite a lot,
so
which is going to piss a lot of people off.
That you get when playing in the PvDZ, because we got rid of the sample canisters and all of the means of removing toxicity from you. We've made it so that when you tie your gear to the helicopter rope, you now fully remove any toxicity that you've gained, and I think that's pretty cool. And we had one big request, even from the start of Season 2, and I'm happy to say that, yes, we will be removing PvP overrides from the PvDZ, only for that one. Bear in mind, we did make the enemies tougher to compensate for all of the extra power that players will have.
So you talked about being demolished by other players. So we have
they're allowing it
in works. So you want to talk about the other Dark Zone?
Yeah, the PvE Dark Zone.
Oh boy,
is going to be an interesting one.
Not only are we keeping the PvDZ, but on this topic, we really wanted to try out something interesting. Speaking about demolishing other players, we're gonna also launch a new PvP DZ rule set. So we're not changing the map, we're changing the rules that apply to a particular PvP Dark Zone. We're calling it Blackout, where the experiment that we want to try this season is what happens when all players have completely uncapped power. So you have your SHD watch, you have your expertise. We allow prototype to be used in this PvP DZ. Of course, our lead PvP designer, Florin, did already a balance pass on the augments, so we don't get into really crazy builds, but I think this should lead to an interesting environment.
I'm just getting it translated.
The Apex Predator is actually something possible. And to make it worthwhile, because if you're in such a dangerous zone, you might as well be rewarded. You will have the possibility of getting prototype gear within this particular DZ. You might lose it, but you'll drop it at least.
Some people will lose it for sure.
Hey, you think I sound like a Napoleon accent? Didn't know British people had Napoleon accents. There we go.
More information on that.
Well, happy to have you here, dude.
Red Horizon isn't the end of year 8. What can you tell us about the year finale, Yannick? No spoilers now.
What can I say without spoilers? There is another season. We are doing a season 4 this year. The name is to be revealed. The actual content is to be revealed. What I can tell you is that it's going to be focusing on the Black Tusk. It's been 2 seasons already.
It's Division 2, Myth.
We've been doing other seasons, or other factions. At the end
Before they get to Division 3.
Kind of decided to slow down and refocus on other things because they keep being beaten by us. But now they're going to come back. And they're not coming back alone because they are going to be bringing reinforcements in the form of the White Tusk. So expect a whole new level of challenge.
The White Tusk. Interesting.
And I know we mentioned maybe in a live stream at some point something about prototype getting reworked and offering recalibration. So originally that was planned for Season 3. Now it didn't necessarily hit the quality bar that we had in plan. We wanted to make sure that when this new version, not necessarily this upgraded version of prototype goes live, we wanted all players to really love it.
I just read it. He's basically said that I've got a Napoleon accent.
Recalibration to Season 4.
And that I'm his favorite streamer.
Because Yannick hinted already at a couple of things that you'll be able to see in Season 4. Suffice to say that with all of the power that you're going to have and the control you're going to have on prototype, there will be new challenges for which to test those builds of yours.
Yeah, all of this is very exciting. But as we can see on the roadmap, there is one more thing coming year 8. Today, we are revealing the title and the key art of our next DLC.
Nah, streamer on thing.
Little drum roll or something. Come on, hype it up. Woo!
Let's go. It has a name.
It has a name. It's a
Echoes of Central Park.
Echoes of Central Park. Yannick, what can you tell us about the title and also the locations?
It's going to have cross-save.
Know why Central Park is so iconic for the division.
The main feature of this update is cross-save.
anybody that's been with the Division since, especially since Division 1, will know Central Park has a special place there.
It's got a cross-save space there, right?
We love New York City. We always love to go back to New York City. There's so much more to explore in that city, and it's so connected and rooted in the fantasy of the Division.
See, he likes my accent. I got a Napoleon accent.
But when started looking at New York City,
Favorite streamer,
what
see?
can we do that we haven't done? How can we offer something different that is still connected to New York City? We very quickly landed on Central Park, being like, okay, that's the one thing we haven't done yet. And you know Central Park. If you've played Division 1, you've been to the Dark Zone, you've seen the wall to Central Park, you've seen the body bags that are just like spilling over the wall into the Dark Zone. What exists behind that wall? What exists in Central Park? Not that broken piece of world with 3 trees that people actually glitch their way into in the days of Division 1.
I remember that.
Yeah, but there's so many mysteries around it. And Echoes of Central Park is a way for us to explore that fantasy of like the mystery of the park.
Man, they used to glitch outside the game world just so they could beat the incursions.
What are people saying about it? How does it influence the life around in the streets that surround the park?
And now it's
really,
cross-save.
What actually remains?
I don't know. Do you guys want to hang out just later on tonight for in 1.5 hours
We had a lot of fun
for
exploring a lot of theories.
the GTA 6 reveal?
Especially with a lot of reference to I Am Legend.
Or do you guys just want to watch it in the comfort of your own?
This is not the moment for spoilers, but what can you tell us now?
So it's like, tell us more, but don't spoil anything. Okay,
Yes.
sure, I'll do that.
The hardest question that we keep asking.
No, but it's and so some people picked it up when we looked at online conversation. Yes, there is a dark.
It's in 1.5 hours.
We're really playing with the thematic of mystery and fear. So it is not just about Central
But it's only
Park,
going
not
to be
just
for that, and then I'm
Central
going to go
Central
offline.
Park, and we said it's Central Park. In this DLC, Central Park is one part of the map, but you have the streets next to it. So we are going into the Upper West Side. We're going to be exploring those streets, and we're going to be meeting the people who live there. But those people, they are not like the civilians we've seen in other places.
I can't believe there's no cross-save.
Communities and try to survive by working together.
I want to play the game on a different platform.
They live every day in the constant fear of the park, and what they believe lives inside the park and comes out of the park. And that gives us that kind of darkness, horror vibe that we're going to.
And Steve, don't you dare say restart the game.
To create a very different,
Nuh-uh.
very different tonalities and play with all the different kind of stories you can expect coming from this setting.
And again, I know that people, especially on the stream, are like going crazy now, wanting to know more. So at least give us, how does it start?
Well, it starts very originally, like any Division experience. Not a helicopter crash, but a distress call.
A real gamer would donate me a graphics card to restart,
And everybody
right?
is believed to be
So
there. There should be nothing coming from the park, and yet
I'm just not a real gamer like many other gamers, right?
investigate and find out what is this call about? Why did they call us? Who are those people that are still living inside the park? If anybody is even still.
I don't
alive,
even know
is
what
this,
Napoleon ice
what
cream
does this,
tastes like.
distress call
I
mean?
probably had it once or
But
twice,
again,
but I
everybody
can't
is supposed to
remember.
be dead, so
It's been
you
so
have
long.
Zero information. You go into the park completely blind. You don't know anything about what lies in there, what happened there since the days of the collapse. And you're going to find out as you enter into the park, as you start the DLC, you're going to realize that this is a whole completely different world. And you're going to have to untangle those mysteries and find people, find survivors in the streets of Upper West Side to work with you and to help you.
I'm so disappointed they didn't announce cross-save. I mean, they got halfway through.
What lies in there?
Yes,
But
these 2 concept arts that we just saw, we shared on our socials, so most people have probably already seen them. We're at Gamescom, of course, we brought some fresh ones, so let's take a look at the first one.
It's green.
It's beautiful.
It's a park.
I mean, it's dark, that's for sure. To be fair,
Green.
Sorry. To be fair, Yannick, what you've described so far is really leaning into the fear aspect, and I think so far we've convinced everyone that we're going with this darker tone. does this fear also imply some horror, maybe?
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier, but yes, the moment we started exploring the fantasy of the park, you know, we need to start building the timeline of like, okay, what actually happened in the park? What do people know, and what do we know? And then what's the canon we build around that? And but really, that sense of mystery that exists even within the community of like what is actually Central Park. That's something we wanted to bring into the world itself. And you know, you imagine this huge park and this huge forest that is left abandoned, and nobody's here to maintain it. And what does it become? How does it grow? How does it develop? And very quickly
did you see that guy? He was like, man, all I want to know is when is cross save coming? The guy is like passing out over there from anticipation.
Nobody ever came out alive.
Is it really 90 minutes long?
Have you seen the extreme rate shelfer controller?
Almost to a tribal structure, because they have no access to information. They have no access.
Hey, Rachel, thank you for the $2.
What is around them? So you really.
I haven't.
Darkness, and that's really what
extreme rate shell controller. Let me have a look.
And then exploring what you're going to find into the park. We really wanted to explore this horror vibe, to bring something that is different. Every DLC, every experience we create, we try to. I realize I always look in this direction. I'm sorry, folks. I never look at you. I apologize. I'm going to be looking this way now. But every time we create a new DLC or a new experience, we're trying to bring something different. We're trying to make sure that piece has its own taste, has its own DNA. And so for Central Park, this is where the horror tone came in. So that's really
what the hell is this?
Want to play around with. But on the other hand, I know I'm saying horror, I'm saying mystery, I'm saying like what lies within
Oh,
the
it
park.
adds back
It's still a
pedals.
Tom Clancy game. And so we need to make sure that everything we do,
Okay.
there is some level of authenticity there. And we are bending the rules, but we are also still making sure we're respecting the Tom Clancy identity. And that's been a very interesting and very fun challenge. And I think we.
It looks like it requires you to open your controller in order to get it working.
That's amazing. We are just seeing another concept art now, another exclusive one here for Gamescom. And you just mentioned that the tonality is one of the pillars, one of the creative pillars that you created this DLC on. What other pillars do you have here for Echoes of Central Park?
GTA and Netflix is 20 minutes. Oh, okay. You almost give me a heart attack, Destiny. Some man, 90 minutes.
After we released Battle for Brooklyn. So we took it's the team that built that DLC. We took all the learnings with us on what we liked and what we liked less about Battle for Brooklyn. And what was very clear was that first we wanted to be more ambitious, but ambition doesn't just mean size. It means size too, but it not just means that. It means in terms of what are we proposing here.
Cross-save.
So actually the very first things we set out to do when we said we're going to make a new DLC is we want to bring replayability in this DLC. So
they're not saying the right words.
Making a content piece that has a story, that has a campaign, but also has replayability and reasons for you to come back. So once you finish the story, you don't just throw away the map and that's it. You will have reasons to come back and to revisit and to re-experience this world, re-experience Central Park. It is built with endgame and replayability in mind.
Because of cross-save.
The other thing was gameplay itself and really the moment-to-moment. How can we find a way for it to not just tonally, but also once you play it, to feel different? What new ingredients can you bring in here? Can we bring in here
cross-save
to give it a different identity? So we will have a few new gameplay propositions in this DLC that are going to give it also a different identity from the rest.
Like cross-save.
There is a lot more to share about Echoes of Central Park, and you won't have to wait long to find out more. In just a few weeks, we're going to have a dedicated showcase where we share a lot more. So save the date for September 24th, 9 a.m. PT, 6 p.m. CEST. And yes,
Man, they went halfway and not all the way. That just sucks. Someone told me that you might be able. Apparently, you could transfer your whole account character to another thing.
To call today a wrap. Do you have any call to action for the agents before we leave, Agent Alex?
Cross save.
Yeah. So thank you so much for the feedback from PTS. Thank you for trying to help us build the best Division experience that we can. I'm super excited about Season 3. Again, I said it before, it came together really nicely. I think all of the elements are just right. We did do 20 passives again, but this time we removed the math behind them, so you're just gonna log them. They're super fun. They're super straightforward.
So
and
disappointing.
They're meant for you to be able to customize your build exactly.
A real gamer would complain online and still play it.
Everyone here and online as well.
What?
And
Is that how it is, Taz? Like I said, a real gamer would donate a graphics card.
Enjoy the fire. Also, I want to remind you that tomorrow.
I'm not a real
we have
gamer,
a
so I
mini
can't
quiz
donate one
at
because I can't
11
afford it.
morning. This one will actually be live streamed on Instagram, so that is the Division game. And the silo, the link that is shared in the link, you can use that for those who are here. We have QR codes, so you can scan those, and we can prepare our answers for all your questions, and we can cover as many as possible.
Once again, thank you so much.
Oh, so today's one might have someone asking about cross save.
If
Interesting.
you, by any chance, are at home and you want to be part of tomorrow, you have 23 hours to be here because we have another panel tomorrow at 6 p.m. So yeah, there's still time for you to come. And today we talk about what's happening soon in the Division 2. Tomorrow we're going to talk about the future. So that's it. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.
Bye everyone. Thank you.
All right. Well, chat, no cross save. I feel sad. No cross save.
Division 2 crew delivering the goods in the final panel of today's Wednesday Gamescom Live.
Wouldn't it be funny if cross save was only between Xbox and PC? Dude, I'd be okay with that as well.
Talking about crossplay coming, talking about echoes of Central Park. There was a lot of good stuff there.
I'd be okay with that as well.
From them.
Just let me.
Coming tomorrow in just 20
No. That would actually be shit. I need to get it off my PS5. What are you talking about? You take that back, Bullets. You take that back right now. I just realized what he said. Damn fool.
We're going to quick recap what happened today, hit the highlights. So if you missed some of that,
Do you know what? If that actually happened, he would be posting pictures in my Discord forever just to piss me off. But anyway, chat, I'm going to call it there. And hopefully I'll be back for 8 o'clock so we can check out GTA 6. And yeah, it's going to be probably like a half an hour stream, 35-minute stream. But yeah, since we can react to it, why not, right? Why not?
quick matches, dynamic gameplay. It's back in the mix with new updates.
No, I just
You can download and play it on Steam.
rather play it on my
Giveaway.
Xbox
There might be some codes left over.
or on PC, and I don't want to restart.
Atomega is part of the Player Council, which was what it was announced today in that
Well,
Player Ubisoft community platform review.
I'm going to stream the Netflix here as well, because apparently you're allowed to. So, I'm going to be back then. But anyway, folks, that's going to be it for now. So I will see you all later. I'm not going to be dual streaming later. It's only going to be here on YouTube. So I'll see you then, folks. Take it easy. Thanks so much for hanging out. I've already double-checked, Raichi. Triple-checked. There's already a Windows Central article that Chili posted earlier. So it's all good. You're allowed. So I'm out. Peace. Yeah.